Hello. Welcome to the Fanfic Majesty. If you want more content, you can follow me on Patreon. I will be uploading more content on there that will be exclusive. The link is in the description. Please support me. 7 MTFI. Chapter 301 The Decision of the World Government. The two Marine Admirals are dispatched. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. That night, Yi Fei started to act. He did not contact Marine directly. Instead, as 7 warlords of the sea, he contacted the world government. Indicated that Quinn Jack and 6 others would be handed over to them. The moment I got the news from Yi Fei, 5 elders was also a surprise. Immediately, they held an emergency meeting. You should already know what happened to Derice Rosa a few days ago. A few days ago, they got word that Yi Fei's gang had fought with Kaido's men in Derice Rosa. The battle ended with Quinn's gang being captured. At first, they thought it was just an infighting among pirates. So, they didn't care. They also like to see infighting between pirates. That way, Marine's control can be guaranteed. However, now, Yi Fei is going to give them to Marine. This matter was somewhat beyond their expectations. You know, they originally thought that Yi Fei would take the opportunity to blackmail Kaido. Unexpectedly, Yi Fei wanted to send them to the world government and Marine. This is something they didn't expect. For this problem, they must do a good job of consideration. Yi Fei is giving us a problem. Give Quinn and the others to Marine, will Kaido point the finger at us? That guy, it's troublesome. Could it be that Kaido dares to attack us? With that guy's character, it's not good. Advertisement. If we don't accept Yi Fei, it will embarrass the world government once Yi Fei is made public, and the Marine side probably won't agree. They are desperately trying to catch pirates. No matter what purpose Yi Fei has, I think we still need to inform Marine to take Quinn away. Speaking of which, Yi Fei's capture of the pirate should be regarded as a contribution to the world government. That's right, if even the pirates dare not accept them, who will help us deal with them in the future? This will not help us control the world. Let's inform Marine about this matter. Yes. Agree. After deliberation, the 5 old men reached an agreement. They agree to take in Quinn's gang. Soon, they pass the word back to Naval Headquarters. Yi Fei is going to send Kaido's people to Marine. Akainu didn't expect it at all. He had already received news of the battle a few days ago. However, at that time, what he doubted was Yi Zai's identity. Now it seems that it is basically impossible. But this time Yi Fei is going to hand over Quinn's doubts to Marine. What does that mean? Akainu didn't quite understand for a while. However, this time the transaction was notified by the world government. Akainu had to do the same. Yi Fei is going to send Kaido's people to us this time. After receiving the notice, Akainu immediately held a Marine high-level meeting. At the same time, the list of those who were arrested was distributed to everyone one by one. When they saw the list, everyone couldn't believe it. These are Kaido's men. Some Marines have been hunting for many years, but they have not been caught. Yi Fei caught so many this time. These 6 people have billions of berry. Marine is going to bleed a lot. Advertisement. Does Yi Fei have a grudge against Kaido? Many people present were unwilling to believe this. But it is clearly written in black and white. Well, that's right. Akainu nodded. As for the conflict between Yi Fei and Kaido, he didn't really want to know. It's about whether the incident itself will cause trouble for Marine. This time, Yi Fei will personally escort these people over. Among you, who is willing to accept it? Akainu asked again. This time the order is under the world government. Yi Fei's personal escort also showed his position on this matter. But these 6 are the titans under Kaido. In case Kaido sends someone to rescue halfway, ordinary Marines may find it hard to handle. Among the Marine Vice Admiral present, except for Garp, no one will be Kaido's opponent. However, it is impossible for Akainu to entrust Garp to do this kind of thing. Although as the Marine Marshal, his prestige in the Marine is not comparable to that of Garp. They are very clear that this task may be very difficult. Since no one talks, I'll go. A voice came suddenly. Everyone saw that this person was D. Carl Lilly. Since you are willing, I will leave this mission to you. Akainu was worried that no one took the initiative to take this task. He has no worries about D. Carl Lilly's strength. Even if Kaido wants to save people, it may not be so easy. Advertisement. Seeing that Akainu agreed, everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Now that Admiral is out, the Marshal probably won't let himself be with him. However, Akainu's words made everyone nervous again. Do you need anyone else to accompany you? That guy Kaido, this time he might make a move at any time. Akainu suddenly asked. Hearing this, D. Carl Lilly snorted coldly. His eyes were also full of disdain. Really don't need it. Akainu asked again. Then let Admiral Yeshi go with me. D. Carl Lilly said suddenly. Everyone looked at Yi Fei again in unison. Yeshi, what do you think? Akainu's gaze then turned to Yi Fei. No problem. Yi Fei nodded directly in agreement. He originally planned to touch fish. Anyway, don't care about your own business. As long as Marine pays them, it will be fine. In the end, it was unexpected that D. Carl Lilly would make such a request. This really surprised Yi Fei. Could it be that this woman wants me to be his subordinate? Okay, It's decided. Tomorrow you set off immediately. The meeting with Yi Fei will be in the waters of the G1 branch to trade with Yi Fei. Once you receive Quinn and other prisoners, you can send them to Impel down. If you meet Kaido, you can decide for yourself. Chapter 302. Let me hang out with you. Impossible. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. After the meeting, Wu Ming found Yi Fei immediately. Hey, boss Yi Shi, can you bring me along to meet Yi Fei this time? Nameless pleaded, although he has been recognized by Marine senior management. However, Marine's appointment letter did not come down. Today, he did not participate in the high-level meeting. And, yesterday, he learned that Yi Fei was strongly recommending him to become Marine Admiral. I am even more grateful to Yi Fei. Therefore, the tone of addressing Yi Fei also changed accordingly. He was Yi Zai's younger brother before, but now he is the eldest. It's okay, when the time comes, come with me. Yi Fei replied flatly. Just like a boss. Ha ha ha, boss Yi Shi, I will follow you from now on. Nameless was very happy. He is very happy to be able to follow Yi Fei. From now on, you are mine. Wherever I go, follow me. Yi Fei said in a bossy tone. The implication is that one day Lao Zi's identity will be exposed and he will become a pirate, so you have to follow me too. Since defeating him, Wu Ming obeyed his own words. His actions gave Yi Fei a feeling. He completely conquered him. That's natural, even if you go to the Mountain of Swords and go down to the Sea of Fire, I will follow you. Wu Ming patted his chest to reassure Yi Fei. Advertisement. I hope you don't break your word. Yi Fei showed a smirk. Boss Yi Shi, don't you believe me? If not, then I swear to your face. I swear to God. Wu Ming was about to raise his hand. It was interrupted by Yi Fei. You and me, what kind of oath? Don't make those tricks. Anyway, you just follow me from now on. Of course, Yi Fei is still very clear. Although Wu Ming looks very reliable now. But he is a Marine after all. And he is a pirate. Yi Fei can't guarantee that Wu Ming will abandon Marine and follow him to become a pirate. The next day, under the leadership of Marine Admiral D. Carl Lilly, Yi Shi, and Vice Admiral Nameless, 5 Marine warships set sail from Marineford Port. Just off Marineford, Yi Fei found D. Carl Lilly. Just boarded the ship not long ago. Yi Fei found that D. Carl Lilly was already lying on the special deck chair of the warship. The original Marine Admiral uniform. At this moment, it has also become a cool summer dress. Fashionable sunglasses, parasols, and fruit plates and drinks are all available. And D. Carl Lilly is basking in the sun leisurely. The scene in front of him gave Yi Fei an illusion. Are we going to trade with pirates, or are we going on vacation? Advertisement. Facing Yi Fei's arrival, she didn't react at all. Night Goose, Admiral, I don't know why you asked me to go to New World with you this time. So many people, why did you choose me? For D. Carl Lilly. Yi Fei used her code name. I saw D. Carl Lilly take off his sunglasses slowly. After taking a sip of his drink, he looked at Yi Fei. From now on, follow me. D. Carl Lilly unhurriedly said. After speaking, she put on her sunglasses again and lay down. Yi Fei looked confused. He looked at the sea, then at her. Did I hear you wrong? Is there anyone who recruits younger brothers like this? Nameless just became my little brother. Now you are going to make me your little brother again immediately. Anyway, I am also a Marine Admiral at the same level as you. In a word, do you want me to hang out with you? No way. Just let me follow you. Yi Fei suppressed the anger in his heart. If not, D. Carl Lilly asked back, she didn't do anything. Quote quote. For a moment, Yi Fei was speechless. This woman is indeed not ordinary arrogance. Advertisement. If you want to recruit me, you must at least show the corresponding sincerity. Don't you want to? D. Carl Lilly asked suddenly. Ha ha, you mean, that I must follow you? Then I can tell you now, it's impossible. If you are willing to cooperate with me, I will help you, but the premise is that you must also help me. We're just a partnership. However, judging from the previous situation, I still have great doubts about you. Yi Fei laughed. D. Carl Lilly wanted to recruit himself. I absolutely will not agree. However, if it is a cooperative relationship, I am willing to give it a try. After all, I have just become a Marine Admiral, so many things can't be done without personal help. D. Carl Lilly is a good choice. But she had previously reneged on a promise the pair had made. For this matter, Yi Fei still can't guarantee. Therefore, it is necessary to test her sincerity. Hearing this, D. Carl Lilly finally took off her sunglasses. Which thing are you talking about before? Take it as a joke. I already have someone I like, so you don't have to worry about it. Besides, Uncle Yi Shi, I really don't like your appearance. D. Carl Lilly replied. Before, for her promise to Yi Fei. All along, she thought it was just a joke, so she didn't take it seriously. Chapter 303. Reach a cooperation and trade with the Whitebeard pirates. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Hee, you are honest and direct enough. I decided to cooperate with you. Yi Fei laughed. I can feel her straightforward character. Although I think this woman is pretty good. However, Yi Fei is far from reaching the level of liking. Too straightforward character, very troublesome. Compared with this kind of personality, he prefers the gentle and well-behaved type. Still, work with this kind of person. Yi Fei is not worried about losing money. Quote. Carl Lily looked at Yi Fei with a strange face. Originally, she thought that her refusal would make Yi Fei angry. In the end, she didn't see it. Normal people don't react like this when they are rejected. But the person in front of him was so calm and relaxed. Can't see any discomfort at all. On the contrary, he still wants to cooperate with himself because of this matter. Immediately, Carl Lily felt that the uncle in front of him seemed a little different. As for where, she couldn't tell at all. For a moment, she felt unable to understand. If you want, we will cooperate. Like the last time we did it with the blind swordsman Vice Admiral. I helped you, you have to help me. Advertisement. Yi Fei reminded again. Of course, the current self needs the support of some strong people. The two Marine admirals maintain a united front and can strengthen their right to speak in Marine. After listening to Yi Fei's words, Carl Lily stood up from the couch suddenly. Just when Yi Fei didn't know what she was going to do. Carl Lily suddenly extended his right hand. I agree. Carl Lily said 3 words. At this moment, she finally realized. It is not an easy task to easily recruit the Marine admiral in front of him. It is not possible to recruit younger brothers, only to become a partner. The two are in an equal relationship. Since it is an equal relationship, it cannot be treated in the same way as a dog licking. That's good. Yi Fei stretched out his hand with a smile. 2 people shake hands, the cooperation is concluded. 5 days later, 5 warships arrived at the waters of the New World Marine EG-1 branch as scheduled. The 2 pirate ships led by Yi Fei have been waiting for a long time. The 2 sides stopped at a distance of several hundred meters. Wu Ming ordered 5 warships to line up. All cannons are aimed at the pirate ship where Yi Fei is. Seeing this situation, the 2 pirate ships also turned their guns and confronted each other. On the main ship Marine, Carl Lily and Yi Fei stepped onto the bow at the same time. Night Goose, Admiral, you don't intend to start a war with Yi Fei, do you? Advertisement. Yi Fei asked. This time, Yi Fei didn't want to start a war with himself when he came to trade. Our purpose this time is only to trade with Yi Fei. Unless he takes the initiative to attack, otherwise, I will not give the order. Carl Lily looked into the distance. On the opposite bow, a young man about 2 meters tall is looking this way. Carl Lily quickly confirmed that it was Yi Fei, the vice captain of the Whitebeard pirates. Suddenly, she only felt her heart beating faster. The whole person's face was a little hot. That's good. Yi Fei nodded. Since you don't plan to go to war, you can rest assured. The self over there will definitely not take the initiative to attack. After a moment of stalemate, the pirate ship in front suddenly moved forward slowly. About 50 meters away, the boat stopped again. On the pirate ship, the young man jumped. In an instant, he landed in front of Carl Lily and Yi Fei. The action is chic and neat. It was the first time I saw myself so heroic. Yi Fei was a little confused. It turned out that this is me. Hey, Yi Fei, aren't you going to exchange Quinn Jack with me? People. Yi Fei asked first. Now, as Marine Admiral, he decided to play against himself. Advertisement. Although it feels a bit submissive. But he was still willing to try. Did you bring the money? I'm easy to talk to. If you pay, you will give someone else, otherwise there will be no door. The pirate Yi Fei is very good with acting. You little brat, you are so arrogant. How do I know if you brought someone here? Marine Yi Fei asked. The pirate Yi Fei suddenly turned around, whistled towards the boat behind him. Soon, Quinn, Jack, Runty, Peggy Wan, Foz Ferrer, and X Drake were taken aboard the bow. Confirmed by Marine, it is indeed these 6 people, yes. Bring me the money. Marine Yi Fei turned around. Under Wu Ming's leadership, 5 large wooden boxes were carried over. Open the wooden box, and there are stacks of banknotes neatly placed inside. This is the hard currency of One Piece, berry. On each sheet, the number 10,000 is clearly printed, indicating that each sheet has 10,000 berry. Seeing the money, Pirate Yi Fei showed a relieved smile on his face. The purpose this time is very simple, just for money. Then, he waved to the pirate ship behind him. Under his signal, the pirates approached again. When the distance between the 2 ships was 4 or 5 meters, they stopped again. A huge deck rose from the pirate ship and directly rested on the Marine warship. Immediately afterwards, Quinn and the other 6 were driven onto the warship. Hey, Yi Fei, do you know the consequences of handing us over to Marine? Chapter 304. The transaction is completed. Carl Lily's reaction. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. And you Marine, aren't you afraid of being retaliated by Master Kaido? Quinn finally couldn't help shouting at both sides. Carl Lily, the pirate Yi Fei didn't pay attention to him. In the eyes of the two, it was just Quinn's last struggle. The more you talk to him, the more energetic he will be. Quinn, you'd better save your energy, you can shout whatever you want when you get to Impel down. Marine Yi Fei replied lightly. Naval headquarters have ordered, send them straight to Impel down to Magellan. Bastard, I'm going to fight with you. Drought. Jack suddenly struggled. However, with the seastone chains on, he couldn't break free at all. Several members also want to struggle, but they are all demon fruit power. Also unable to break free. At this moment, a Marine intelligence officer stepped forward. He took out a few reward posters. Quinn, the bounty of 1.32 billion berry is confirmed. Jack, the bounty is 1 billion berry, it is confirmed. Runty, offer a bounty of 400 million berry, confirm it is correct. The identities of the 6 people have been confirmed, and the total bounty offered is 3.778 billion berry. After the exact number given by the intelligence officer. 6 people were detained. Then, dozens of people got off the Whitebeard pirate ship. Hey, give me some money, don't make a mistake. Advertisement. Pirate Yi Fei shouted loudly. Look at your prospects. Could it be that our marine will still deceive you? Each denomination is 10,000 berry, a stack of 100, that is, a stack of 1 million berry. A total of 378,800 inches. Marine Yi Fei mocked. Of course, that was just a play. Hearing this, the pirate Yi Fei smiled lightly. Be careful when dealing with you marine. Forget it this time, let's take a look at it. Several pirate crew members began to count one of the boxes. Not long after, they stopped, turned their heads, looked at the pirate Yi Fei, and nodded. Under the signal of the pirate Yi Fei, they carried all the boxes back to the pirate ship. Pleasant cooperation. Pirate Yi Fei showed a satisfied smile and wanted to shake hands with Marine Yi Fei. However, Marine Yi Fei gave full play to her drama instinct and refused to shake his hand. This makes the pirate Yi Fei very helpless. You bastard, Derice Rosa can't stay here, you have to come to Marine. Forget it, I don't care about you. After giving another look of disdain, the pirate Yi Fei turned to look at D. Carl Lilly. I heard that there is a beauty admiral in Marine, D. Carl Lilly, could it be you? Pirate Yi Fei asked deliberately. That's right, what's wrong? D. Carl Lilly replied hesitantly. At this moment, her face was flushed. His eyes are erratic. Advertisement. It seems that he intends to avoid the pirate Yi Fei. Quote. The two Yi Fei were at a loss for a moment. What's the situation? Why does this woman feel like she has changed suddenly? It's hard to speak. Especially Marine Yi Fei was even more surprised. Isn't this woman attractive in front of Marine? But when he got in front of Yi Fei, he changed. Could it be that the person she said she likes is Yi Fei? Impossible. Isn't her purpose of exterminating pirates? Such a big pirate was standing in front of her, but he couldn't even move. Could it be that you were moved by my handsome skin? Carl Lilly's actions caught pirate Yi Fei by surprise. After reacting, he smiled again. I just want to say that being famous is not as good as meeting. After all, the pirate Yi Fei wanted to avoid embarrassment. Then he turned to Nameless with a vigilant expression on his face. Hey, Wuming, I watched the World Conscription competition. Your strength is very good. Are you interested in becoming my subordinate? Where there is no Marines rules. Yi Fei shouted towards Wuming. Quote. Wuming, who was always ready to fight, froze on the spot. What's the situation? Advertisement. Is he going to recruit me? Ha. Yi Fei, you think too much. Here, I only know Yi Shi, he is now Marine Admiral Green Bull. You want me to be your subordinate, if you have the ability to beat him, let's talk. After reacting, Wuming suddenly laughed loudly. Being suddenly recruited by Yi Fei made him feel very interesting. Suddenly, he let down his guard. However, it is impossible to get him out of Marine now. Follow him, you have no future. If you want, come to me to report at any time, and I will give you the position of captain. Pirate Yi Fei laughed. Then, he glanced at Marine Yi Fei with black lines on his face. Quote. Suddenly, 10,000 grass mud horses floated by. Your avatar is actually so arrogant. Lousy is the ontology. Ha. Yi Fei, as long as you have the ability to recruit boss Yi Shi, Lousy will go with you. Nameless laughed again. Of course, he knew it was a joke. You know, Yi Shi is Marine Admiral now. Will he follow you to become a pirate? In Wuming's view, that is absolutely impossible. So you Yi Fei, stop wishful thinking. Well, since you think so, I won't say more. As long as you come, I welcome you anytime. Yi Fei laughed. Chapter 305 Yi Fei's body type, Drake reveals his identity. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. He knew very well that Wuming was joking. His loyalty to Marine Yi Fei is not ordinary. However, at the moment the pirate Yi Fei is thinking about one thing. If Marine Yi Fei really returns to pirates, will this guy really follow? Ha. Wuming laughed without saying a word. Okay, that's all for today's deal. We almost talked. Pirate Yi Fei also felt it was time to leave. As soon as he turned around, he immediately turned around and said something. I almost forgot something. You Marine Vice Admiral, do you have a guy named Virgo? That guy, but Doflamingo's undercover agent in the Marine. After leaving a word, he turned around and flew back to the pirate ship. Of course, the pirate Yi Fei really almost forgot about it. Virgo this guy, although not important. However, there is always a thorn in my side. And it made Yi Fei feel a bit intrusive. It's better to use Marine's hand to clean him up. With the cooperation of Marine Yifei, Pirate Yifei believes that this matter will be handled easily. After the pirate Yifei returns to the ship, the two boats drove side by side and slowly moved away into the distance. Marine Yifei watched the two pirate ships leave, and finally heaved a sigh of relief. This time, the transaction is considered to be reached. Seeing the boat leave, Yifei was about to go back to the cabin, but saw Carl Lily still standing at the bow. Hey, Night Goose, Admiral, the boats are gone. Aren't you going back to rest? Advertisement. Although he doesn't know why. However, this woman feels quite strange. Quote. Carl Lily suddenly gave Yifei an invincible look. Just one look made Yifei feel very embarrassed. The person you said you like, could it be Yifei? To avoid embarrassment, Yifei asked deliberately. It has nothing to do with you, you just have to listen to me. Carl Lily returned to normal posture again. Hey, we are a cooperative relationship, don't forget. Yifei just finished speaking. Hey, why are you talking to our boss? Nameless also followed Yifei's way. At this moment, Carl Lily had turned and left. What's the matter with this woman? Nameless looked bewildered. Do not know. 5 warships left the waters of the G1 branch and started heading for Impel Down. This time, Naval Headquarters command was nothing but a deal with Yifei. Another purpose is to send the 6 Quins to Impel Down. This time, the 6 people are all very important subordinates of Kaido. Choose to have 2 new Marine Admiral escorts, that is to prevent being attacked by Kaido. Along the way, many people worried that they might run into Kaido. Fortunately, Kaido did not appear. After several days of sailing, 5 Marine warships arrived at Calm Belt as scheduled. Pass the Gate of Justice to reach Impel Down. Just when the Gates of Justice are about to pass, Drake of the Beast's pirates finally can't sit still. Shout out to Marine Admiral from the boat. Originally, Wuming didn't intend to pay attention to it. Advertisement. Still, this guy is just too loud. Wuming reported the matter to Yifei and Carl Lily. Hey, Yi Shi, you can deal with this kind of thing. Carl Lily dropped a word. Quote. Have no choice. Yifei had to bring Drake out alone. Admiral Yesi, I'm from Marine. Just been brought out. Drake couldn't wait to reveal his identity. Hey, are you kidding me? Yifei feigned surprise. No, I'm not joking. I belong to Naval Headquarters Secret Special Forces. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. Drake went on to explain. What evidence do you have to prove it? Yifei made things difficult on purpose. As for his identity, Yifei also has a relatively good understanding. Drake was born in North Blue, and like Luffy Zoro, this person is one of the 11 supernovas. After the Sabayati Island incident, secretly joined Marine, and recently joined Beast's pirates, becoming one of Kaido's strongest pillars, Flying 6. I have no way to prove it myself now. As long as you get in touch with Sengoku, you will know who I am. Drake replied. Of course, as a Marine Secret Special Forces. His identity is known only to a few people such as Sengoku. Even Marine Marshal Akainu is unclear. Sengoku. He's retired. The current Marine Admiral is Sakazuki. Yifei said calmly. Advertisement. At the last high-level meeting, Sengoku also saw Drake's name. However, he did not raise objections at the time. It is estimated that Sengoku did not want to reveal his identity. You just need to check with him. Please, yes, Admiral. Drake looked a little nervous. Now, I'm about to arrive at Impel Down, if I don't confirm my identity again. Soon, he will be sent in. As Drake who worked in Marine. Knowing that Impel Down is not a place for people to stay. Therefore, under such circumstances, he had to disclose his identity to Yifei. Okay, I'll confirm your identity with Inspector Sengoku. It's already night, I guess Inspector Sengoku has gone to bed. Tomorrow. Yifei nodded thoughtfully. Hearing this, Drake panicked completely. You know, wait until tomorrow to confirm, maybe you have already suffered in Impel Down. I'm going to Impel Down soon, let's get in touch now. Drake was in a hurry. Are you ordering me? Yifei suddenly became gloomy. No. In a panic, he didn't know what to do. At this moment, the golden phone bug in Yifei's hand suddenly rang. Pick it up and see that it is Sengoku himself. Such a coincidence. Then connect directly. The two greeted each other. Sengoku went straight to the point. Chapter 306 Impel Down. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Yes, see, you are almost at Impel Down. Asked Sengoku from the phone bug. We are passing through the gates of justice. Yifei looked outside. The door of justice was slowly opening. As one of the 6 people you sent over this time called Drake? Sengoku asked. Meeting a few days ago. When he saw Drake's name, he froze for a moment and didn't say it at the conference. The purpose is just not to let too many people know about it. Knowing that they will be sent to Impel Down, so I thought of contacting Yifei alone. Yeah, there's a guy named Drake. Now he's by my side. Yifei answered truthfully. This is Marine's man, take him back to Marineford sometime. Sengoku said. Inspector Sengoku, I'm afraid it's a bit difficult to handle this matter. These 6 were personally ordered by Naval Headquarters to be sent to Impel down. Even if it's you and me, there's no way to make a direct decision. Without orders from Naval Headquarters, there is no way I can bring him back. Yi Fei made it difficult on purpose. The implication is that Yi Fei must receive orders from Naval Headquarters. And right now, Sengoku doesn't represent Naval Headquarters. Although, he is a former Marine Marshal. Previously, like Akainu, Sengoku also wanted to kill Ace. Advertisement. For this, Yi Fei is also brooding. To embarrass Sengoku, Yi Fei is naturally happy. Hearing this, Sengoku was very embarrassed. Of course, Admiral Yesie's request is not wrong. Drake is nominally Kaido's man, and is a felon to be sent to Impel down. To release him alone, there must be an order from Naval Headquarters. I will explain this to Akainu alone, I believe he can understand. Sengoku had just finished speaking. Yi Fei immediately replied, Sengoku, I think it's better to wait for the order from the headquarters first. If Naval Headquarters really agrees, I will bring him back. The implication is that without a notice from the headquarters, he will never be released. Yi Fei's attitude made Sengoku a little angry. Do you think I'm joking? Is my face not enough? Also, Marine Admiral can decide this kind of thing. In his opinion, Yi Fei is too conservative. He didn't argue with Yi Fei, though. Because he knows that Admiral Yeshi is following the rules. Okay, I'll let the headquarters notify you. After all, Sengoku hung up the phone bug. Quote. Drake was speechless. He couldn't imagine that the person in front of him became Marine Admiral. He actually directly rejected the request of the former Marshal. Seeing the bewildered Drake, Yi Fei smiled. I don't think what Sengoku said seems to be a lie. Advertisement. It seems that you are really from Marine. Of course, I have to play by Marine's rules. Don't worry, I'll let you stay on the boat, whether you bring it back or not depends on the intention of the headquarters. If you are really from Marine, once you are brought back to Marine, I'm afraid your identity will also be exposed. Drake nodded. You're right. I didn't expect Yi Fei to be so powerful. Catch us all. All of this was unexpected for Drake. During this time, he followed Sengoku's deployment. It was hard to get inside the beast's pirates. Unexpectedly, it suddenly became like this. Now get caught. Once Quinn and the others found out that they were not imprisoned like them. Then, his undercover identity will soon be discovered by Kaido. This time Sengoku's plan may be destroyed again. Thinking of this, Drake sighed. All this is because of that guy Yi Fei. Hehe, there's no way, you definitely can't go back to Wano Kuni. Yi Fei laughed. Hearing Drake say that about himself, I felt an indescribable joy. Beyond the gates of justice. Soon, 5 warships arrived at Impel Down. Impel Down, also known as Impel, is the #1 prison in the world. Those held here are felons from all over the world. Moreover, Impel is known as the Bronze Wall and Iron Wall. But a few months ago, Luffy and his gang escaped from prison, and the myth of the Iron Wall was broken. Advertisement. This embarrasses Naval Headquarters. Moreover, because of this accident, Magellan, the director of the prison, was seriously injured and is still receiving medical treatment. According to sources inside Marine, Magellan blamed himself so much that he often committed suicide in apology. Fortunately, Sengoku is watching closely. The warship had just docked, and Hannibal, the deputy director of the prison, and Domino, the deputy warden, had been waiting for a long time with their people. See Marine Admiral Yeshi, D. Carl Lilly step off the boat. Hannibal took Domino and immediately stepped forward to salute. Hannibal and the caretaker cadres are waiting for the 2 Marine admirals to arrive in Imper. Hannibal stood in front of Yi Fei and Yi Fei respectfully. It is rare for 2 Marine admirals to come here at the same time. This also has to make Hannibal have to take it seriously. Thanks for your hard work. Yi Fei motioned to him. Where's Magellan? D. Carl Lilly asked suddenly. Report to Night Goose, Admiral, Director Magellan was injured by the Teach gang before, and is now receiving treatment. Hannibal answered truthfully. Although he didn't dare to make any movements, he still glanced at D. Carl Lilly out of the corner of his eye. Immediately, the whole heart was pounding, and his face turned red. D. Carl Lilly, however, is Marine Admiral. Moreover, I heard that this Marine Admiral is vicious. No matter how courageous Hannibal was, he didn't dare to make any extra moves in front of D. Carl Lilly. Of course, Yi Fei noticed the details in front of him. Rumor has it this guy is a womanizer. It seems that it is true. If it is another woman now. Chapter 307 The Prisoner of the 6th Floor, Doflamingo. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. I guess I've already thought about it. Seeing through but not telling, Yi Fei didn't answer. And D. Carl Lilly didn't respond. Summit War has been over for a few months, and Magellan is still recovering from his injuries. What can this guy do? For Magellan, D. Carl Lilly was quite dissatisfied. Seeing this, Hannibal immediately responded. Director Magellan is now blaming himself for his poor guarding. He often wanted to commit suicide, but fortunately, under my persuasion, he didn't do it. I've been in charge of Impel all this time. Currently, all the work in the prison is very good, and there are no accidents. I believe I can do well without Commissioner Magellan. The implication of Hannibal is, can you make me the director of prisons? Hearing this, Yi Fei was stunned. You persuaded him not to commit suicide. Real or fake? I also heard that you have always wanted to be promoted. Didn't expect it to be revealed so soon. On the side, D. Carl Lily also nodded slightly. As long as you perform well, I will help you nominate at the Marine meeting. However, you will listen to me in the future. As soon as the words fell, Hannibal immediately responded excitedly. I promise to complete the task. On the side, Yi Fei had black lines all over his face. This is the start of accepting subordinates. Advertisement. The speed is too fast. Next, 5 people including Quinn were brought over directly. Only Drake remained. Originally, Hannibal was puzzled why Drake didn't come. After Yi Fei's explanation, he understood the matter. But no news from Naval Headquarters. The 6 people who were supposed to be accepted suddenly turned into 5 people. It made him a little unsure what to do. Hannibal, you just do what Admiral Yeshi says. Drake, we'll explain to Marine. You just lock them up. D. Carl Lily replied lightly. Hearing this, Hannibal heaved a sigh of relief. You know, the jurisdiction over prisoners. He is largely responsible. But since the 2 Marine admirals said so, naturally, he doesn't need to carry this pot. Later, under the guidance of Hannibal and Domino, Yi Fei and D. Carl Lily visited the prison in Impel Down. Here, there are 6 floors in total. Each floor housed the corresponding level of prisoners. Yi Fei experienced the horrors of Impel Down prison firsthand. Living here is simply a life worse than death. No wonder Shiryu of the Rain desperately wants to leave. Advertisement. Where is Doflamingo now? D. Carl Lily stopped suddenly. She remembered Yi Fei's words. In Marine, there is also a vice admiral who is Doflamingo's undercover agent. 6 floors underground. Hannibal looked puzzled. Why did Marine Admiral suddenly ask about Doflamingo who was caught some time ago? Take us to see. D. Carl Lily replied. Yi Fei smiled slightly. It seems that this woman has already listened to what he said without saying it herself. Save your time too. Soon, under the leadership of Hannibal, a group of people went directly to the 6th floor of the basement. Foo 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 foo. Just when they stepped into the 6th floor. A devilish smile came suddenly. Hey, Doflamingo, just be quiet. This time, 2 Marine admirals want to see you. Hannibal picked up the weapon, pointed at the figure in the darkness and said loudly. Soon, the lights in the prison were turned on. Under the dim yellow prison lights, a figure appeared in front of everyone. This person is the original 7 warlords of the sea, Doflamingo who was sent over some time ago. I said, no wonder the aura is so strong. Foo 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 foo. Advertisement. I don't know why the 2 Marine admirals came to see me today. Doflamingo let out another strange grin. Doflamingo. It is said that you arranged an undercover agent in Marine. I wonder if this is true. D. Carl Lily stepped forward and cut to the chase. Hearing this, Doflamingo immediately put away the smile on his face. Then, he reacted quickly. Hey, who are you listening to? Doflamingo asked while laughing. It seems that there is really such a thing. D. Carl Lily responded. Just now, she had already noticed Doflamingo's reaction at that moment. Hannibal, who was standing behind him, was also particularly shocked when he heard the news. You know, the undercover agent in Marine is a very troublesome thing. Who is this person? Hey, stop talking nonsense. I've been imprisoned here by you for so long. Where is there still time? Go to Marine to set up an undercover agent. Doflamingo replied with forced composure. He had roughly guessed in his heart that Virgo might have been exposed. But it is absolutely impossible for him to admit it before the other party has spoken his name. You know, Virgo has followed him for many years. He will never betray his own people. Chapter 308 Kaido Wrath. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Humph. D. Carl Lily snorted coldly. Marine Vice Admiral Virgo, you have arranged for many years, right? For so many years, that guy has done such a good job of keeping secrets. However, I believe that you will see him here soon. D. Carl Lily gives it all away. He believes that Yi Fei's words are absolutely not deceiving. Now there's seen Doflamingo trying to cover up. He was finally convinced that Yi Fei was not lying. At that moment, Doflamingo froze again. The other party really discovered Virgo's undercover identity. Hannibal behind him was even more shocked. Virgo is undercover. How can that be? But that's coming from Marine Admiral himself, and there's no way it could be wrong. Hey, stop joking. How is it possible? Doflamingo suddenly became emotional. Last time, Yi Fei raided de Reis Rosa and almost wiped out their entire regiment. Only Virgo was left. Now, Virgo's exposure made him completely lose his composure. Yi Fei is right. D. Carl Lily smiled smugly. She knew that Yi Fei would not lie. Is that Yi Fei guy again? Damn, that bastard. Advertisement. The veins on Doflamingo's forehead popped out. Last time, Yi Fei ruined his territory and ruined him. But this time, Yi Fei directly destroyed his last hope. He couldn't figure out why Yi Fei would kill him. At that moment, an infinite hatred suddenly rose in his heart. And Yi Fei standing aside. It looked a little awkward. In front of my own face, I was scolded by others. This feeling is very unaccustomed. Don't blame anyone else. The winner is the king, the loser is the bandit, and the loser is the loser. D. Carl Lilly said something coldly. Then, he looked at Yifei beside him. Yes, see, we should go. After D. Carl Lilly finished speaking, she turned and left. She's got what she wants to know. Hey, what are you going to do with Virgo? Behind him, Doflamingo roared again. But no one cares about him. Until Quinn and others were sent to Impel down. The beast's pirates only learned about it. In a rage, Kaido almost destroyed Onishima. Yifei, you are so hateful. How dare you send my people to Impel down? This time, 6 important subordinates were lost. Advertisement. Not only hurt the vitality of the entire pirate group, but also lost Kaido's face. Immediately, Kaido decided to go to Impel down himself to rescue those people. However, he was stopped by Jin of the Flame Disaster. Master Kaido, with your strength, there is no problem in rescuing them from Impel down. But I'm worried if this is what Marine and Yifei do. If you rush to save people, once Marine is prepared in advance, what should you do? Jin reminded. The implication is that Impel down must be ready. To save people at this time, even if Kaido passes by, the risk is extremely high. Since they can send people there directly. Definitely already prepared. Impel down is very close to Marineford. As long as half a day, the warship can arrive. Therefore, from Jin's point of view, it is impossible to do anything now. You mean, they may have set a trap? Kaido was a little puzzled. Jin's words made him wake up a little bit. Very likely, Master Kaido. Jin replied. But let those people be imprisoned. Then, why not let the whole world see my joke? Kaido's face was livid. In all these years, it has never been as embarrassing as it is today. All because of that Yifei guy. Not only was Devil Fruit's plan disrupted by him, but he also lost so many important subordinates. Advertisement. Master Kaido, we must not act rashly now. Jin reminded again. In his view, this matter is not simple. You mean we just do nothing? Kaido questioned. It's not his character. If you are bullied, you have to swallow your anger. Master Kaido, in my opinion, this is the revenge of the Whitebeard pirates against us. It is estimated that we have also been targeted by Whitebeard and Yifei. At this time, shooting them is not good for us. From Jin's point of view, this matter was definitely planned. Although he doesn't know exactly what it is. But his intuition told him that this matter must not be that simple. Therefore, at this time, you should be patient. The last summit war allowed him to see that Yifei has similar abilities to Kaido. Moreover, Quinn and Jack can be easily defeated. Maybe, his strength is not weaker than Kaido. At this time, de Rees Rosa sent troops, and there was no certainty of victory. What do you think we should do now? For a while, Kaido also lost his mind. Yifei sent Quinn and the others to Marine, probably to stir up conflict between us and Marine. If we really do that, maybe we will be fooled by Yifei. Besides, Yifei is now 7 warlords of the sea, and it is absolutely impossible for Marine to attack him now. We now have a strong enemy like Yifei, and we can only maintain a confrontation with Marine. It is imperative that we work with Charlotte Linlin as soon as possible. Chapter 309 Blame on the World Government. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Jin gave his guess and the next plan. Linlin has agreed to work with me. However, the premise is that I hand over Geisa Current to him. Kaido said coldly. Previously, he had been in contact with Charlotte Linlin. The other party agreed to cooperate with him. But Charlotte Linlin for her Titan experiment. Always and Kaido wants scientist Geisa Current. Kaido also gave an explanation for this, but Charlotte Linlin still thinks that Kaido's sincerity is not enough. The matter of cooperation has been delayed. Where did Gai Sakurong go? Jin also looked puzzled about this. Who knows? After Doflamingo was caught, he disappeared. Kaido shook his head, his most important Devil Fruit project was suspended because of this. All these things seem to be developing in his unfavorable direction. Master Kaido, let's find Gai Sakurong as soon as possible. As long as Charlotte Linlin can contain Marine. We can free up our hands to deal with Yifei, but not yet. Jin replied. What he meant was despite the changes. Advertisement. Order all warships to stand ready. As soon as the time comes, we'll level de Rees Rosa. Kaido immediately regained his sanity. For Yifei this time he lost a lot. He has already remembered this grudge. As long as he finds an opportunity, he will deal with Yifei at all costs. Master Kaido is wise. Jin complimented. However, he had just finished speaking. Kaido spoke suddenly. You want me to swallow this breath, how is it possible? Since you said it's inappropriate to shoot Yifei, you can't shoot Marine either. Then, for this tone, I have to find the world government. What kind of character is he Kaido? When did you suffer such a loss? The culprit in the matter of Quinn and the others is Yifei. Since you can't deal with him now, well, let's take this breath out on the world government. Who got them to approve Marine to receive Quinn at all? Quote. Jin was completely stunned. He didn't expect that, after talking for a long time, Kaido would actually attack the world government. After reacting, Jin immediately stepped forward. Master Kaido, do you want to attack the world government? Kaido nodded immediately. That's right, we have to find someone to settle this account. Advertisement. The old guys from the world government only know to hide in the holy place Mariajoy. Protect those so-called nobles of the world. If Yifei is the main offender, then the world government is the accessory. I have to give them some color. Kaido's words made Jin flustered. This is the first time he heard that the pirates directly attacked the world government. Master Kaido, there is a marine admiral guarding him somewhere. We attack Mariajoy, but it's more troublesome than Yifei and Marine. Jin is very clear. The world government is Marine's immediate boss. Rather offend the Marine than the world government. I didn't expect Kaido to do this. Then, what I just said for a long time was all nonsense. Ooh, Kaido suddenly laughed. I'm just going to Mariajoy personally to teach those 5 old men a lesson. I didn't intend to directly attack any place. Of course, he is very clear. It is basically impossible to capture the holy land of Mariajoy by yourself. But for my own sake, he decided to go to the holy land of Mariajoy himself to give the world government a little color. This shows that he is not so easy to bully. Jinmoto wanted to continue to dissuade. However, Kaido has made up his mind and cannot allow him to continue talking. A few days later, when Yifei and his group returned to Marineford again. Advertisement. D. Carl Lilly reported Doflamingo's confession to Marine immediately. Akainu was annoyed when he learned of this, although he couldn't believe it. But both Marine admirals said it was true. Virgo was indeed a spy. A spy came out of Marine. Akainu absolutely cannot stand it. In his eyes, there is no room for such sand. Being a Marine must maintain absolute justice. The spies in the Marine must be cleaned up. Of course, Akainu is not a very reckless person. Virgo is a Marine vice admiral with strong strength. Even New World's flying squirrel might not necessarily be his opponent. Sending someone directly to catch it may not be able to catch it, and it will also scare the snake. But for that role, Akainu has a solution. Immediately, in the name of Naval Headquarters, Akainu issued a summons order to Vigo, summoning him to come to Naval Headquarters immediately. Virgo, who just sneaked back to the Marineg 5 branch base from Derice Rosa, immediately received the summons, returned to Naval Headquarters immediately without any hesitation. Virgo, who had just arrived at Naval Headquarters, was still on his feet. Akainu immediately ordered his arrest. The moment he was caught, Virgo knew that his identity had been exposed. However, it was too late. At this time, he couldn't escape even if he wanted to. Soon, he was sent to Impel down, next door to Doflamingo. Dealing with Virgo, Yifei finally pulled out Doflamingo's last trump card. Chapter 310, Meeting the Blind Swordsman again. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. The Don Quixote family disappeared into the world of pirates. Derice Rosa, from then on, has nothing to do with Doflamingo. Derice Rosa, which Doflamingo has worked hard for 8 years, has completely handed over to Yifei. Yifei was very satisfied with this. However, when he learned of another thing, Yifei was even more excited. That is, the blind swordsman Yishao has left Marineford. Although Marine's top management tried their best to persuade him to stay, the blind swordsman insisted on leaving. In this regard, Sengoku Garp and others are very sorry. It would be a heavy loss for Marine to leave such a strong person. However, Yifei was very happy. The blind swordsman left Marineford, explaining that his plan had begun to work. A few days later, he received news that the blind swordsman had appeared in Derice Rosa. He used the Yesi account and was playing at the casino in Derice Rosa. At this time, the pirate Yifei just returned to Derice Rosa. Learned that the blind swordsman is gambling in his own casino. Yifei had a hunch that it was an excellent time to recruit blind swordsmen. To show his sincerity, the pirate Yifei in Derice Rosa came to the casino where the blind swordsman was alone without any men. Today, the blind swordsman's luck is particularly good. In front of him, the winning chips were like a hill. Well, my luck looks good today. The blind swordsman showed a smug smile. Compared with the original Derice Rosa, it is much more disciplined now. This may have something to do with Yifei's management. As a gambler, the blind swordsman is very satisfied with this casino. Advertisement. The rising blind swordsman who was playing didn't know that someone had been watching him for a long time. Uncle Yishao, I never expected to see you here again. After watching for a while, Yifei stepped forward with a smile on his face. The blind swordsman turned his head and was slightly taken aback. Soon, he remembered that this was the Yifei he met in Derice Rosa last time. So it's brother Yifei, it's an honor to meet you. The blind swordsman said with a smile. Even facing a character like Yifei, he didn't feel nervous at all. On the contrary, it was a bit of a surprise. It was only half a day since I came to Derice Rosa, and I was found by this kid. It seems that Uncle Yishao has won a lot. Yifei laughed. Although he won his own money, Yifei was very happy. Compared with money, he is more important now. Oh, good luck today. No one cheats on me. Captain Yifei, you are doing well here. The blind swordsman laughed again. As a gambler, he naturally likes such a place. Uncle smile, I'm not Doflamingo. If you like it, you can always play here. Yi Fei laughed. I am not afraid that he will win money, but I am afraid that he will leave. Brother Yi Fei, if this is the case, maybe I can win the entire casino today. Advertisement. The blind swordsman was full of confidence. If Uncle Yi Xiao is willing, I can give you this casino right now. Yi Fei replied. This is what is in my heart. However, he said it in a joke. Won't that make you feel bad? While I like to gamble, I'm not made for it. The blind swordsman joked. He felt that the purpose of Yi Fei's coming this time seemed not so simple. It looks like a joke, but it has other meanings. Although he likes to gamble, let him take over the entire casino. He can't do it. The so-called no reward for no merit. He doesn't like people giving him things like this. The reason why he accepts Admiral Yexi's account is only because he doesn't need it, it's a pity to waste it, and he just needs it too. Yi Fei could tell that the blind swordsman was tactfully rejecting him. Of course, he is not one to give up easily. Then he laughed. Uncle Yi Xiao, I wonder if I can treat you to soba noodles. A new soba restaurant opened here. I've been there a few times and it tastes good. Hearing this, the blind swordsman could tell that there was something in his words. Today, using Yi Zai's account, he won a lot of money. He is still so polite. Advertisement. Immediately, the blind swordsman felt a little embarrassed. I won a lot of money from you today, why don't I invite you? Hearing this, Yi Fei smiled and nodded. All right. Immediately, Yi Fei asked the casino to exchange the chips won by the blind swordsman to him. Then, the two went out together. Came to a soba noodle shop. For this store, Yi Fei also bought it in advance. Ever since I learned that the blind swordsman might come here. Therefore, Yi Fei bought the store in advance. The purpose is to give it to the blind swordsman. The purpose of exhausting everything is to win him over. Well, the taste here is really good. Not long after entering the store, the blind swordsman ate 2 bowls of soba noodles in a row. That was something he had missed for a long time. YF2F. When Marineford entered the world draft, there was no such thing. Seeing that the blind swordsman had almost enough to eat, Yi Fei decided to get down to business. Uncle Yi Xiao, going to Marineford to participate in the world conscription is going well this time. Hearing this, the blind swordsman shook his head. It's not going well, even a little disappointed. Mentioning Marineford made him very depressed. Earlier, in front of Yi Fei, he revealed his intention to participate in the global conscription. However, in this competition, I didn't even get a Marine Vice Admiral. This hit him hard. Chapter 311 Join the Whitebeard Pirates. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Disappointment. How is this possible? I have also watched the World Recruiting Competition. Your results are very good, and you even made it to the finals. Why are you disappointed? Yi Fei asked in surprise, deliberately ignoring everything that happened to the blind swordsman. However, Yi Fei's question was embarrassing for the blind swordsman. Getting to the final is good. But in the end it was still defeated. Moreover, it is also looked down upon. But for Yi Fei, the blind swordsman didn't intend to hide it, he had already left Marine anyway, so it doesn't matter anymore. Afterwards, the blind swordsman explained to Yi Fei one by one about his conscription in the world. So Marine Vice Admiral didn't even give it. It's so bullying. With the strength of the uncle, at least he can be called Marine Admiral. Suppressing talents, is this what Marine does? Yi Fei was extremely angry. Of course, that is necessary. The blind swordsman smiled indifferently. Maybe it's because I have no fate with Marine. After speaking, he sighed deeply. If you don't leave Marine, you will be popular. But without Marine, he seems to have lost his purpose. Life is impermanent and unpredictable. I don't know where Uncle Yi Xiao plans to go next. Seeing that he was a little unhappy, Yi Fei felt that the time had come. Advertisement. Maybe I prefer to wander. The blind swordsman laughed. Ever since Marine left, he suddenly felt disoriented. As for myself, I don't know which stop I should go to. That's why I came to Derice Rosa to relax on Yi Zai's suggestion, and then make plans. Uncle Yi Xiao, I wonder if my little Derice Rosa can let you stay. Yi Fei asked suddenly. The implication is to let him join the Whitebeard Pirates. This is exactly his purpose, but he didn't make it clear. The blind swordsman was slightly taken aback. He understood very well what Yi Fei meant when he said this. Since Yi Fei appeared in front of him today, he already had a premonition that Yi Fei would pull him into the group again. Now it seems that this is indeed the case. However, he just left Marine and joined pirates right away. Wouldn't that be contrary to your own wishes? For a moment, the blind swordsman, who has always been mature and prudent, suddenly didn't know what to do. You mean to let me join the Whitebeard Pirates? The blind swordsman's face was full of doubts. That's right, we are the Whitebeard Pirates, here we are like family. There is no distinction between superiors and subordinates. Yi Fei nodded. Since he took the initiative to clarify, of course he had to confirm. Then he looked at the blind swordsman expectantly, waiting for his answer. As long as the blind swordsman can be successfully recruited, the Derice Rosa White Regiment will gain a powerful combat force. I'm just a loser abandoned by Marine. He Lao Captain Yi Fei personally invited. Advertisement. The blind swordsman was a little moved. In Marineford, he experienced despair and the helplessness of being suppressed. And now, the pirate with the highest bounty in the world actually invited him personally. Compared with Marine's extremely embarrassing situation, the blind swordsman felt that he was respected by others. Moreover, it is still a character like Yi Fei. It's just that the word, pirate, still makes him a little uncomfortable. Uncle Yishao, I never felt that you lost. You're just too polite to your opponent. I saw that game too. If it were anyone else, the young boy might have been killed long ago. I believe you have always been a very righteous person, and we, the Whitebeard pirates, need such an upright person. Yi Fei replied. The match between the blind swordsman and D. Carl Cannon. Yi Fei saw it clearly, and he watched it on the spot. On the field of defeating opponents at all costs, the blind swordsman can be merciful, which shows that he is very reliable. Brother Yi Fei, I didn't expect you to see that match. Perhaps that's why. The blind swordsman sighed. Seeing him sighing, Yi Fei seemed to understand something. The blind swordsman may really want to stay in Marine. However, in the face of D. Carl Lily's suppression, he probably didn't want to stir up conflict in Marine. Moreover, from his words, he realized that the blind swordsman seemed to reject the pirate. Since Marine doesn't want to keep people like you, why don't you join our Whitebeard pirates? Advertisement. Compared to Marine, we have absolute freedom here. Join our Whitebeard pirates, Uncle Smile, you can do whatever you want. The most important point is that although we are pirates, we have never done anything that is sorry for cheating and abducting. Yi Fei replied. Since the occupation of de Rosa, there has been no crime against the residents of the city. Compared with other pirates, at least at this point, he has won a lot of hearts. Moreover, Yi Fei's approach is also in line with the character of Whitebeard Edward Newgate. Therefore, he is also very relieved of Yi Fei. Hee, brother Yi Fei, you are doing really well. I've heard a lot about you along the way. Residents of de Rosa, thank you very much. Including the king here, I have great respect for you. The blind swordsman suddenly laughed. According to his understanding, King Riku hates pirates very much. But Yi Fei can handle this matter very well. This also shows Yi Fei's strength and responsibility. Besides, what Yi Fei said is all true. He also saw and felt the love of Yi Fei from the people of de Rosa. And the purpose of coming to de Rosa this time is precisely because it is very peaceful here. Otherwise, he would never come. In addition, he vaguely wanted to find a home. I have been wandering all over the world for decades, and I can't continue wandering forever, there must be a place to stay. Since Marine looks down on us, then choose the Whitebeard pirates. So, I hope to invite you, Uncle Yishao. I can guarantee that the Whitebeard pirates will never rob the common people. Seeing that the blind swordsman was loose, Yi Fei decided to strike while the iron was hot. Chapter 312. The original work Admiral joins, and the strength of the white group increases greatly. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. What do you want me to do with the Whitebeard pirates? Fighting and killing things are not suitable for me. The blind swordsman was moved by Yi Fei's words. Although he intends to join the Baituan, he doesn't accept all the conditions. What the blind swordsman said made Yi Fei a little excited. You know, being able to say such a thing basically means that you have agreed to join the group. Those things, you don't need to do them. You just need to be in de Rosa and help us protect de Rosa. Whatever you want to do, we will support you. We won't force you to do anything you don't want to do. Here, you have absolute freedom. In order to show his sincerity, Yi Fei confessed all the thoughts in his heart. Of course, everything is for him to join the gang without any pressure. As long as it can be successful, let the blind swordsman and Ace jointly guard de Rosa. Even if Kaido came over in person, there is probably nothing to worry about. In fact, it's not that Yi Fei is worried about Ace. But the blind swordsman is more mature and rational. With the help of such a person, Yi Fei is very relieved. In addition, Yi Fei has been looking forward to going out to sea more often. De Rosa was his first turf. He doesn't want to fall easily. Therefore, it should be the most secure to have an admiral-level person to help him guard here. Advertisement. And I can completely let go and do other things. In that case, I agree to join you. But you have to remember the promise between us. The blind swordsman finally nodded. Please rest assured, Uncle Blind Swordsman, I will do what I say. Yi Fei's heart finally let go. After the two of them finished eating the soba noodles, the blind swordsman summoned his assistant and was about to pay the bill. Boss, this store is yours, you don't need to pay the bill. The guy replied respectfully. The blind swordsman looked confused. What's the situation? Then turned to Yi Fei. Knowing that Yi Fei bought this noodle shop in advance for him, the purpose is to wait for him. There are people like this in the world. What if he can't wait for himself? Is he a little too silly? At that moment, he finally felt Yi Fei's heart. The blind swordsman successfully joined the Whitebeard pirates. Let Yi Fei get a powerful combat force. You know, in the original book, the blind swordsman is Marine Admiral Fujitora. To become a member of the Whitebeard pirates, Yi Fei got a big deal this time. However, in the final analysis, Yi Fei would like to thank D. Carl Lily for being able to recruit the blind swordsman as scheduled this time. Without her pressure, Fujitora would never have left Marine. As for myself, I am just lucky. According to the plot of the original book, the blind swordsman may have already become Marine Admiral. Advertisement. So, on top of that, D. Carl Lilly was a big help. At the same time, Fire Fist Ace also learned the news that the blind swordsman had joined. It was also a Nai who couldn't help her excitement, and immediately found Yi Fei. Hey, Yi Fei, that blind man is super strong. Really joined us. If that's the case, the strength of our Baituan will be greatly strengthened. Ace has been watching the previous world conscription competition. The strength of the blind swordsman was a bit beyond his expectation. You know, if his meteorite hadn't been stopped, Marineford might not exist anymore. At this point, even Ace himself can't do it. What made him even more unexpected was that there were only a few days of conscription in the world. The blind swordsman who entered the final suddenly joined the Whitebeard pirates. This is what Yi Fei does. Who can be recruited? Yi Fei, what else can you not do? Yes, now, we can let go and have a big fight. Likewise, Yi Fei was also very excited. Recruiting an admiral-level combat force naturally had to celebrate again. Hey, Yi Fei, what should we do next? Ace asked immediately. Hearing Yi Fei talk about a big fight, Ace was even more excited. So long in Res Rosa. Finally, come back to life. Today, the blind swordsman uncle was recruited. It is the greatest blessing of our Baituan, now let's celebrate. Advertisement. As for what's next, I'll tell you soon. Yi Fei smiled mysteriously. For the next step, he has already made a plan. Quote. Ace looked displeased. You guys are always mysterious. However, this guy always has his own ideas. Even those who participated in the world conscription can handle it. For the next, Ace has great expectations. This time, with the 6 quins, they got a lot of money from Marine. Plus de Res Rosa's original income. Now, the Baituan has sufficient funds. In the afternoon of the same day, except for the guards, the remaining members of the Baituan were all concentrated in the Baituan Battalion headquarters. The purpose of this carnival is to celebrate the blind swordsman. Therefore, the blind swordsman was treated with the highest courtesy by Yi Fei. And the whole de Res Rosa ushered in carnival again. Carnival, from afternoon to late night. Wait until everyone falls asleep. Yi Fei was still sober. Taking advantage of the joy of recruiting blind swordsmen and the excitement of alcohol, Yi Fei came directly to the port of de Res Rosa by manipulating the ability of string fruit. Under the clear night sky, looking at the endless sea. After a while of emotion, Yi Fei opened his own system panel. Among the categories of the system, Yi Fei found a 4th category, the nautical category. Nautical categories include warships, pirate ships, navigators, compasses, and world maps. Chapter 313 The White Regiment Needs Warships. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Currently, Yi Fei has 2 forces in de Res Rosa. First, the nearly 5,000 members of the Whitebeard left behind by Papa Whitebeard, and second, the 4,000 crew members recruited by Fire Fist Ace. A total of 9,000 troops. Currently, there are only a dozen or so pirate ships under Yi Fei's banner. The largest of these ships is Doflamingo's Flamingo. That was picked up after defeating Doflamingo. That ship was indeed very large. Yi Fei didn't like that pirate ship very much, because that ship would give Yi Fei a strong hint of Doflamingo. Also, anyone who saw that ship would think it was Doflamingo coming. That's why Yi Fei didn't like it. Also, Yi Fei didn't like the shape of the boat too much. Except for the Flamingo, the remaining pirate ships are all small and medium-sized ships, and the largest one can only accommodate a few hundred people at most. At first, Dad wanted to build another ship like the Moby Dick. However, due to financial constraints, no construction has been started. Several big boats, Yi Fei also let the old man take away directly. The current ships are indeed not enough for Yi Fei with 9,000 people. Now, what Yi Fei needs most is a big boat. A ship bigger than the Moby Dick. Opens the nautical system panel. There are various ships in it. There are several categories inside. Advertisement. The price ranges from a few thousand experience points to hundreds of thousands of experience points. The first category. Balsa wood boats. Experience value. Above 5,000, below 10,000. Power source. Sail, artificial. Ship material. Wood weak resistance, suitable for offshore sailing. Fort. None. Vessel length. 6 to 10 meters. Yi Fei glanced at it, then shook his head. Not even a cannon. Play AP. It is also impossible to sail in the open sea. It is estimated that when there is a storm, the ship will fall apart. You don't even need to look at it. The second category. Thickened wooden boats. Experience value. Above 10,000, below 30,000. Power source. Sail, artificial. Ship material. Thickened wood can withstand certain wind and waves, and can sail in the ocean. Fort. Yes. Cannons. 6 to 12. Shell. Round iron. Accuracy. Average. Vessel length. 15 to 30 meters. Clicking on one of them, Yi Fei quickly saw the type of ship. The thickened wooden boat. Yi Fei looked at the boat with 30,000 experience points. The boat looks nice, but it's still a bit small. There are 6 cannons on the left and right, which look very old-fashioned. Advertisement. Pass directly. The third category. Iron ships. Experience value. Above 30,000, below 100,000. Power source. Steam, sail. Ship material. Iron can withstand strong wind and waves. Fort. Yes. Cannons. 20 to 60. Shell. Round iron. Accuracy. High. Vessel length. 40 to 100 meters. The third category is indeed much better than the first 2 categories. Regardless of the power source or the turret, as well as the length of the ship, it has great advantages. However, Yi Fei was a little worried. Iron boats are easy to rust. Sailing on the sea, iron warships, it won't take long. To redeem, you need something better. Immediately afterwards, Yi Fei opened the fourth category, alloy boats. Experience value. More than 100,000. Power source. Steam, electricity, cola. Ship material. Alloy warship can withstand 10-level huge waves, and has strong anti-rust ability. Fort. Yes. Cannons. 50 to 100. Shell. Bullet type, fixed shell. Shell range. More than 5 kilometers. Accuracy. Very high. Advertisement. Vessel length. 120 to 320 meters. When seeing the fourth category, Yi Fei's heart skipped a beat. In the world of pirates, almost all ships are almost wooden ships. Even marine warships are mostly made of wood. There are very few iron warships. Alloy ships are even rarer. Polar diving should be of that type. However, that ship was too small to be used in combat at all. However, in Yi Fei's system, there is a brand new alloy warship. Alloy warships are not only extremely capable of resisting wind and waves. Moreover, it is not afraid of fire or water. Even if it is hit by ordinary shells, it is not so easy to be sunk. What excites Yi Fei the most is the shells used by the ships turned out to be fixed shells. In the world of pirates, whether it is a gun or a cannon, gunpowder and shells are separated. The speed of shooting is slower, and the range is shorter. The shells are not strong enough to shoot out, and the accuracy is also very poor. The fixed loading ammunition is the combination of gunpowder and projectile. This means that both the initial velocity of the shell, the range, and the accuracy will be greatly improved. Click on the fourth category. Yi Fei quickly found many warships. Summer Sunshine. 120,000 experience points required. Length. 180 meters. Width. 45 meters. Immortal God of War. 180,000 experience points required. Length. 220 meters. Width. 55 meters. Titanic. Required experience value 190,000. Length. 230 meters. Width. 58 meters. White Pearl. 250,000 experience points required. Length. 320 meters. Width. 80 meters. Chapter 314 The White Pearl. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Among them, the most expensive one is named White Pearl. The length is as high as 320 meters, which is the length of an aircraft carrier. I looked at the system panel and removed the ice fruit I bought last time. Now exactly 260,000 experience points. It could have been exchanged for 2 Summer Sunshine. But the parameters of the White Pearl are more suitable. Moreover, Yi Fei prefers the name White Pearl, which is more suitable for Baituan. If you want to buy, of course buy the best. Immediately, Yi Fei chose to exchange. 260,000 experience points, but Yi Fei saved a lot of time. Yi Fei was heartbroken after spending all the money in one go. But for his love boat, Yi Fei decided to spend it all. Ding. Open black lens bracket host exchanged for White Pearl. Successfully close black lens bracket. With the sound of the system falls, the originally calm sea suddenly became rough. On the bottom of the sea, it seems that there is a huge thing, which is slowly rising with the sea water. The waves receded, and soon, a large white boat appeared in front of Yi Fei. Under the bright moonlight, it shone like a white pearl. So, that's what White Pearl means. Advertisement. Yi Fei couldn't help but feel excited. Ding. Open black lens bracket White Pearl exchange completed close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket The system integrates the ship data into the host brain close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Fusion close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Fusion Success close black lens bracket. The system integrates the way of manipulating the ship into the host brain. Open black lens bracket Fusion close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Fusion Success close black lens bracket. Countless messages flashed across Yi Fei's mind. Soon, all the information about the White Pearl and its maneuvering methods were quickly recorded by Yi Fei. The length of the ship is 320 meters, the width is 80 meters, and the height is 50 meters. A ship this big could almost hold 2 San Juan Bad Wolves. According to the parameters of the ship, it can hold almost 3,000 people. You know, the current crew of de Reis Rosa is only 9,000 people. This ship can hold a third of it. Thinking of this, Yi Fei smiled slightly. The crew of de Reis Rosa may have become history without a ship. And I will have a better warship than my father. The next day, when Ace saw the White Pearl, was completely shocked. He had never seen such a ship. Hey, Yi Fei, how did you get it? Ace couldn't believe it. Advertisement. Seeing the boat in front of him, Ace thought he was dreaming. What do you think of this, which was obtained at great expense elsewhere? Yi Fei laughed. Hey, you bastard, where did you get it from? Although I don't know much, I have never seen any shipyard make such a ship. Ace looked disbelieving. After all, he has worked hard in the pirate world for many years, and even he has never seen this new type of warship. Secret. Yi Fei smiled mysteriously. Of course, he already knew that Ace would act in terror when he saw the boat. Moreover, he will definitely ask about it. However, Yi Fei didn't intend to tell him. Can't we talk between you and my brother? Ace looked at Yi Fei with resentment. Hey, you guy, always come up with some tricks. It always confuses us. It's because of my brother that I can't tell you. Yi Fei looked calm. About the system and the like, I wanted to talk to him but couldn't. It also saves wasting that time, Ace still can't understand. Quote. Ace was speechless. Advertisement. However, look at Yi Fei's appearance. He seems serious. Think about it before. After hesitating for a while, Ace decided not to ask any more. He knew Yi Fei's character, he didn't want to say it, even if the father came, he couldn't ask. He had asked many times before, but Yi Fei would get angry or ignore him every time. Therefore, Ace does not want to continue. Soon, Ace's question was overshadowed by the excitement of the White Pearl. Immediately, he looked at the White Pearl on the sea again. Then directly activate the fire ability and fly towards the ship. Yi Fei also boarded the boat. A ship without sails. Hey, Yi Fei, what's the matter with this gun barrel? It's so long. Also, are these cannonballs? How is it different from the one on Dad's boat? Also, this boat is completely made of iron. I thought it was white. It turned out to be paint. Damn it, there's actually a huge swimming pool on board. A super large wine cabinet. Can this hold tens of thousands of barrels? How big is this ship? Why hasn't it finished after walking for half a day? Also, how many floors does this ship have? So high. As he walked, Ace sent out a series of questions in succession. This is the most special boat he has ever seen. Along the way, Yi Fei took the trouble to explain Ace's questions. Compared with the Moby Dick, the White Pearl has a strong advantage. Chapter 315 Cannon Test, the cost of the White Pearl. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. As a pirate ship. First, the White Pearl abandoned sails as a power source for sailing, but used steam, electricity, and cola as power sources. Second, in terms of offense, at the bow and stern of the ship, there are 2 main guns of more than 10 meters long, and 6 secondary guns of 5 meters long. There are 45th gauge artillery, all of which use fixed ammunition, which can strike ships at close range without dead ends. Third, in terms of defense, the White Pearl has an extremely thick metal deck. Even if it is hit by artillery, it will not explode like a wooden ship. Fourth, in terms of the hull, this ship is 50 meters high. Not only does it have a huge cabin, it can store shells, food, water, and above the cabin, there are 5 floors and hundreds of rooms for the crew to rest. A place to eat, entertain, and even spend months at sea without worrying about resupply. Yi Fei explained one by one, and Ace was fascinated. The facilities on board are indeed too rich. Soon, Yi Fei brought him to the cannon. See the shells in front of you. Ace remembered Yi Fei's words. Fixed shells. All the cannonballs he had seen were iron balls, and he had never seen one of this shape. Yi Fei, is this the cannonball you are talking about? Fixed loading. Ace pointed to a cannonball in front of him that was more than 2 meters long and 1 meter in diameter. Yes. Yi Fei smiled and nodded. This shell is the shell used by the main gun of the White Pearl. After hearing Yi Fei's explanation, Ace looked confused. Are these cannonballs really that powerful? Then try it. Immediately, Ace immediately asked for a test shot. No problem. Yi Fei smiled. At present, this ship can only be operated by oneself. Advertisement. Then, the shells are loaded directly into the cannon. Manipulate the posture lever, turn the gun head, and reach the sea surface in the distance. The whole set of movements is smooth and flowing. Even Ace on the side was stunned. Damn, it turns out that you are hiding something deep. This ship was played so slippery by you. The preparations have just been done. Yi Fei turned to Ace beside him. Ace, go up and see, how far can this shot go? It is good. Ace jumped on top of the White Pearl. The huge gun barrel shifted with Yi Fei's manipulation. Ace looked in the direction indicated by the barrel. Just then, Yi Fei pressed the button. Bump. The blast from the shells nearly blows Ace overboard. Fortunately, he grasped it firmly enough. The shells fired at such a high speed that even he couldn't see clearly. After a while, in the distance, there was another loud noise. Ace standing on the bow can clearly see the huge waves rising in the distance. Ace couldn't help his excitement and immediately jumped off the boat. Yi Fei, I have never seen such power. It's too fast, I didn't even see it clearly. Simply too powerful. Just now, I estimate that it was more than 10 nautical miles away. Advertisement. Ace supported Yi Fei and shouted excitedly. That's right, Even Marine's warship cannons are no match for us. Yi Fei nodded. Marine's cannon is a round iron bullet. The initial velocity of the launch was very low, and it fell in a parabola before it got close to the opponent. Therefore, the accuracy is incomparable to that of a fixed gun. Hey, Yi Fei, why don't we use this ship to fight Marines? Ace chuckled. With this big guy in front of me. He couldn't wait to confront Marine. To repay the shame of last time. Yi Fei had a black line on his face. We just got a warship, and we messed around. Don't forget, it's not suitable for Marine to do it yet. Faced with Yi Fei's reminder, Ace smiled awkwardly. I'm not joking. With such a weapon, even in the face of a Marine warship, there is no need to run away, just face the hard steel directly. Right now, we have to keep a low profile. Yi Fei laughed. Of course, he knew that the news could not be concealed. But so what? Yi Fei, how much does this ship cost? If the price is right, we might be able to build a few more. Ace doesn't have too many ships like this. For this question of Ace, Yi Fei didn't know either. After all, he got it through exchange. Advertisement. Then he looked at Ace. How much did the Moby Dick cost? Ace thought for a while. I guess it's more than 2 billion berry. Yi Fei nodded. This ship needs at least 5 times the number. This is just the cost of the ship, not counting other things. Forehead. Ace looked confused. 5 times more fake than Moby Dick. Wouldn't that cost tens of billions of berry? This ship is actually so expensive. This does not include maintenance and other costs. Originally, he wanted to build 2 more ships. Now it seems that this kind of warship is really too expensive. This ship is really expensive. With our current financial resources, although it can be recreated. But the cost could be significant. However, we can build some smaller ones according to the style of this ship. But need to find someone like that. Yi Fei laughed. According to the parameters provided by the system, the cost of a shell for the main battery of the White Pearl is 5 million berry. In other words, the one shot by Yi Fei just now cost 5 million berry. If you fight like this, 20 rounds will get you 100 million berry. Therefore, wars are very costly. At present, with the funds controlled by Yi Fei, it is not a big problem to manufacture a few more ships. However, money will be consumed quickly. Moreover, the most important problem now is the lack of shipbuilders. Immediately, Ace agreed with Yi Fei's opinion. Chapter 316 Migrating Naval Headquarters. Want to mess with him? Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Yi Fei, that's a good idea. However, Yi Fei, only you can control this ship now. I think we have to spend a lot of time to let everyone learn. Hearing this, Yi Fei smiled slightly. For this matter, he has already made preparations. The ship is a steam-electric powered ship and doesn't have much modern high technology. In the world of pirates, there are many crew members who can also drive. Just a reminder and they will learn. In addition, the method of using the cannon is also extremely simple. Therefore, Yi Fei believes that it can be mastered in a month at most. You know, in the world of pirates, driving a ship is their housekeeping skill. Ace, you gather some skilled shipwrights. In the past few days, I will teach in person and send the operation manual to everyone. I believe it won't take long. Yi Fei is full of confidence. No problem, just leave this kind of trivial matter to me. Ace promised. He's the best at finding people. Soon, under Ace's call, thousands of shipwrights were recruited. Yi Fei started the intensive teaching work. Advertisement. Meanwhile, Marineford had no word of Kaido's sneak attack on Impel Down. Previously, Naval Headquarters had been worried that Kaido would make an Impel Down due to the Quinn Jack incident. To this end, they also made a lot of preparations. However, according to the latest information Naval Headquarters has on Kaido, he hasn't made any moves. But Akainu still dare not relax. Closely monitor Kaido's dynamics. If you find that Kaido has news about Impel Down, you must report it as soon as possible. Marineford is only half a day away from Impel Down. Even if Kaido strikes, they can respond quickly. After setting up the current task, Akainu decided to proceed with the next plan. That's Naval Headquarters moving to New World. Akainu is very clear. I was able to become the Marine Marshal because of the support of the 5 old men from the world government. However, with those 5 old men around, I felt like a puppet. This made him very uncomfortable. To avoid the 5 elders. Akainu's first thought when he became the Marine Marshal was to relocate the Naval Headquarters. That way, the 5 elders can be avoided. And, move Naval Headquarters to New World, the most important point. He can concentrate on dealing with the great pirates of the New World to carry out his absolute justice. Soon, Akainu again called the Naval Headquarters high-level meeting. This is the most important meeting since World Conscription. Advertisement. The importance even exceeds the World Conscription. In this meeting, there are not only 3 admirals, Green Bull, Yexi, Night Goose, D. Carl Lily, Kizaru, Pelusalino, and Sengoku, Garp, he and other senior Marine executives. In addition, Akainu also summoned all the Marine Vice Admirals in the headquarters, including the newly appointed Marine Vice Admiral who was Nameless. This time the World Conscription, let the whole world see the strength of Marine. We have not only effectively deterred the pirates, The world government is also very satisfied with the result of this conscription. Everyone here has worked hard. Akainu bowed deeply. Not a pleasant place in the middle though. But it's all over. This world conscription has recruited 2 powerful marine admirals. Although Akainu still has some doubts that have not been resolved, he is generally satisfied. Moreover, the world government also expressed its approval for this world conscription. This is the first big thing that Akainu did as the Marine Marshal, and it was successfully completed. Akainu's words quickly won the approval of everyone present. Yi Fei nodded slightly, but he was thinking in his heart that the biggest winner in this world conscription should be himself. Not only got the legendary Admiral, Fujitora. Moreover, he successfully mixed himself into Marine. If Akainu knew about this, he would be so angry that he would vomit blood. Akainu doesn't know anything about it, though. For him, the next thing is his purpose. Wait until the venue quiets down. Advertisement. Akainu finally spoke his mind. Before the world was drafted, I said one thing. That is to move naval headquarters to the New World 1 branch. Now that the world's conscription has ended, I think it's time to start the capital relocation plan. As soon as Akainu finished speaking, there was a moment of silence in the venue. The decision to move the capital was no small matter. They didn't dare to speak at all until they got definite results. At the same time, Yi Fei's heart trembled. This guy Akainu is really about to start moving the capital. In the original book, after Akainu became the Marine Marshal, he quickly moved the naval headquarters to the New World 1 branch. And now, Akainu's actions are already following the plot of the original book. Of course, for the plan to move the capital. As an audience, Yi Fei thinks there is nothing wrong with it. But at this moment, his identity is a pirate. Akainu once moved naval headquarters to New World. In this way, Marine's influence in New World will be stronger than ever. This is extremely unfavorable for Yi Fei, who is eagerly seeking development. One's own actions may be restricted by Marine everywhere. Of course, this is not what Yi Fei wants to see. In New World, my mission is not complete, you can't go there now. Suddenly, Yi Fei's mind spun rapidly. I hope I can find a chance to mess this up. Chapter 317 What should Mariajoy do in the Holy Land? Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. At the venue, no one said a word. After a while of silence, Akainu finally spoke again. This plan is extremely important, I don't know what you want to say. Akainu mentioned this matter before the world conscription. At that time, Sengoku also expressed his attitude, but he did not object. Similarly, he thought that Sengoku would not object this time. Therefore, this time it is basically a certainty. At this moment, Yi Fei looked at Akainu. Marshal Sakazuki, I'm new here and I don't understand why naval headquarters was moved to New World. Yi Fei asked intentionally. I don't agree with you moving naval headquarters. Akainu nodded slightly, then asked, Yessi, do you know where the pirates are the most rampant? For him, Admiral Yessi is a newcomer, and it is normal for him to have doubts about this matter. New World. Yi Fei replied directly. Of course, this is an accepted fact. All over the world, plus the Grand Line's New World. Only the pirates of the New World are the most powerful. Here, not only the 4 emperors and 7 warlords of the sea gathered across the sea, but also many extremely powerful pirates gathered here. As long as the situation in New World can be stabilized, the situation in the sea is basically stabilized. Advertisement. Akainu said with a smile. That's right, it's New World. The most important goal of naval headquarters moving to New World is to deal with pirates. Only in this way can the peace of the sea be best maintained. Set up the headquarters in the place where the most opponents and the most powerful pirates gather. Only then can we truly destroy them. Yi Fei nodded with all his thoughts. It makes sense, if it were me, I would do the same. But what about Marineford? Relocating naval headquarters will inevitably leave Mariajoy in isolation. Once the Holy Land is attacked, Marine will have difficulty coping. Yi Fei pretended to be serious. Although his purpose is to prevent naval headquarters from moving into New World. But on the grounds of the Holy Land Mariajoy. Because this reason is very difficult to get around. Perhaps, this is also the view of many high-level officials present. However, in the face of Marine Marshal Akainu, it is not easy for them to speak out directly. However, Yi Fei doesn't care. Now, just stop Marine from entering the New World, whatever it takes, try it yourself. After all, Marine is under the jurisdiction of the world government. Hearing this, Akainu looked serious. All along, what worries him the most is that people will make a fuss about Mariajoy. But now Marine Admiral Yexi suddenly revealed this matter. It can be said to hit his vital point. You know, relocation will directly lead to the isolation of Mariajoy, that is a fact. Advertisement. Mariajoy, I believe the world government will have their own plan. Our first task is to exterminate the pirates. Akainu was stunned for a moment. Only by destroying the pirates can he prove his greatness. So, taking advantage of this meeting, he finally expressed his opinion. Faced with Yi Fei's questioning, in Akainu's view, Yi Fei should just say it casually. However, this casual remark brought him a lot of trouble. It is really difficult to convince the public with the excuse that they have their own plans. At the venue, many people have already started discussing in private. Of course, moving the capital can deal with pirates very well. But it amounts to abandoning the Holy Land Mariajoy. Seeing that some people have already started discussing at the venue, Yi Fei saw that his words had already had a certain effect. Immediately, it was decided to strike while the iron was hot. Marshal Sakazuki, there is nothing wrong with our mission to exterminate pirates. Killing the pirates can make the position of the world government more stable. But if the holy place Mariajoy is attacked, then, when the time comes, the world government will charge Marine for poor defense. That way we'd be in big trouble. This is something we have to take into account. The meaning of Yi Fei is already very clear. That is, the capital cannot be moved yet. Advertisement. Everyone present heard it very clearly. However, what he said was true. If the world government cannot be protected, what is the stability of the sea? Forehead. Akainu was a little stunned. In his opinion, Yi Fei's analysis is very reasonable. But he believes that there are not many pirates in this world who dare to attack the world government directly. You know, once you attack the world government, you will face the entire marine. After thinking about it for a while, Akainu finally replied, in this world, are there any pirates who dare to attack Mariajoy? Marine is under the banner of the world government. If there is anyone who is not afraid of death, Marine will keep chasing them until they are wiped out. In this world, some people may dare to attack Marine, but absolutely no one dares to attack world government. So, we don't have to worry about the world government being attacked. For Akainu's explanation, Yi Fei understood clearly. A person who dare not even touch Marine, dare to touch his direct superior. Since no one dares to touch the world government, how will it affect the world government if the capital is moved or not? Marine is just one force in the world government, and they still have a lot of power. This rebuttal is quite powerful. Everyone nodded. In an instant, Yi Fei was stopped. Chapter 318 Argument between Marshal Marine and Admiral. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. He didn't expect that Akainu's reaction this time would be so fast. For a moment, Yi Fei was a little stunned. You know, if you can't refute Akainu this time, then, maybe the matter of moving the capital will be decided like this. Of course, that's not what he wanted to see. For this reason, he will spare no effort to sabotage secretly, and moreover, he must not let everyone notice. All of a sudden, Yi Fei thought of D. Carl Lilly, who had reached a cooperation agreement with him. In desperation, Yi Fei looked at D. Carl Lilly, who was at the side as if nothing had happened. Originally, D. Carl Lilly didn't want to participate in this matter. Because it has nothing to do with her at all. However, she soon noticed that Yi Fei looked at her differently. Immediately, D. Carl Lilly thought of the previous cooperation agreement. Admiral Yi Shi helped her, of course, she also wanted to help Yi Shi. After all, it's important to stay on the same front. If she didn't do anything today, how would Admiral Yi see her next? New World pirates, what is there to worry about? It took a lot of trouble to move the capital, it was too much trouble. Where does it take just one or two marine admirals to suppress? Just when everyone was speechless, D. Carl Lilly said suddenly. Everyone's eyes turned to D. Carl Lilly. His eyes were full of surprise. Advertisement. New World pirates, what are you worried about? You know, there are the 4 emperors of the New World, the 7 warlords of the sea and too many pirates. That's the base camp of the pirates. Even naval headquarters moved over. There is no guarantee that they will be wiped out absolutely. This woman, Marine Admiral, is so arrogant. 1 or 2 Marine Admirals can suppress the big pirates of New World, which is not simply arrogance. It's so crazy. D. Carl Lilly's words shocked everyone. However, Yi Fei finally breathed a sigh of relief. At the critical moment, she still stood up and remained consistent with herself. This alliance is really not in vain. The opposite is the case with Yi Fei. On Akainu's face, he looked very unhappy. You know, D. Carl Lilly is doing it blatantly against her will. If it is said that Admiral Yi is for the sake of the world government, D. Carl Lilly, then, can be counted as a total hoax. Hey, Carl Admiral, don't underestimate those pirates. 1 or 2 Marine Admirals, there is no way to kill them. Akainu suppressed the anger in his heart, and responded in a low voice. He wanted to get angry. But now he is the Marine Marshal. I don't want to lose face in front of this new Marine Admiral. Advertisement. Therefore, he swallowed his rebuttal. As a former Marine Admiral, he knows very well that pirates are very difficult to eliminate. Just a Whitebeard pirate group, almost all Marines are used to deal with it. One can imagine the difficulty of this matter. Therefore, he was very unhappy with D. Carl Lilly's attitude. Unexpectedly, D. Carl Lilly didn't respond at all. Marshal Sakazuki, I think you think too highly of those pirates. If it were me, I could do it by myself without much trouble. Yesi is right, relocating the headquarters will easily offend the world government. Abandoning the world government just because I want to exterminate pirates. D. Carl Lilly replied. As the new Marine Admiral, both of them need the support of the world government. Therefore, at this time, it is better to offend Akainu than to mess with the world government. In D. Carl Lilly's view, this is exactly the attitude of Admiral Yi. Otherwise, why would he oppose moving naval headquarters? Her words left everyone present dumbfounded. That's just wishful thinking on your part. If pirates were so easy to kill, Marine won't confront them for so many years. Akainu replied. If you just send Admiral to garrison New World, it will be nothing to the pirates. At least, that's how Akainu sees it. However, what he said immediately ushered in D. Carl Lily's rebuttal. Advertisement. That's just the past, I'll help the world government wipe them out. Moving the capital is just a waste of time, money and energy. Instead of doing this, you'd better do what I say. Is it because you are afraid of pirates that you want to go all out? D. Carl Lily replied casually. And, no mercy for Akainu. I felt Akainu's proposal face to face, which made Akainu very annoyed. Previously, Sengoku had always played against himself. Now Sengoku is dead, and Marine Admiral pops up again. Hey D. Carl Admiral, move the capital, this is Naval Headquarters' decision. Akainu suppressed the anger in her heart, reminding her that she should know her position in front of Marshal Marine. D. Carl Lily didn't care, though. HMPH, is this Naval Headquarters' proposal, or your personal proposal? A rhetorical question immediately annoyed Akainu thoroughly. What do you mean? Are you going to violate Naval Headquarters' decision? Akainu was furious. I'm not interested, I'm just expressing my own attitude. Facing the angry Akainu, D. Carl Lily remained expressionless. She has never been afraid of anyone, not even the current Marine Marshal Akainu. Your attitude has already shown it. Now I have decided to continue preparing for the relocation of the capital. Akainu blushed. Chapter 319 Sengoku appears to settle the dispute. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. There, only D. Carl Lily objected, and that didn't affect his decision. Whatever you want. Anyway, I will not agree. D. Carl Lily put on an air of indifference. But her words made Akainu extremely embarrassed. The meaning of that sentence is that you do what you want, but I will object. Damn it, what do you mean? Why are you fighting against me? Akainu clapped his hands on the table angrily. After a dull sound, a crack appeared on the table. Everyone knew that Akainu was completely angry. This woman doesn't save herself too much face. But D. Carl Lily didn't buy it. He just snorted coldly. HMPH, it's not because of your own selfishness that you want to move the capital so anxiously. Hearing this, Akainu immediately stood up. I've been fighting for Marine for decades. All are exercising absolute justice. You say I have selfish intentions. Why do you say that? Akainu stood up and pointed directly at D. Carl Lily, feeling particularly emotional. Marshal Sakazuki, I don't think you need to be so excited. This is just discussing the meeting. Since it is a meeting, some people are in favor of it and some are against it. Isn't that a very normal thing? Naval Headquarters is not your word. D. Carl Lily's tone was extremely calm. Moreover, the thinking is clear. This made Yi Fei feel a little admirable. Advertisement. This woman turned the situation around by herself. At this moment, Yi Fei's heart has blossomed with joy. Maybe it is really possible to mess up this matter. D. Carl, watch your words. You say I have selfish intentions, what evidence do you have? Akainu still couldn't calm down. This Marine Admiral, who has joined Marine for less than half a month, has disgraced himself. Today, he had to explain why. Evidence. Are you so anxious to ask me for evidence? You are so anxious to reach the New World, besides destroying the pirates, the most important thing is to avoid the world government. The world government is so supportive of you, don't tell me, so soon, you want to set up another mountain. Could it be that their rights make you uncomfortable? D. Carl Lily asked again and again. Before joining Marine, she had heard something about Akainu becoming a marshal. That is, Akainu was supported by the 5 old men of the world government. This matter is basically an open secret in Marine. In her opinion, the reason why Akainu wants to transfer the headquarters so anxiously is to break away from the control of the world government. Facing D. Carl Lily's words, Akainu's face was already ashen. The secret in my heart is being told. This feeling is really uncomfortable. You're talking nonsense. Akainu cried out loudly. Even if it was true, he didn't want to admit it. However, even if he doesn't intend to admit it. Advertisement. Many people present still knew about it. If Marineford belongs to the Emperor's feet. And New World belongs to the frontier. The so-called general is outside, and the king's life is not accepted. That's exactly what he was after. You can separate from the world government and master Marine independently. Not only can it effectively deal with pirates, but it can also play freely in New World. This is the purpose of Akainu. And this time D. Carl Lily revealed his true purpose. Stop arguing, both of you. If this continues, I'm afraid there will be a big fight here. If you want to fight, please go out. This is the conference room at Naval Headquarters. Sengoku spoke as the two sides were at war with each other. He didn't want to get involved in the debate. However, he didn't want to see the two continue arguing about this matter, or even fight. Hearing this, Akainu also immediately realized that he had lost his composure. However, for Sengoku, he was a little upset. You know, D. Carl Lily was found by this guy. HMPH, it's you who found me an opponent. I see. Sengoku's reminder made Akainu regain his former composure. Then, sit in your seat. Advertisement. Although he didn't say anything more, In his heart, he couldn't be calm for a long time. He didn't expect that his plan would be destroyed by someone. However, he is still determined to move forward with the plan to relocate naval headquarters. Seeing that Akainu didn't say anything more, Sengoku said, "No matter what you decide, I still hope that Marine can remain consistent." Hearing this, Akainu looked at Sengoku, hesitated for a moment, and finally nodded. "Since there are objections, let's vote by a show of hands, so that no one will say that I speak out. Those who agree to relocate the headquarters, please raise your hand." Akainu looked at the crowd again. Soon, several people raised their hands. These people were all Marine Vice Admiral with Akainu before. Belongs to the Hawks. However, most people still did not raise their hands. This includes Admiral Yeshi, D. Carl Lilly, Kizaru, Vice Admiral Nameless. Even Sengoku, Garp, Crane and others didn't respond. And some high-level officials who have remained neutral. Also watching the words from the sidelines. The scene in front of him made Akainu very embarrassed. With his status as the Marine Marshal, there is no way to unite the front. Do you all agree with the plan? Akainu looked at those who wavered. This show of hands voted, the number of people was not more than half. You know, such a major event, without the support of the majority, would be very difficult to handle. Admiral Jesse, Admiral D. Carl Lilly, none of them raised their hands. Not even Kizaru, who is always ambiguous, raised his hand. Chapter 320 D. Carl Lilly's doubts. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. They are naturally unwilling. You know, those who don't want to raise their hands, they are on Sengoku's side. As long as Sengoku doesn't nod, they won't respond. Even if Akainu is the Marine Marshal, so what? Sakazuki, let me report this incident to the world government. To avoid embarrassment, Sengoku said again. In his heart, he was unwilling to move naval headquarters to New World. Ultimately, it's because Marineford has been naval headquarters for hundreds of years. Psychologically, he still couldn't accept the sudden transfer. Also, even if naval headquarters is moved to New World, can you really wipe out all the pirates there? For this question, he still has a question mark. Finally, he himself is also a loyal supporter of world government. Moving the capital to New World will inevitably leave the world government in a state of isolation and helplessness. Sengoku's words have already stated his position. That said, let the world government approve the matter, not naval headquarters. Akainu's face was livid. Of course, he knew exactly what Sengoku meant. But now, it is clear that most of the people present do not support this decision. It really made him hard to get off. After a while of silence, Akainu finally nodded. This meeting, let's end here. I will report to the world government. Hear Akainu's words. Yi Fei secretly heaved a sigh of relief. It seems that Akainu's plan this time has to be postponed. Advertisement. This time, thanks to D. Carl Lilly. Although I just picked ahead. But if it wasn't for her nonsense. Maybe, everyone present will agree with Akainu's plan. Sengoku should not directly stand up and directly refute. Therefore, Yi Fei has to thank her. However, this may not be the end of the story. With Akainu's personality, he will definitely continue to implement this plan. Next, Yi Fei has to deal with how to prevent Akainu's plan from being achieved. Shake this thing up completely. Let's end the meeting. After saying that, Akainu stood up immediately. After staring at D. Carl Lilly for a moment, he strode away directly. And D. Carl Lilly still didn't respond. Immediately, this high-level meeting broke up unhappy. After the meeting, Yi Fei directly found D. Carl Lilly. Yes, see, are you here to thank me? No, we are a cooperative relationship. D. Carl Lilly had guessed the purpose of Yi Fei's visit this time. She thought that Yi Fei came to thank him. Yi Fei was a little embarrassed. Well, maybe. However, you actually dare to confront Marshal Marine, you are indeed quite capable. If it wasn't for his undercover relationship, maybe it will be like her. By the way, seeing Akainu's expression made Yi Fei feel refreshed. Advertisement. It seems that it is right to cooperate with D. Carl Lilly. Hey, Yi Shi, did you ask me to say it on purpose? Just when Yi Fei was smiling, D. Carl Lilly asked suddenly. Quote. D. Carl Lilly's words instantly made Yi Fei stop smiling. Why, at the meeting, didn't you hint at me? D. Carl Lilly asked again. She felt that Yi Fei's eyes were very different. So, she refuted Akainu. Yes, Yi Fei could only nod helplessly. This woman does have some brains. It's not the kind that can be fooled casually. Although it looks very reckless and strong. But she's also very smart and knows it's up to her to fight Akainu. And, she did. It shows that this woman is not only smart, but also quite courageous. Admiral Yassi, you are honest enough. You're smart enough to keep me in the front and hide behind you. D. Carl Lilly looked at Yi Fei with complicated eyes. At that time, at the venue, his eyes were very strange. As long as you see it, you will understand what he means. D. Carl Lilly also felt strange about this at the time. Hearing this, Yi Fei laughed and said, Hey, Yan, Admiral, don't say that, we are a cooperative relationship. D. Carl Lilly looked puzzled. It's right for us to cooperate. But I need to figure it out. Advertisement. Why do you object to Akainu moving the headquarters? That's what she wanted to know the most. The look in Yi Fei's eyes at that time was telling him to refute Akainu. Moreover, he also stated the reason in advance. It was only when there was no support from anyone that he let himself go. Carl Lily knew very well that he alone could not stand against Akainu. Although there are people who were willing to support Yi Fei's idea. But they didn't dare to stand up and refute Akainu. Carl Lily did it. Still, she wanted to know why. I just don't want to go to New World. It's nice to stay in Marineford. Instead of fighting pirates in New World every day, it's better to stay here for vacation. Yi Fei laughed. He had already guessed that Carl Lily might ask about it. Therefore, he made some preparations in advance. This reason is barely plausible. I see. Carl Lily smiled, showing her neat and white teeth. This reason for Yi Fei seems reasonable, but it cannot withstand careful consideration. However, she was somewhat disbelieving. Just for this reason, it is necessary to raise objections at the conference. And keep yourself consistent. Moreover, the objection he raised was to protect the world government. Now it's vacation again. Clearly, there is some inconsistency here and there. Chapter 321 World Government Resolution. Next chapter. Advertisement. So, Carl Lily absolutely doesn't believe it. However, since Yi Fei has answered her question, Carl and Lily didn't intend to continue asking. At the same time, Yi Fei also noticed that Carl Lily's expression seemed to be a little dismissive of his answer. Of course, he knew that this reason could not convince the other party. However, since Carl Lily didn't want to ask, he didn't want to answer either. So, I deliberately asked. You just want to help me? Carl Lily nodded. Why, don't you believe it? Yi Fei shook his head and said, then you are too kind to me. If you just want to help yourself, then Carl Lily is too simple and a bit stupid. But according to Yi Fei's understanding, Carl Lily is not this kind of person. He can guess his own thoughts and is a smart guy. A smart person would not do such a stupid thing. Publicly refute the leadership. That is not wanting to live anymore. Still, Carl Lily did it. Moreover, it is very effective. This made Yi Fei have to admire. Therefore, Carl Lily must have her own purpose. Although Yi Fei didn't know, Carl Lily smiled and said nothing. Yi Fei's words were already telling her. Obviously he didn't believe it. Advertisement. Of course, she has her own purpose, which is to test Akainu. The reason why he confronted Akainu in public. First of all, because of the partnership with Yi Fei, she wants to help Yi Fei. Secondly, he wants to test how deep the water of the new Marine Marshal Akainu is. The Marine Marshal Akainu, who was elected by the world government, does not have a very high status in the Marine. If it is very high, even if she wants to refute it, it will be difficult to achieve this effect. And the most critical person is Marine Chief Inspector Sengoku. Although he has retreated to the background. But his power and prestige in Marine far surpassed that of Akainu. And this time with the confrontation with Akainu, she has almost tested it out. Akainu doesn't have much of a marine base. This, to her, is the most important. On the other side, Akainu was also extremely depressed. He didn't expect that today's plan would suddenly be blocked. Before the world conscription, he also raised this matter. Still, a few words about Sengoku at the time. Did not encounter today's situation. Why did he face such a huge resistance all of a sudden? First Admiral Yeshi, then Carl Lily, and then Sengoku. Why is there such a situation? Akainu couldn't figure it out for a while. Suddenly, Akainu seemed to understand. Advertisement. Could it be that all of this is Sengoku's plan? You know, Yeshi and Carl Lily are the new Marine Admiral. They don't know much about Marine's situation yet. Why would you suddenly object? Only a Sengoku who knows the situation can do this. Retired to the second line, it is inconvenient to directly oppose. So, you have to use Admiral Yeshi and Carl Lily to deal with yourself. That's right, that's the man. Akainu was very upset. The reason why Sengoku did this, in his opinion, was because of Kuzan. In his opinion, the old man still hated himself for that incident. That old guy, he even retired, and he still wants to make trouble. Still pretending to persuade you to make peace, it's really hypocritical. This is something only Sengoku can do. Yeshi and Carl Lily are just his pawns. Suddenly, Akainu seemed to understand everything. This matter must have been played by Sengoku. Since that's the case, then, I just want to do this. Akainu murmured. He was never one to give up easily. Since Naval Headquarters can't agree, then I will report it myself. You know, they didn't object to this matter before. Immediately, Akainu picked up the phone bug and contacted 5 elders. Advertisement. And reported the matter to the 5 old men. What, you say Sengoku is opposed to moving Naval Headquarters? 5 elders, who heard the news, was also stunned. That's right, he got 2 Marine admirals to fight against me. Akainu replied angrily. In his view, all of this is Sengoku's fault. Besides him, Akainu couldn't think of another person. We'll talk to Sengoku when we get the chance. As for the plan to transfer Naval Headquarters, let's make plans after we discuss it. The 5 elders didn't immediately agree to Akainu's proposal. Instead, he chose to negotiate. Before the world conscription, they also discussed this matter. However, the matter of world conscription was more important at the time. So, they put it to the back of their minds. Now, it's time to take it out and discuss it again. After the hang-up bug, the 5 old men got together again. Looking at Sakazuki's attitude, naval headquarters must be relocated. What do you guys think? That guy always finds something for us. If you agree with that guy's proposal, the Holy Land Mariajoy will be exposed to the pirates, and the celestial dragons will probably be very unhappy. If you don't agree, I think Sakazuki won't be so willing. After all, Sakazuki is also for dealing with pirates. However, moving to New World can really deter pirates. New World already has 4 emperors, and the situation in New World is very stable now. Will Marine's sudden joining break the peace at sea? Chapter 322 World Government's Resolution 2. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. It's possible that the 4 emperors are currently at a stalemate. If Marine joins, no matter who they are dealing with, it may cause trouble. That guy Sakazuki, has he thought about this problem? Well, what should we do about this matter? On the one hand, we will face pressure from the celestial dragons, and on the other hand, Marine. Didn't Sakazuki say that? Sengoku doesn't agree with his proposal. It seems that there is also a disagreement among the Marine on this matter. Yes, they haven't reached a consensus within Marine. It's better to wait for them to reach a consensus, lest our direct decision will lead to conflicts within Marine, which will be very detrimental to the next work. Ask Sengoku now. That guy probably won't talk to us. I'm afraid he already has a deep prejudice against us about Kuzan's matter. We don't need to come forward to find Sengoku in person. Let Kong talk to him. Sengoku is his old subordinate. Okay, that's the decision. Soon, the 5 elders agreed. Regarding the relocation of naval headquarters, they didn't make up their minds right away. Instead, I hope to talk about it through Kong. Wait until Marine unifies the caliber before deciding whether to relocate the headquarters. After the 5 people discussed, they quickly notified Kong. Next, Kong contacted Sengoku. I heard that you oppose the relocation of the headquarters. After contacting Sengoku's first words, Kong cut to the chase. Hearing this, Sengoku was stunned. He objected. There is no such thing at all. Why did you take the blame all of a sudden? Advertisement. Commander Kong, I have no objection. Sengoku explained awkwardly, although quite strange. That's what Sakazuki reported to the 5 elders himself. Kong replied. Sengoku was speechless. He never thought of going into this muddy water at all. But Akainu pointed the finger at him. In an instant, he remembered the meeting this morning. Is it because I have become a peacemaker? He carried a pot invisibly. At this moment, Sengoku realized that he was shot lying down. Sometimes, if you don't look for things, things will come to you. Since retiring to the second line, he didn't want to take care of Marine's affairs. But the trouble turned to me. That was just the idea of the 2 Marine admirals. I just stopped arguing. Sengoku answered truthfully. At that time, if the 2 were allowed to quarrel, not only will there be no results, but there may be a big fight. It would be a shame to spread the word. The 2 newcomers. Advertisement. Kong asked suspiciously. Sengoku nodded. Yes, the 2 new Marine admirals. Sengoku's words made Kong a little puzzled. What's the situation? Opposed to Akainu's plan from the very beginning. This seems a little unreasonable. Just entered the Marine, the foundation is not stable, it should be absolutely impossible for this kind of thing to happen. If you judge according to common sense, someone must be instigating behind. No wonder, Akainu would think that it was Sengoku who did it. If it was him, he would definitely think so too. However, with his knowledge of Sengoku, since he said no, it must have nothing to do with him. Sengoku still has considerable reliability. This is also the result of decades of dealings between the 2. But Kong also couldn't understand this matter. Then he asked Sengoku again. Since it was the decision of the 2 of them, what do you think of Sakazuki's plan to relocate the headquarters? World government, let him ask. He must also want to know Sengoku's opinion on this matter. After a moment of silence, Sengoku finally spoke. This matter had nothing to do with me. However, I still have to put a question mark on whether Sakazuki's plan to transfer the headquarters can maintain the peace of the sea. And I have retired now, other things should be handled by Sakazuki now. Advertisement. Sengoku's words are somewhat ambiguous. However, his attitude also showed doubts about the relocation plan. You've always been so slick. It's true that Sakazuki is the marshal of the Marine, but he hasn't been in office for long and it's hard to convince the public. Although you have retreated to the second line, most people in Marine still listen to you. So, your attitude is very important. And that's what 5 elders is about. I hope you will come and talk to me after you figure it out. Besides, what the world government means is that you must maintain a consistent attitude. Kong laughed. On the surface, Akainu is the marshal. But Sengoku is still responsible for calling on Marine's strength. Commander Kong, I understand. Sengoku nodded in agreement. The implication of the world government is to let them decide for themselves. At today's venue, he also saw some clues. Commander-in-Chief Kong is right. At present, Marine cannot maintain consistency. After hanging up the bug, Sengoku was lost in thought. At this moment, he was thinking about a question. That's why the two Marine admirals are suddenly against the matter. This matter is especially important. You know, they have only taken office not long ago, and they still don't know much about Marine's situation. Chapter 323 Conversation between Sengoku and Yifei. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Suddenly against such an important plan. Could it be that someone is fueling the flames behind the scenes? If this is the case, then what is their purpose? In addition, Kong also presented him with a difficult problem. Coordinate the contradictions within Marine. If it were someone else's request, he would definitely not do it. But this time it was the intention of the old superior commander-in-chief Kong. He had to agree. However, let him talk to Akainu. Sengoku would never do that. Since you can't find him, you can only find D. Carl Lily, or Yi Shi. Yi Shi raised the opposite opinion. And D. Carl Lily argues directly with Akainu. According to Sengoku's analysis, they are likely to have made preparations before. D. Carl Lily is a girl whose character is difficult to negotiate. Well, now we can only test Yi Zai's tone. Soon, Sengoku found him. Inspector Sengoku, what wind brought you here? For a surprise visit from Sengoku. Yi Fei was a little surprised. After thinking about it, it seemed reasonable again. Yes, Admiral, the purpose of my visit this time is to ask about the situation of the last meeting. Sengoku cuts to the chase. He likes to be straightforward, not veiled. Oh, you're talking about the incident at yesterday's conference, right? Marshal Sakazuki wants to move the headquarters. Advertisement. Yi Fei asked intentionally. Sengoku nodded. That's right, according to what you mean, you don't want to move the headquarters. Yi Fei smiled awkwardly, then shook his head. I just put forward my own idea, and I have no objection. Sengoku is Sengoku, worthy of the title of the resourceful general. He actually thought of himself the first time. This made Yi Fei unconsciously alert. However, you just came up with your idea. D. Carl Admiral immediately opposed Sakazuki. There won't be any secrets in it. Sengoku asked deliberately. What if it was just a coincidence? It's impossible for him to believe it. Therefore, it is very likely that an agreement has been reached between the two. In addition, the two people's previous views on the blind swordsman were also highly consistent. This made Sengoku also have to be a little suspicious. Marine's relocation of the headquarters has nothing to do with me, and I don't need to object. I just explained the situation at the time. Naval headquarters moved to Marineford, leaving the holy land of Mariajoy in the face of the enemy. If Sakazuki can ignore Mariajoy, then I have no problem. Yi Fei laughed. Sengoku, the old man, really doubted himself. However, it is clear that he has no direct evidence of his dealings with D. Carl Lily. Otherwise, it might not be an inquiry. Moreover, Yi Fei can also see that Sengoku is also hesitant to move the headquarters. Advertisement. If you agree, the situation is already not good for you. Your idea is indeed correct. Before the world conscription, Sakazuki also proposed to relocate the headquarters. I thought so too. Sengoku agrees with Yi Fei. Since Inspector Sengoku also supports my idea, it seems to be right. However, it would be a little unfair to say that I and D. Carl Lily are against Marshal Sakazuki. Yi Fei laughed. Although that is the truth. However, Sengoku has no evidence to back it up. I can also say the past. I'm just asking according to the meaning of the world government. Sengoku smiled awkwardly. He knew that today, he had nothing to ask from Yi Shi. But his own purpose was discovered by Yi Shi. Suddenly, it seemed a little awkward. Inspector Sengoku, it's nothing, as long as you know it. However, I would like to know the opinion of the chief inspector. Yi Fei asked again. Now, whether to move naval headquarters or not, Sengoku's attitude can make or break the situation. Since he took the initiative to ask about it, just take this opportunity to try it out. Yi Fei's words made Sengoku hesitate. Advertisement. Forehead. I still have reservations about this question. To be honest, I haven't made up my mind yet, but I want to hear your opinion, Yi Shi. If the naval headquarters were moved to the New World, will it have any effect? Facing Yi Fei's question, Sengoku returned the question to Yi Fei again. Since he had proposed the idea before, why not let him talk about it? There was no chance at the venue, but now there is time. Sengoku suddenly asked himself. This made Yi Fei somewhat unexpected. However, maybe you can take this opportunity to influence Sengoku's thinking. The way I see it, relocating naval headquarters is doable and not feasible. Except for the factors of world government. Relocating naval headquarters to New World, there are pros and cons. Hearing this, Sengoku became interested immediately. He wanted to hear what the pros and cons were. The advantage is that it can effectively deter pirates, which Sakazuki is right. Hearing this, Sengoku immediately nodded in agreement, and then continued to ask, what about the disadvantages? Yi Fei smiled lightly. The disadvantages. New World already has 4 emperors and Shichibukai. They fight in the New World for their own interests. The infighting between them can maintain the balance of the sea to a certain extent. If Marine joins suddenly, they will be nervous. What if they stop fighting and point everything at Marine? Chapter 324 Sneak Attack on Holy Land Mariajoy. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. A Whitebeard pirate group has already given Marine a headache. If you add the other three, I'm afraid, even the world government will have trouble coping with it. After speaking, Yi Fei looked at Sengoku. Sengoku looked serious. He was thinking about Yi Fei's words. Exactly. I've thought about this before. I also discussed this matter with Commander-in-Chief Sora. Now it seems that you and I think the same. Also, you missed one person, and that is Yi Fei from De Res Rosa. That young man is not simple, although his identity is Shichibukai of world government. But that person, whether in terms of strength or ambition, is not under the four emperors. That man, we must be careful. Sengoku nodded. Admiral Yassi was right. With naval headquarters rushing into the New World, the four emperors are sure to make a difference. Moreover, Sengoku has always been worried about Yi Fei. Hearing this, Yi Fei looked embarrassed. Advertisement. In front of oneself, being mentioned. This feeling is indeed too strange. However, since Sengoku said so, it's clear that he hasn't discovered his identity yet. Immediately, Yi Fei continued following Sengoku's words. The inspector is right, we must be careful about Yi Fei. That guy is not a fuel-efficient lamp. Sengoku nodded. It seems that you think the same as me. As for the relocation of naval headquarters, I think we have to continue to negotiate. Yi Fei immediately echoed. That's right, I think this matter needs a long-term plan. After the two talked, Sengoku could feel it clearly. Admiral Yassi does not want to move the headquarters. However, what he said was indeed very reasonable. After bidding farewell to Admiral Yassi, he felt that it was necessary to think about this matter again. As for Akainu, let him sit there for a while. At the same time, Yi Fei also found that Sengoku did not want to move the capital. Although he thinks the same as himself. But it is impossible for him to bet on him. Yi Fei was not stupid enough to entrust the hope of this matter to him. You know, people can change. Sengoku might change his mind at any moment. Therefore, Yi Fei can't guarantee whether they will move the capital now. In the original book, because of Whitebeard's death, naval headquarters agreed to move the capital in order to calm the balance of the sea. Advertisement. But now, Papa Whitebeard is alive and well. But if Akainu insists on doing this. Moreover, once the other marine executives are convinced. Even Sengoku is estimated to be difficult to control. After all, the current marine marshal is Akainu. It is clear at a glance who has more capital between Shanhu and Lishanhu. It is impossible to change Akainu's decision. Yi Fei thought, since there is no way to change Akainu. So why not put some pressure on the world government? Immediately, Yi Fei made a bold plan, attack the Holy Land Mariajoy. This plan is extremely risky. You know, the Holy Land of Mariajoy is not only the headquarters of the world government, but also the residence of the world noble celestial dragons. In addition to Marine, the overlord of the sea, there are also other defense forces of the world government. If the sneak attack is unsuccessful, it may cause trouble to the upper body. However, even so, Yi Fei has made up his mind. Next, is how to proceed. This plan can only be done by one person alone. Yi Fei not only has Kaido-like abilities, but also the ability to transform into fruits. Therefore, this sneak attack plan can be used to turn the world government's spearhead on Kaido. Also, puts pressure on the world government for a Kaido sneak attack. They will most likely suspend Akainu's plan directly. Advertisement. If this move is successful, it can be said to kill two birds with one stone. Thinking of this, Yi Fei was a little excited. If the plan is successful, the world government will probably hate Kaido to death. The premise is that Yi Fei cannot be captured by the world government. Although he is very confident in his own strength. But he also couldn't figure out whether there were other masters hidden in the Holy Land of Mariajoy. The greatest risk is the greatest ignorance of the enemy. This time, the plan must be extremely careful. The main body of naval headquarters is definitely not suitable for sneak attacks. For one thing, the main body only retains 30% of its strength, and the sneak attack plan may not necessarily achieve the expected results. Second, Yi Fei was worried that the main body here would be exposed. Once exposed, his plan will be completely defeated. Therefore, Yi Fei does not want to use the naval headquarters body. Then, the only thing to do is to use De Res Rosa's avatar. That has the same thinking ability as the main body, and the strength is stronger than the main body. Through information sharing, Yi Fei, the clone in De Res Rosa, immediately got the overall plan. That afternoon, after Yi Fei settled some matters on the White Pearl. Activate the ability of String Fruit, step on the clouds in the sky, and rush to the Holy Land Mariajoy. Along the way, Yi Fei has already made plans. Transform into Kaido's blue dragon form and bombard him in the Holy Land of Mary. Leave after frying. Chapter 325 Kaido arrives unexpectedly. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Give Kaido the blame for bombing the Holy Land of Mariajoy. As a result, the world government is bound to be tense. Thinking of this, Yi Fei couldn't help quickening his pace. That night, Yi Fei has already reached the sky above the Holy Land of Mariajoy. Celestial dragons, world government, Mariajoy, tremble. Looking down at the brightly lit city night scene, Yifei growled. After all, Yifei transformed into Kaido. About to transform into Kaido's blue dragon form. At this moment, thunder and lightning flashed in the distant sky, and they approached rapidly. Looking up at the sky is full of stars. This is not the rhythm to rain. There must be something coming up ahead. Yifei's guess was not wrong, there was indeed something approaching. Soon, Yifei saw clearly. It was a huge green dragon. Accompanied by lightning and thunder, Xinglong approached rapidly. Kaido. Yifei was convinced that it was Kaido from the Beast's Pirates. But what was he doing here? Yifei was very puzzled. To avoid meeting Kaido. Advertisement. Yifei decided to step back a certain distance and observe Kaido's actions. Soon, Yifei jumped out of the holy land of Mariajoy. Hide behind the clouds in the sky and watch Kaido in action. I saw that huge green dragon hovering over the holy land Mariajoy soon, followed by thunder and lightning. Even Yifei in the distance can clearly see that huge figure. Just when Yifei wondered what he was going to do, the green dragon suddenly opened its mouth wide. A huge energy gushed out from its mouth, directly rushing towards the bustling city. Boom. On the ground, a huge explosion sounded. What followed was a sea of flames below. Hot interest. This is Kaido's move in dragon form. Breathing heat, long distance attack. This move, in the original book, Kaido used this move to directly destroy the Odin Castle ruins. Unexpectedly, it is used in the Holy Land Mariajoy today. This was beyond Yifei's expectation. Kaido raided the Holy Land Mariajoy. There is no such passage in the original book. It was he who changed the trend of the plot. Yifei smiled slightly. Immediately, he thought of the reason why Kaido attacked here. Probably because of Quinn and Jack last time. Originally, Yifei thought that Kaido would deal with him because of this. Unexpectedly, Kaido took his anger out on the world government. Advertisement. Interesting. Originally, Yifei planned to sneak attack and blame Kaido. It seems that there is no need to blame him, he came by himself. In the original book, Kaido is a master who is not afraid of death. With his character, it is highly probable that he came alone to the Holy Land Mariajoy. Seeing the scene in front of him, Yifei smiled awkwardly. This trip was for nothing. I spent most of the day, but in the end, it was useless. After thinking about it, it saves me effort. This time, I'm not in a hurry to leave, just hide aside and watch the excitement. Yifei made up his mind to be a bystander. In front, Kaido twisted his huge body. Breathing hot breath back and forth towards the ground. Because of the twisting of the huge body, it will create tornadoes from time to time, blowing to the ground. At the same time, the holy place of Mariajoy was attacked. The world government immediately dispatched Zon Momomaru and the pacifists. Zon Taowen was particularly surprised when he saw the blue dragon in the sky. He didn't understand why Kaido would suddenly attack the Holy Land Mariajoy. Still, he immediately ordered the pacifists to attack. Hundreds of pacifists, reaching out at the same time, aimed the laser at Kaido. Whoosh! Laser beams hit Kaido's body directly. Then, a series of explosions sounded on Kaido. Hateful. Kaido, who was hit by the laser, couldn't help but fly into a rage. Advertisement. Although the laser could not cause him much damage, it was indeed extremely painful. The enraged Kaido opened his mouth instantly, spitting out countless wind blades. Those with slashing wind blades were instantly blown to the ground. Hundreds of pacifists were instantly wiped out. Fortunately, Zon Taowen evaded in time and was not injured by the wind blade. However, the pacifists I brought were wiped out before the first round. Immediately, he felt the strength of Kaido. I am not an opponent at all. Immediately, flee immediately. The world government learned that Zanmomaru was defeated. Immediately anxious. Porosalino, is that guy still in Marineford? This time, because of the world conscription, Kizaru has remained with naval headquarters. Notify Kizaru immediately for reinforcements. Also, send other troops to deal with Kaido. 5 elders immediately issued an order. All of a sudden, the defense forces of the world government were mobilized. Countless attacks rose from the ground, directly hitting Kaido in the sky. Ooh, are they all dispatched? In the sky, Kaido suddenly laughed. Facing the attack on the ground, he didn't care too much. However, he was already prepared to leave. Chapter 326 Suspending the Migration Plan. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. This time I came here to teach the world government some lessons. Just to avenge Quinn and his gang. He wants to let the world government know that Kaido is not so easy to bully. Now, his goal has been achieved. Lest the world government send stronger men, and Marine to the rescue. After spitting out several hot breaths in a row, Kaido didn't want to fight, shook his body, and left in the distance. Seeing Kaido leave, the ground troops immediately stopped attacking. Even knowing that Kaido was leaving, they didn't dare to chase after him. Because they know what the consequences of that will be. Seeing that the fighting had stopped, Yifei came out from behind the clouds. Seeing the severely damaged holy site of Mariajoy, Yifei smiled triumphantly. Kaido has helped himself to complete the plan. In Yifei's view, After this incident, the world government will definitely take action. Otherwise, what is the face of the world controller? Yi Fei guessed right. Advertisement. As soon as Kaido left, celestial dragons found the world government angrily. They were extremely angry about this sneak attack. In addition to their assets being destroyed, quite a few of the celestial dragons were also injured. The reason why they are so angry is that they feel that the world government has not done a good job of defending it. You know, for hundreds of years, the Holy Land of Mariajoy has never been attacked, let alone the tragedy it is today. Therefore, the world government must take responsibility for this matter. For the anger of the celestial dragons, the world government is very helpless. After all, no one expected such a thing. After Kaido left, Kizaru arrived late with golden light. Hearing that Kaido has left, he has no plan to pursue him. Even if they catch up, it is estimated that it will be difficult to beat Kaido. Although Kizaru is here, the world government is in trouble this time. Celestial dragons asked them to come up with a perfect solution. Facing pressure from the celestial dragons, the five elders came together again. For hundreds of years, Mariajoy has never been attacked, and the celestial dragons are already angry. Did Kaido take the wrong medicine this time? Dare to directly attack here? I think it's because of what happened last time. The five of them are still in Impel down now. Do you want to let Quinn, Jack and the others go? Advertisement. Let it go. Are you kidding? Is the world government going to compromise with Kaido? That's right. People must not let it go. We made a compromise with Kaido this time, so it is indeed a bad idea. Next time other pirates attack the Holy Land Mariajoy, will we compromise the same? Take a step back. Even if we take a step back compromise, Marine is also absolutely impossible. Hehe, if we really compromise, then wouldn't we be laughed at by the whole world? No compromise, but we also need to prevent Kaido from attacking again. Let Marine Admiral be stationed for a long time. If he dares to come next time, we will let him eat and go. Yes, the attack on the Holy Land Mariajoy this time shows that there are still some problems with the defense forces here. What do you think of the Naval Headquarters relocation plan? The Holy Land of Mariajoy was attacked, and now they want to move. Naval Headquarters, you have the responsibility to defend this place, let them go if you absolutely can't agree to it. That's right, Kizaru has already arrived. If it was in New World, he wouldn't come so soon. If this happens again next time, celestial dragons will probably put pressure on us again. Even Kizaru will have difficulty dealing with someone like Kaido. In my opinion, we should draw some capable people from Marine. Quote. I agree. So, Naval Headquarters can't move now. Also, what are we going to do with Kaido next? We can't just forget about the sneak attack. I guess he wants to warn us, so run away as soon as the sneak attack is completed. Kaido's character, that's what you say and do it, and you will come again if you don't get it right. Let's leave this matter to Marine and see how they handle it. After all, they are old opponents. By unanimous agreement of the five elders. Soon, they cancelled the Naval Headquarters relocation plan and decided to send additional manpower to defend the Holy Land Mariajoy. Originally, they didn't want to interfere too much with the move of Marine's capital. Advertisement. After all, it is a Marine matter. But this time they were suddenly attacked by Kaido, which made them very nervous. And now it's not just about Marine. If Mariajoy is attacked again due to the relocation of the headquarters, they cannot bear this responsibility. Soon, five elders' resolution was sent to Naval Headquarters. Akainu was furious when he heard about this. Those five old guys are really greedy for life and afraid of death. I was asked to suspend plans to relocate Naval Headquarters. Damn it, that would mess up all my deployments. Akainu was very angry. Originally, he thought that no one would dare to attack the base camp of the world government. But someone did this, which was really a slap in the face to him. Even if it's a slap in the face, it doesn't matter. This Kaido sneak attack brought him a lot of trouble, that is, the world government explicitly rejected his proposal. Thinking of this, Akainu was helpless. You know, this is the decision of the world government. At the same time, he also felt the determination of the five elders. Moreover, it used the most direct command form. Chapter 327 Defending the Holy Land Mariajoy. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. In addition to not being allowed to move Naval Headquarters, but also to send a powerful Marine to defend the Holy Land Mariajoy. There is no way, Akainu has to obey the resolution of the world government. The Marine high-level meeting was held again. When Akainu talked about the attack on the Holy Land Mariajoy at the meeting, suddenly, almost everyone was surprised. None of them expected that Kaido would be so courageous. For hundreds of years, it has never been heard that anyone dared to shoot directly. Kaido is so arrogant. Could it be that he hopes to use this incident to force the world government to bow its head? He didn't point the finger at Yi Fei and Marine, but directly attacked the world government. What does that mean? Just because the world government agreed to accept Quinn and his gang? Does he think that the world government is easier to deal with than Yi Fei? The thinking is so strange. Kaido's thinking, we will never understand. In my opinion, he may just want to vent his anger. Everyone talked a lot, in their opinion. Obviously Yi Fei caught Quinn and his gang. This anger should be directed at Yi Fei's head. But Kaido chose not to, and took his anger on the head of the world government. I'm afraid I want to force the world government to hand over this matter. Akainu murmured in reply. He also felt strange about this matter. As the saying goes, if there is a grievance, there is a debtor. The person I was looking for should be Yi Fei. Advertisement. Think twice. Kaido may have only one purpose. That is to put pressure on the world government. At the same time, forcing them to release Quinn and others. However, in Akainu's view, if this is the case, then what Kaido did is really stupid. And he expected that the world government would never compromise. You know, Impel down is imprisoned for felons all over the world. If everyone uses this to threaten the world government to release people, is it necessary for the world government to exist? Moreover, the order sent by the world government today did not mention releasing people at all. So, they definitely won't compromise. At this point, Akainu understood very deeply. Immediately, he asked everyone to stop talking. Let's not mention Kaido's matter. The world government has not given clear instructions. However, they have issued an order, let us stop moving the headquarters. At the same time, let us send men to guard the holy place Mariajoy. In this regard, Akainu is very helpless. If it weren't for Kaido's sudden attack. Even if your plan is hindered, you can definitely complete it. Now, the world government has made clear the directive, no migration. So, he has no choice. After saying that, he glanced at Sengoku. Advertisement. That means, as if to say, you win. Originally, Sengoku, who was just listening, was seen by Akainu. Immediately, his face was full of embarrassment. Hey, what kind of look do you have? I didn't do what happened last time. Who knows what happened to that? Also, no one expected this Kaido sneak attack. Your plan failed, purely by accident. So please stop looking at me like that. Facing Akainu's eyes, Sengoku decided to ignore him. Now that the world government has decided, let's move the headquarters first. At the moment, who wants to take the initiative to go to Mariajoy? Akainu looked at the crowd again. The decision to move naval headquarters to Mariajoy. He is unhappy. You know, although the world government did not specify who should go. But obviously, what they mean is to use personnel above Marine Vice Admiral. Because only in that way can those 5 guys feel at ease. This evening, already let Kizaru go. Then draw the elite to defend. Akainu was very unhappy. Therefore, he had to take the initiative to ask. Protect the celestial dragons. I'm not interested, let someone else do it. Carl Lily shook her head, making her point. Advertisement. She couldn't do it if he was asked to help some world nobles who were sitting and waiting to die. Especially the face of celestial dragons, she couldn't bear it the most. Me too. After Carl Lily finished speaking, Yi Fei also replied. Of course, he hides his identity as a pirate. Wouldn't it be impossible to do undercover work once you leave Marineford and go to Mariajoy? You know, Mariajoy is the seat of the world government. But as a Marine Admiral, he has no way to access the secrets. Staying in Marine is different. Any movement here, I can know everything. Both Marine Admirals expressed their reluctance to go. This point makes Akainu feel a little relieved. You know, these two are the strongest in Marine. Admiral Kizaru goes now. If 2 Admiral go again. So, isn't naval headquarters going to be hollowed out? Could it be that just 1 Mariajoy is guarded, and 3 Admirals are needed to guard it? The purpose of world conscription is definitely not to protect the Holy Land Mariajoy, but to deal with pirates. This, Akainu absolutely does not want to see. He will also use these 2 Marine Admirals to suppress pirates. So, he is still happy. Since the 2 Marine Admirals are unwilling to go. Who else? Akainu looked at the crowd again. Chapter 328 2 Marine Vice Admirals. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. However, after waiting for a long time, no one answered. Of course, among Marine, many people are reluctant to go to Mariajoy. The reason is that many people still don't want to see celestial dragons. Seeing that everyone was silent, Akainu had to arrange it by himself. No one stood up, so let Cake and Gion go to the holy place Mariajoy. Akainu gave the order immediately. Chifu and Momosugi were originally admirals candidates. Although world conscription this time around, they did not become Marine admirals. But the strength of the 2 has long been recognized by naval headquarters. In sending these 2 men, Akainu is not worried that the world government will say that he is half-hearted. Also, the 2 Marine admirals can stay. This is the most suitable for him. The T-Dolphin smiled and nodded. He had no plan to go to the Holy Land Mariajoy, but since he arranged to be with Momosugi, he was very happy. At the same time, he was very grateful to Akainu for making this arrangement. Aside, Momosugi looked a little unhappy. First of all, she doesn't want to go to the Holy Land Mariajoy. In addition, she was arranged to be with the T-Dolphin again, and she was very upset. However, this is the arrangement of Martial Marine. There is no way she can do the same as Carl Lily, against Akainu. Immediately, he could only nod his head in agreement. Of course, Akainu is not interested in the relationship between the 2, nor is he willing to match the 2 of them. Advertisement. Everything is because of the order of the world government. See, both agree. The people present also had nothing to say and nodded one after another. From Yifei's point of view, Kizaru, T-Dolphin, and Momosugi combined together, even Kaido probably wouldn't dare to mess around. It's just a waste, to protect those beasts. Just when Akainu was about to end the meeting, Yifei suddenly looked at Akainu. Kaido raided the holy place Mariajoy this time. Don't we need to do something? This sneak attack, Yifei was present and witnessed it with his own eyes. In his opinion, the world government should not give up so easily. Didn't they plan to ask Marine to do something? Everyone turned to Yifei with puzzled faces. Akainu also didn't understand why Admiral Yesi suddenly mentioned this matter. Yesi Admiral, the world government did not give clear instructions this time. Just say leave it to us. Akainu replied truthfully. As for dealing with 4 emperors Kaido, he is not ready yet. So, at today's meeting, he didn't say it. I just didn't expect Admiral Yesi to mention this suddenly. On the side, D. Carl Lily also looked at Yifei with a strange expression. However, she did not speak. Advertisement. I don't know what Marshal Sakazuki intends to do. Yifei asked intentionally. The implication is, can Kaido be so foolish? As for his purpose, it is mainly to let Marine deal with Kaido. Even if it is difficult to eliminate Kaido, it can weaken him again. At that time, I will pick up another leak by the way. However, it is obvious that Yifei underestimated Akainu. Kaido is not so easy to deal with. Although we captured many of them. This matter has to be discussed in the long run. Can directly attack the world government. Kaido's meaning is already obvious. I am not afraid of your Marine coming. Attacking Kaido at this time is naturally not the best choice. Besides, Wano Kuni is easy to defend but difficult to attack. Sengoku had already told Akainu about Drake. Now, Marine doesn't know what's going on inside Wano Kuni. If you rush to attack Kaido, the loss will be huge. Akainu's idea quickly received everyone's nods. D. Carl Lily, who was on the side, did not stand by Yifei this time either. Since everyone sees it this way, I'll reserve my opinion. D. Carl Lily replied. After finishing speaking, he gave Yifei another look. Advertisement. Obviously, Yifei failed in his plan to lead the war to Kaido this time. Since I am already in Marine, I must have many opportunities. Marine won't attack Kaido, so keep that opponent to yourself. And this time my most important plan, preventing the migration of naval headquarters, finally succeeded. De Reese Rosa, Sunflower Field. A teenage girl was fighting with a young man. I saw the girl holding an iron sword in her hand, stabbing at the man continuously. The girl moved nimbly, but she still couldn't hit the man. However, she was not discouraged. As soon as the man's feet hit the ground, the girl suddenly used the fruit ability to directly freeze the ground, and the man's feet were also frozen. Seeing the opportunity coming, the girl swung the iron sword and stabbed at the man again. Unexpectedly, he was easily and directly accepted by the man. Hey, Rebecca, are you serious? The man feigned surprise. He was Yifei who had just returned from the holy land of Mariajoy. And that girl is none other than Rebecca, Princess de Riasrosa. As soon as she came back this morning, Rebecca asked her to practice with her. But Yifei did not refuse. Master Yifei, how do you see my practice these days? Rebecca smiled proudly. These days, she has been practicing how to use devil fruit. Now, she was finally able to freeze Yifei's. Chapter 329 Practice with Rebecca. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. You know, Yifei is now a famous big pirate in the world of One Piece. Being able to trap him was enough for Rebecca to be proud. So, Yifei nodded slightly. Compared to before, Rebecca's swordsmanship has improved a lot. At the same time, she can also create a small area of ice to freeze her feet. Immediately, use the armed color to directly hold the iron sword tightly. No matter how hard Rebecca tried, she couldn't penetrate. Just when Yifei thought there was nothing Rebecca could do, a strange smile suddenly appeared on the corner of Rebecca's mouth. Just when Yifei was puzzled, a long ice arrow suddenly appeared on Rebecca's left hand. Yifei was slightly startled. This little girl, in such a short time, was able to use the frostbolt. This is indeed somewhat unexpected. I saw Rebecca swinging the ice arrow quickly, stabbing at Yifei again. It was about to stab Yifei. Suddenly, a big flaming hand directly received Rebecca's frostbolt. ZZ. The burning palm quickly melted the frostbolt in Rebecca's hand. Fire. Rebecca's eyes widened. As soon as his ice arrow touched the flames, it immediately began to melt. Originally, she thought Yifei would use armed colors to resist. Hey, when fighting, don't be careless. Yifei reminded. Advertisement. Immediately, exert force with the right hand. Gripping the iron sword tightly, he pushed Rebecca to the ground. Grab the blade of the iron sword and press it directly against Rebecca's throat. Master Yifei. Rebecca barely had time to react. At this moment, she realized how far apart she was from Yifei. Let you not be careless. If you are meeting an enemy now, then you are dead now. Yifei felt helpless. Then, he let go of his hands and stood up directly. Rebecca, who lost the practice, stood up after her. Master Yifei, you just used the ability of fire. As far as I know, only Brother Ace has this ability. Rebecca looked puzzled. She knew that Yifei's fruit ability was similar to Kaido's. But now Yifei uses the ability of fire. If it wasn't for him to block it with flames. Maybe his sneak attack has been successful. That's just one of my abilities. So I said, don't be careless. Especially against opponents. Yifei laughed. However, just now, I almost didn't notice that Rebecca would sneak attack. Moreover, she can also use Frostbolt. Advertisement. It seems that during this time, she has practiced a lot. Master Yifei, I got it. Rebecca nodded immediately. After eating the Bingbing fruit ability given by Yifei. She has been practicing hard. Moreover, she had already prepared for the Frostbolt move. The purpose is to impress Yifei, but he never expected to be easily cracked by Yifei. Today, let's go here. With Devil Fruit's ability, as long as you practice hard, I believe you will become very powerful one day. In just a few days, Rebecca has already used the ability of Bingbing Fruit very smoothly. Yifei concluded that in time, Rebecca would become a first-class expert. Checking the time, Yifei decided to go back to the White Pearl to check the situation. Unexpectedly, what Yifei said made Rebecca very angry. Master Yifei, don't you want to practice with me? I finally found you to practice with me. It's only been half a day, are you leaving? Rebecca looked reluctant. During this time, she would sneak out of King's Heights every day. Just to practice hard, and Yifei has never had time to accompany her. It was hard to find Yifei today, so he is leaving so soon. Rebecca was very sad. The next time I let Yifei practice with her, I don't know when it will be. Hearing this, Yifei laughed and said, you can ask your father to practice with you, he's fine anyway. I am indeed a bit too busy. During this period of time, Rosa still has a lot of things waiting for me to deal with. Advertisement. It is also impossible to practice with her all the time. Cyrus, on the other hand, had plenty of time. He has always stayed by Grandpa Likawang's side. Only every time I go out, he will come to me. Rebecca pouted and replied. Yifei had no choice but to comfort him. Then I'll go back and tell him, you must know that your father is the greatest swordsman in Rosa. The current Rosa is no longer occupied by Doflamingo. Here, it's pretty peaceful right now. Based on Yifei's understanding of Cyrus, as long as Rebecca is willing to speak, he believes that Cyrus will definitely accompany her. So you still don't want to practice with me? Rebecca looked unhappy. She really wants to be taught by Yifei. This will make him stronger quickly. Of course, Yifei also hopes to teach her every day. However, he doesn't have much time. I will come to practice with you. However, Rosa is not the only one who can accompany you. Your father Cyrus, Fire Fist Ace, Atmos, and even the blind man can practice with you. These guys are very strong. They can all help you. Also, find as many people as possible to practice with, it's good for you. If I'm just practicing with you alone, you won't improve so fast. In Yifei's opinion, instead of practicing with the same person, it is better to find more opponents. After all, everyone's path is different. Rebecca thought for a while, and finally nodded. Chapter 330 Artificial Devil Fruit Factory. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Getting ready to practice with her. At this moment, a figure appeared in front of the two of them. This person is Fire Fist Ace. Yifei, I've been looking for you for a long time, why did you come here? When we first met, Ace complained. If you didn't hear Atmos say that Yifei is in the sunflower field. Ace can't be found here at all. Big brother Ace. Rebecca leaned over. She still remembers when she was caught by Doflamingo. Only Ace is willing to pass her water. Well, Rebecca seems to have grown up a bit. Ace nodded. Compared with Rebecca a few months ago, she looks better now. Rebecca smiled immediately and said, Brother Ace, Master Yifei said that I will let you teach me to practice later. Previously, Yifei had spoken to him. Ace's flame ability has reached the point of perfection. Of course Rebecca would not miss this opportunity. Besides, she knew that Ace was not only Yifei's brother, but also his superior. So, he will definitely agree. Hearing this, Ace was stunned. Practice. What to practice? Advertisement. Immediately, he turned his head and looked at Yifei suspiciously. Hey, Yifei, what did you promise in front of him again? Yifei smiled slightly. Rebecca is my apprentice, she wants you to teach her how to use Devil Fruit's ability. Hearing this, Ace had black lines on his face. Immediately, he muttered in a low voice, how do I have so much time? In the past few days, Ace also heard that Yifei brought back a Devil Fruit and gave it to Rebecca. This Devil Fruit Yifei was also introduced to him, similar to Aokiji's fruit ability. Hearing what Yifei said, Rebecca should have eaten the Devil Fruit. Don't you want to? Yifei asked intentionally. Ace didn't rush to answer, but asked Yifei instead. Bingbing Fruit, did you let Rebecca eat it? After getting Yifei's nod. Ace was a little surprised, and immediately moved to Yifei's side, muttering in a low voice. Hey, you brat, don't you have any thoughts about her? Hearing this, Yifei had black lines on his face. Hey Ace, what do you take me for? She's just a kid. Ace looked at Rebecca with a cute face, and then at Yifei. Who would believe what you said? Seeing Ace questioning himself, Yi Fei was furious. Then he said aloud, I let you take Rebecca with you when you have time, why, you don't want to? Ace looked embarrassed. Okay, since you said something, then I will do it. During this period of time, Ace has been carrying out Yi Fei's orders as always. Of course, this time is no exception. Advertisement. Seeing that Ace agreed, Yi Fei was satisfied. Well, it's not only you, let Captain Atmos and the blind swordsman come and take her later. Yi Fei believes that as long as these people are willing to teach, Rebecca will become very powerful one day. No problem, I have a lot of time to watch them. Ace nodded. Okay, let's go to the White Pearl. Now, I want to see the situation on it. Yi Fei said. Handing over Rebecca to them made me feel more at ease. Next, is how to seek development. Yi Fei, everything is normal aboard the White Pearl. What you taught everyone last time, they all learn very quickly. However, there is something I must tell you. Ace said. What's up? Yi Fei looked curious, it was rare to see Ace so serious. Then, I saw Ace approaching Yi Fei and whispered, Yi Fei, in the Devil Fruit Factory in Deliberation Rosa, we found the production materials of Devil Fruit. I see. Yi Fei didn't pay too much attention. It reminded him of Gai Sakurong. Then, the two looked at Rebecca at the same time. Rebecca, we're here today, we're going back. Yi Fei said. Rebecca nodded heavily. Advertisement. Although he didn't know what the two were talking about. However, it seems that things should be quite important. Although she was a little reluctant, she could only agree. Farewell to Rebecca. The two started walking back. Yi Fei, presumably the last time Virgo came over was to help Kaido find that. Ace said. Since Doflamingo's defeat, Yi Fei liberated the Tata clan and released all the little humans to return to Greenbit. The Devil Fruit Factory in Deliberation Rosa has been in a state of desertion and shutdown. And today, Ace got the news that someone broke into the Devil Fruit Factory before. So, he took people to check. It doesn't matter if you check it out, wait until they reach the Demon Factory. The factory has been turned over. Among them, several machines were also damaged. Ace thought that someone must be looking for something. Soon, he asked people to search again. This search didn't matter, but directly found the production materials of Devil Fruit. Think about the previous things again. Ace reckoned that Virgo must have come to look for it before, but he definitely couldn't find the huge factory by himself, so he couldn't find the production materials of Devil Fruit. Ace, you were right this time. Kaido's Devil Fruit program has been suspended. That's why he needs those things. Yi Fei laughed. Chapter 331 Gai Saw Current. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Production materials may be more useful to Kaido. But for Yi Fei, it is dispensable. Because, he still has a trump card in his hand, that is Gai Sakurong. Yi Fei, look, are we going to destroy these materials? So as not to fall into Kaido's hands again. Ace said. In his opinion, those things are of little use to the Whitebeard pirates. But it must not fall into Kaido's hands. However, Yi Fei's plan surprised Ace. Destroy. I don't have this plan. Ace, who didn't understand Yi Fei's plan, immediately asked, Yi Fei, what do you want to do then? Yi Fei smiled slightly. I plan to research Devil Fruit by myself. What? Study Devil Fruit? Ace thought he heard it wrong, so he asked again. That's right, to study Devil Fruit. Yi Fei said again. It is impossible to hide this matter from Ace. Therefore, Yi Fei has to confess to him. With Yi Fei's confirmation, Ace couldn't believe it. You know, this is the route to take Kaido. Hey, Yi Fei, what on earth are you thinking? Advertisement. Man-made Devil Fruit, no kidding. Ace looked suspicious. He really wanted to know why Yi Fei did this. Questions about Ace. Yi Fei replied calmly. I want the Whitebeard pirates to become the most powerful pirates in the world. Ace immediately asked. Aren't we strong enough now? The current Whitebeard pirate group already has 2-4 Emperor's level characters. Right now, in New World, there is no pirate group that can compare with the White group. Thoughts on Ace? Yi Fei smiled and shook his head. It is so on the surface, Ace, but don't forget, there are too many powerful people in this world, and we have faced too many enemies, Marine, World Government, 4 Emperors, Shichibukai. They are all very afraid of us. If we don't keep it going, one day we'll be wiped out too, just like Doflamingo. You don't want to see the pirate group that Dad formed will become like that. Hearing this, Ace was stunned. He has always planned this way. Make the Whitebeard pirates the strongest pirates in the world. For this reason, he spares no effort to help Papa Whitebeard become the One Piece. Even now, he still thinks so. But since Summit War, he has lost his way. Although he has always thought so, he has never known how to do it. The appearance of Yi Fei gave him a direction in an instant. Yi Fei, you are right. Advertisement. Ace finally confirmed Yi Fei's plan. In the past few months, everything Yi Fei did was for the sake of the entire White group. This is one of the reasons why Ace recognized Yi Fei. In the world of pirates, the strong are always respected. Sometimes, in order to stay strong, we also have to use some means. Yi Fei replied. Hearing this, Ace nodded. Yi Fei, I listen to you. As long as he can make Bai Tuan strong, he can give everything. At this moment, he finally understood why Yi Fei resumed the production of artificial devil fruit. As long as artificial devil fruit can succeed, the Whitebeard pirates will completely stabilize their position in the sea. This is exactly what Yi Fei said about some other means. But the current question is, even with the production materials of devil fruit, can man-made devil fruit be made? The people who can remove the devil fruit factory from de Rosa have already disbanded. With those materials that we can't even understand, can we make devil fruit? In this regard, Ace still has great doubts. Haha, I have already prepared for this, even if I don't have the production materials of devil fruit, I can make it. Yi Fei laughed suddenly. Nothing. How? Ace is still puzzled. Guy saw current, this man will help us. Advertisement. Yi Fei replied flatly. Guy Sakuron. That Guy Sakuron who calls himself, genius scientist. Ace's eyes widened. That's right, it's him. Yi Fei laughed. This person is a scientist from the world government and is currently at large. I heard that this person is very conceited and cunning. Will such a person help us produce devil fruit? Ace had also heard of this person before. He is not optimistic about this person. I know. When employing people now, I don't care about what kind of people. As long as it can be used by us, help us produce devil fruit. As for what he is, I'm not interested. For Yi Fei now. All you need now is a large batch of devil fruit. And Geisa Current is the one who can make these things. Others are not important. As for Yi Fei's words, Ace once again understood that he must have contacted Guy Sakurong. Otherwise, it is absolutely impossible to say such a thing. Hey, Yi Fei, I must remind you. Even dare to betray the world government, don't underestimate this guy. For Guy Sakurong, Ace is not optimistic. In his opinion, Guy Sakurong is a person who is easy to rebel. Chapter 332 Production must be completed. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Regarding Ace's reminder, Yi Fei seemed very confident. Ace, you don't need to worry about this. I have my own way to make him obey me. In Punk Hazard, Yi Fei has taken his heart out. The purpose is to prepare in advance for your artificial devil fruit. As long as he is disobedient, he can be killed directly anytime, anywhere. Even if Guy Sakulong fled to the Cape of Tianya, if he squeezed it lightly, the pain would be worse than death. From Yi Fei's point of view, just relying on this move, Guy Sakurong has been firmly grasped. Don't be afraid that he will be disobedient. But Ace's worries, in Yi Fei's view, are unnecessary. However, it is the matter that controls Guy Sakurong's heart. Yi Fei didn't intend to tell Ace either. All right. Seeing that Yi Fei was so confident, Ace didn't intend to press further. I've contacted Guy Sakurong. He will arrive in de Rosa in 2 days. I will take him into the Devil Fruit Factory immediately myself. Help him equip him with what he needs. For all this, Yi Fei has long been prepared. A few days ago, Yi Fei had contacted him. Let Geisa Current come to de Rosa alone. Now, he has sailed on the sea. Advertisement. Today, he has taken the initiative to contact Yi Fei, and he will arrive in 2 days. No problem. Ace nodded in agreement. Also, the man-made devil fruit plan must be kept secret. I don't want to be found out, lest I get into trouble. Yi Fei reminded cautiously. Marine, the world government, may have already set their sights on themselves. If Shichibukai is disqualified because of devil fruit's plan. Well, it's really a bit of a loss. Although the title of Shichibukai is nothing. But Yi Fei has already experienced the benefits behind this title. So, now, devil fruit's plan can only be carried out secretly. Confidentiality, don't worry, it seems that Yi Fei has already arranged everything. And he, just do it. 2 days later, Geisa Current arrived as scheduled. Yi Captain Yi Fei, when will I return my heart? As soon as we met, Geisa Current couldn't wait to ask. Of course, he was very careful, for fear that Yi Fei would get angry. Every time I look at the empty chest, he will feel inexplicably afraid. As long as there is a mistake on Yi Fei's side, he will not be able to survive. If Yi Fei hadn't taken his heart away, he would never have come here. Advertisement. But now, he can only follow Yi Fei's decision. As long as you help me complete the artificial devil fruit project, I will give you your heart. Yi Fei replied casually. In fact, I didn't intend to give it to him at all. For a guy like Geisa Current, you have to be in control at all times. Once out of control, maybe they will rebel immediately. With Yi Fei's promise, Guy Sakurong nodded repeatedly. Woo, I get it, but it takes a lot of money to produce artificial devil fruit. As soon as he heard that Yi Fei would return the heart to him, Geisa Current immediately became very obedient again. He is an absolute authority on man-made devil fruit. As long as he is around, artificial devil fruit is fine. However, compared with technology, capital is the most important. Previously, Punk Hazard's fruit factory was forced to suspend production because the capital chain suddenly broke after Doflamingo was defeated. Therefore, what he is most concerned about now is the financial issue. You don't have to worry about money, you just need to help me do things. Yi Fei nodded. Yi Fei nodded in agreement. Guy Sakurong didn't say much, and immediately expressed his loyalty. As long as you have money, you can do things well. However, he didn't know that Yifei was already worrying about money. Since the occupation of Derice Rosa, he took over all of Doflamingo's cash reserves. Advertisement. Moreover, his casino and munitions factory have always been operated by Yifei, and he has regular income every month. However, the business of human trafficking that Doflamingo was previously engaged in has been suspended by Yifei. Therefore, the income of Derice Rosa now is definitely not as good as that of Doflamingo. Yifei doesn't have much interest in black money such as human trafficking. Moreover, during this time, Yifei has been busy with the world conscription while dealing with Marine. Its own development is a big step behind, although there is no big problem with funds at present. But with the expansion of personnel, and the entire pirate group's plate is getting bigger and bigger. Personnel, weapons, warships, and devil fruit production all cost money. And this number will continue to grow. From a development standpoint, the existing funds will certainly not last long. To maintain the production of devil fruit, Yifei must find a way to get money. According to the nature of pirates, the fastest way to get money is robbery. As a pirate, Yifei didn't think about it. However, robbery is a one-time business, which is tantamount to killing the chicken and taking the eggs. After grabbing, you have to grab it next time. If the money comes quickly, you will naturally not cherish it, and you will definitely spend it unambiguously. Moreover, the more you rob, the more enemies you will have. Once you run into trouble, then maybe the whole world is an enemy. This is not in line with the long-term development strategy. This is the question that Yifei must consider at the moment. Next, Yifei took Gaisa Current directly to the artificial devil fruit factory. Chapter 333 Heading to the North Port. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Because it was one of the production bases of Doflamingo before. Therefore, the facilities here are also very complete. Now, it's just a matter of getting the staffing right. And Gaisa Current was also relieved to see the production base. Compared with hiding from Tibet every day. Anyway, here is a safe place. As a person, although he is ruthless. But as a scientist, he has maintained a very high enthusiasm for scientific research. You are not allowed to leave the research base without my order. Yifei gave the order directly. The reason for doing this is also to worry about Gai Sakurong running around. Once taken away by the four emperors or other powerful pirates. Even if he could kill him at any time, in that case, the plan of man-made devil fruit would be stopped immediately. Hearing this, Gai Sa Current immediately showed a flattering smile. Captain Yifei, please rest assured, I will never leave the institute for half a step. Now, it's too late for him to dodge the other four emperors. Especially Charlotte Linlin, it is even more impossible to run around. As a scientist, he can only stay in the research institute. As long as Yifei is willing, he can stay until Derice Rosa goes bankrupt. Advertisement. Well, if I know you're messing around, I won't let you go. Yifei brought the ugly words to the fore. The purpose is to warn him. For a guy like Gai Sakurong, he must be strong, so that he will be intimidated. Faced with Yifei's warning, Gai Sakurong nodded repeatedly. Settle down, Gai Sakurong. Yifei returned to the White Pearl. Ace was sitting on the bow, watching the busy people on board. Compared with everyone's busyness, Ace seemed extremely leisurely. Seeing Yifei approaching, Ace jumped off the bow. Yifei, Gai Sakurong's matter, is it over? Asked Ace. Today, to pick up Gaisa Current, Yifei didn't bring him. Instead, let him stay on the boat and observe everyone's operations. Yifei nodded. Then he asked about the situation here. Now, everyone is practicing well. Yifei, your operation manual is very good. I don't think it will take a month, at most a week, before they can go to sea. Ace replied. Since Yifei brought back the White Pearl, he has been in charge of recruiting the crew and training them. Advertisement. In the cockpit of the big ship, there are 3 extremely experienced shipwrights who are responsible for driving the ship. There are hundreds of gunners on the big ship, and most of them are selected from the Whitebeard pirates. The new cannons are not too complicated for them. Ace saw them try a few cannons with his own eyes today. They all hit the target, and the effect can be described as very good. In addition, there are professional personnel for material reserves and navigators. Of course, this is also thanks to Yifei's guidance. Therefore, in Ace's view, after a few days of training, the ship can go to sea soon. For Ace's answer, Yifei is very satisfied. However, Yifei is in no hurry to go to sea. Going to sea, I don't have any plans yet. Put the ship into the port north of Derice Rosa first. Others, let's talk about it later. Ace didn't understand Yifei's arrangement. Hey, Yifei, I thought we were going to sea. Suddenly into the northern port. The port to the north. Directly next to the munitions factory. There are very few ships coming and going, and the ships are driven there. The daily supplies must be transported from the southern port. In this way, it is very troublesome. That's why Ace wants to ask. Still, that's exactly what Yifei is about. Right now, the White Pearl is at the southern port. The ships staying here are very complex, including merchant ships, material ships, and ordinary ships. Advertisement. There are as many as hundreds of boats coming and going here every day. No one can figure out whether there is any special ship in it. The White Pearl is Yifei's largest ship and the most advanced ship in One Piece world. With a boat like this, Yifei doesn't want any fanfare. I just want to keep it as low-key as possible, so as not to attract the attention of others. That's why Yifei wanted to sail the ship to the northern port. The port to the north was previously Doflamingo's munitions factory port, which used to be a market for human trafficking. Now, there is just an arms port. Basically only your own boat can enter and exit. Driving the White Pearl, there is just right to avoid the eyes of everyone. As for the delivery of supplies, it's not a big deal. A few ships per day will do the trick. Under Yifei's explanation, Ace finally understood. Okay, Yifei, I get it. Subsequently, under the orders of Yifei, the White Pearl started its first offshore voyage, from the south port to the north port. Although only a few tens of nautical miles. But Yifei felt an inexplicable happiness. This is my own ship, sailing on the sea for the first time. The cool sea breeze blows head on. Standing on the bow, watching the sailing ship. Yifei has a feeling of dominating the world. Chapter 334 Sabo's Business. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Yifei, give. Just when Yifei looked into the distance, Ace throws over a jug of wine. Yifei took it casually. Afterwards, he opened the jug and took a few sips. Ace crossed his legs and leaned on the deck. This big ship is really stable when sailing. Lying on it, I feel more comfortable than Dad's Moby Dick. Ace looked up at the sky and sighed. This boat is not only big, but also very stable. Seeing Ace enjoying his face, Yifei suddenly asked. Hey, Ace, where's your boat? Previously, on the Moby Dick, Yifei often saw Ace driving a boat out to sea. Although the boat is small, Ace can use the fruit's ability to drive the boat very fast. Even the pirate ship can hardly catch up with him. Still in port, Ace replied. Speaking of that small boat, it reminded Ace of his first trip to sea a few years ago. Even though it was just a boat worth 1,000 berry. Even to leave the Shinjuku Islands, he had to bring the boat to Deris Rosa. Now every time he goes on a mission, he likes to drive the boat alone. How does this ship compare to yours? Yifei asked proudly. Hey, Yifei, you don't have to hit people like that, do you? Ace replied awkwardly. That boat cost only 1,000 berry. The ship cost 10 billion berry. Advertisement. The two are not on the same level. However, for him, that boat had special emotions in it. Yifei smiled and said nothing. Seeing this, Ace continued after taking a sip of wine. That little boat, although worthless. But before I go to sea, it is my only property. Hearing this, Yifei looked puzzled. Ace, didn't you say that you hid a treasure in Windmill Village? How come the only property is a boat? Ace had said this on the White Tuan boat. Another question for Yifei. Ace laughed. Immediately, it also reminded him of some past events when he was a child. That's me, and Luffy, Sabo got it from the three of them. That treasure was hidden by us. However, after I go to sea, the treasure will belong to Luffy alone. So, that boat is the only one I have. Speaking of this, Ace stopped suddenly. He suddenly thought of Sabo. He was buried in the sea at a young age. If he lived to this day, then he would be about the same age as himself. Sabo wouldn't have died if it wasn't for the celestial dragons. This is one of the reasons why he loathes celestial dragons so much. Hey, Ace, what's up? Why this expression? Who is Sabo? Advertisement. Yifei asked intentionally. Of course, Yifei has already learned about this matter from the original work. Moreover, now Yifei knows that Sabo is not dead at all. However, Yifei really didn't know how to explain this to Ace. Sabo is my sworn brother to Luffy. If you count Yifei, we are now 4 people. It's just that he died many years ago. Ace smiled wryly. Immediately, he told Yifei one by one about himself, Luffy and Sabo. The mischief of the three when they were young, although it seems funny now, is indeed very memorable. Although Yifei knew about the plot, Ace said it felt very different. Since Summit War ended, Luffy insists on pulling Yifei and Ace to become sworn brothers. If Sabo knew that he had another brother, he would be very happy now. Quote, Ace's answer. Yifei was a little overwhelmed. Of course, from his words, Yifei could feel the sadness when Ace talked about Sabo, even though he said it with a smile. Although I know Sabo is still alive. However, Yifei didn't know how to say it directly. Yifei hesitated for a moment, but still shook his head. When there is a chance, bring Sabo directly, and then call Luffy. 4 people come to a big reunion. Ace's jaw must have dropped. Therefore, Yifei decided to keep this secret. Advertisement. Don't talk about the past. I just want Luffy to be alive right now. Ace comforted himself. Of course, he is not a person who is very lost in the past. Just thinking about the past, he felt a little uncomfortable. Seeing this, Yifei didn't ask any more questions. The two picked up the wine and looked forward again. At the same time, Naval Headquarters. Akainu arranged for the T-Dolphin, after Momosuke went to the holy place Mariajoy. disappointed that the naval headquarters relocation plan has been blocked this time. In his opinion, Sengoku is behind the scenes. But the biggest culprit should be Kaido. If it weren't for him, the world government wouldn't have turned around so quickly and made its plan come to naught. However, as Marshal Marine, it is impossible for him to give up easily. He was never one to give up easily. Since naval headquarters cannot be migrated directly, can there be another way? At this moment, he suddenly remembered what D. Carl Lilly said. Naval headquarters does not need to be transferred, only 1 or 2 Marine admirals need to be sent to New World. Immediately, Akainu became interested. Since the world government rejected their proposal, they couldn't refuse to send Marine Admiral to New World. When the time is right, we will talk about the relocation of the headquarters. Didn't you, Carl Lilly, want to go to the New World? Well, I will fulfill you, and I will send you there. In this way, not only does the world government have nothing to say, but it also separates Sengoku and Marine Admiral, making it impossible for them to connect in series. It can be said to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Just do it. Chapter 335 Send Marine Admiral to New World. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Akainu held the Marine high-level meeting again. He directly stated his intentions. Not a word was spoken at the meeting. Send Marine Admiral to the New World. In Yifei's view, it is a matter of course. Akainu's previous proposal was blocked, and he will definitely not let it go. This is a normal operation. If it were you, you might do the same. The red line, which separates New World from Marineford. If you want to deal with pirates, staying in Marineford is useless, you must send a powerful Marine to New World. Regarding this matter, compared with the last time, Yifei seemed much calmer. Since it's not the relocation of the headquarters, it's not a big deal. Marine 3 Admiral, Kizaru has been sent to the Holy Land Mariajoy. The rest, only D. Carl Lilly and himself. Take Akainu's urine sex. They will definitely send 2 people there at the same time. In this world, except for the Whitebeard pirates, no one dares to attack Marineford directly. Keeping Marine Admiral in Marineford seems redundant. Advertisement. However, because of what happened last time, everyone present did not dare to rush to express their opinions. At the meeting, not a word was said. Everyone looked at Sengoku in unison. And Sengoku, who didn't intend to speak at first, seemed particularly embarrassed at this moment. He knew very well that he was no longer the Marine Marshal. And when everyone looked at him like this, it was obvious that they didn't pay attention to Akainu, who was the Marine Marshal. If he doesn't speak up, Akainu will think he disagrees. If you agree, everyone agrees again, then it means that Akainu has been emptied. This made him very embarrassed. Even if he doesn't want to argue too much with this kind of thing now. Frankly speaking, he has no objection to Akainu's proposal this time. Just when Sengoku was in a difficult situation, Yifei on the admiral's seat suddenly said, Marshal Sakazuki's proposal is very good, I would like to go to New World to exterminate the pirates. All eyes turned from Sengoku to Yifei. Of course, their eyes were full of surprise. In their view, the last round must have been done by Sengoku. Now it is unexpected that Admiral Yeshi would suddenly agree with Akainu's plan. His actions surprised Akainu as well. Isn't he from Sengoku? How could you suddenly agree with my thoughts? Advertisement. Moreover, he also volunteered to go to New World. For a while, Akainu didn't react. But for Yifei's move, Akainu still gave Yifei an approving look. Admiral Yeshi, you are doing well, since you are willing to go, then I will approve your request. Akainu immediately gave Yifei a very high evaluation. This time Marine Admiral Yeshi supported his plan, which made him very satisfied. Of course, he didn't know that Yifei had his own plan. If he can go to New World, then he can use Marine to suppress other pirates. Thus allowing the Whitebeard pirates to continue to grow. Anyway, this blame will be carried by Marine. Therefore, for Yifei, this matter can be said to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. He wished Akainu would let him go now. For Yifei's actions, Sengoku was also a little puzzled. However, his sudden proposal made Sengoku, who was originally embarrassed, very embarrassed. Since Yifei brought it up on his own initiative. Then he has nothing to do. In addition, although he is opposed to the relocation of naval headquarters from his heart. But there is no objection to Marine sending Admiral to New World. Therefore, he also supports Yifei's proposal. At the same time, like Yifei, D. Carl Lilly, who was sitting on the Admiral's seat, looked bewildered. Advertisement. What's the situation? Didn't that guy say last time that he still wants to stay in Marineford? Why, this time suddenly changed his attitude and asked to go? Among them, there must be something famous. However, she didn't know that the reason why Yifei did this was all out of profit. Facing the New World pirates this time, Naval Headquarters also hopes to let D. Carl Admiral go together. Seeing someone ask for it, Akainu is easier to say. You know, D. Carl Lilly asked to go last time. Now, can she refuse? Akainu's conjecture was correct. D. Carl Lilly quickly nodded in agreement. I happen to want to go to New World too. Since Marshal Sakazuki proposed, then I will go with Yi Shi. D. Carl Lilly replied. She had originally hoped to go to the New World. Marineford, for her, was simply too boring. Taking advantage of this opportunity, she really wanted to leave here. Both Marine admirals agree. I don't know if other people have any objections. Akainu said deliberately. Of course, this was for Sengoku. Transferring the two to the new world is just the thing to get them out of Sengoku. And, this time they asked, he was eager to see if Sengoku would object. Chapter 336 Shock. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. I agree. Sengoku immediately agreed. The reason for agreeing: first, there is no reason to refuse. Second, he remembered Kong's words, try to maintain a Marine united front, and Marines need to be united. It's just that Sengoku's sudden briskness made Akainu a little unexpected. Could it be that they are going to make trouble again? Impossible, absolutely impossible. The two strongest admirals, as well as the former Marshal Sengoku, agree, and the others naturally have no reason to object. Just when Akainu was about to announce the results, Yifei said again, Marshal Sakazuki, this time I'm going to New World. I hope to take Vice Admiral Wuming with me. For Yifei, Wuming is his younger brother. It must be kept with him at all times so that he can be brainwashed at any time. If he stayed in Marineford, maybe that guy would not be familiar with him. In the future, it may be very difficult to come back to do his ideological work. Because Wuming is indeed a rare talent. Therefore, this time we must bring Wuming. As soon as Yifei was mentioned, Wuming looked at Yifei respectfully. If Yifei doesn't take the initiative to mention it, he will ask for it himself. Advertisement. But he didn't expect that Yifei would take the initiative to be with him. Boss, you really think highly of me, don't talk about it, I will pack up my things later and go with you. Anonymous strength. Very good, I agree. Akainu also nodded in satisfaction. More powerful characters head to the new world. It is a good thing for suppressing pirates. He threw up his hands in favor. That's it. Akainu ended the meeting contentedly. Although the headquarters has not been relocated, his goal has been achieved. As soon as Yifei returned to his residence, D. Carl Lily came to find him. Yes, see, don't you object to naval headquarters moving to New World? Why did you suddenly ask to go again? D. Carl Lily looks suspicious. She didn't understand this very much. So asked clearly. For her question, Yifei just smiled lightly. At the meeting just now, seeing Carl Lily's expression, Yifei knew that she would definitely come to find him. For this explanation, Yifei has already thought about it. Relocating naval headquarters, even if the pirates are wiped out, the biggest credit may not be us. Advertisement. Yifei asked back. What did D. Carl Lily suddenly understand? There doesn't seem to be much difference between moving naval headquarters and stationing Admiral directly. However, there is a huge difference between the two. Migrating naval headquarters, even if the pirates are wiped out, Akainu may be the first to do it. But if Marine Admiral is in charge, then the credit for exterminating the pirates belongs directly to them. D. Carl Lily instantly understood what Yifei meant. Then he smiled and said, so, you want to be greedy for credit, that's why you objected last time, but this time you can't wait to agree. I thought you were an idle uncle. But I didn't expect your scheming to be so deep. Facing D. Carl Lily's answer, Yifei just nodded silently. This woman is indeed very smart, but sometimes, she is too smart. The plan to send 2 Marine admirals to New World was soon reported to the world government by naval headquarters. Regarding the attitude towards this matter, the world government also quickly reached a consensus. Given that they previously rejected the naval headquarters relocation plan, this time, they decided to give naval headquarters a face. Soon after, they agreed to Akainu's latest plan, allow Marine to do just that. The report that the 2 new Marine admirals selected by the world conscription will go to New World will soon be reported. Immediately attracted the attention of the world. Advertisement. These 2 Marine admirals, they're going to New World. Did I hear that right? I heard that this is the decision of the world government. The New World pirates, I'm afraid they are also worried, so that's why you sent such a person. Admiral is Marine's strongest force. I think their target this time should be the great pirates of New World. Hee, there is a good show to watch now. I heard that woman is merciless to pirates. New World, I'm afraid it's going to be turbulent again. Especially the pirates of New World. For the arrival of the 2 admirals, I was even more frightened. You know, in the previous New World, the highest officer stationed was at most the Marine Vice Admiral. This time Admiral came suddenly, and there were 2 of them, which made them feel incredible. Obviously, they are going to take action against New World. Under the panic of the New World pirates, Yifei, D. Carl and Lily, each with dozens of Marine warships, came to the New World 1 branch. I learned that 2 Marine admirals were coming. Immediately mobilize the G1 branch, and all sailors line up to welcome. In this regard, the flying squirrel did not dare to neglect. You know, these 2 people were selected from tens of thousands of people. Under the neat line-up welcome, Yifei and D. Carl Lily are at the forefront. Wuming followed behind the 2 of them. Chapter 337. If you want to gain a firm foothold in Marine, you must rely on military merit. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. At that moment, all the Marine soldiers in the G1 branch witnessed the demeanor of the 2 Marine admirals. Just the strong aura exuded by the 3 of them has already made them awe-inspiring. Under everyone's eyes, the three walked into the G1 branch building. Naturally, the original Vice Admiral Flying Squirrel also came in together. My lords, you must have worked hard when you came from afar. Your subordinate has already arranged accommodation for the two adults. Do you want to take a rest now? As soon as they sat down, the Flying Squirrel immediately asked. For the two admirals, his idea is to be as satisfied as possible. Although he's not a flatterer. In Marine Admiral has extremely high power. They can give orders directly without going through the world government and naval headquarters. There is no need to rest. You can show us at the G1 branch later. Yi Fei replied. These days, being on the Marine warship is like a vacation, the quality of sleep is quite good, and I am not tired at all. Compared with sleeping, Yi Fei wants to see here more. When the world was recruited, he had already been to the G1 branch. However, his identity at that time was a contestant, and he was not familiar with many places. Now that we are here, we must first familiarize ourselves with the terrain here. Advertisement. Warship, battery, marine, defense facilities. Yi Fei must be very clear about these. You never know when it will come in handy. Okay, later, I will personally take the two admirals to inspect. Facing Yi Fei's proposal, the Flying Squirrel directly agreed. Then, the staff was arranged to prepare. As soon as the arrangements were made, D. Carl Lilly spoke. Flying Squirrel, tell me about New World. As the Marine Admiral who will be stationed here in the future. D. Carl Lilly would like to know what's going on at sea in the New World right now. Soon, the Flying Squirrel introduced the current situation. At present, although Marine has a lot of troops in New World. But for the big pirates in New World, that little force is simply not enough. Moreover, Marine's Supreme Commander here is only Marine Vice Admiral. Not to mention those big pirates, even some ordinary pirates didn't pay much attention to Marine. Therefore, the pirates in New World are particularly rampant. Marine, on the other hand, is simply incapable of suppressing it. After listening to the introduction of the Flying Squirrel, D. Carl Lilly nodded faintly. I knew you couldn't do it. From now on, you don't have to worry about it. Advertisement. The word Marine will become a nightmare for New World pirates. Hearing this, Yi Fei frowned. The woman's tone was unusual. From D. Carl Lilly's words, he clearly sensed that she had already had thoughts or actions. Tell him straight up, D. Carl Lilly might be on his way soon. Suddenly, Yi Fei was thinking about a question. D. Carl Lilly comes to New World. Will it cause me a lot of trouble? You must know that this woman is not only powerful, but also has vicious methods. Who knows what she will do? At the beginning, I suggested that I come alone. Just when Yi Fei was remorseful. The Flying Squirrel on the side was particularly excited. There are two Marine Admirals coming out, I believe we can do it. He has always felt powerless in the face of the mighty pirates of the New World. But now with two admirals, the situation will be completely different. Marine's disadvantage is instantly turned into an advantage. And Wu Ming, who hadn't spoken at first, immediately became interested when he heard this. Hey, two admirals, when you go out to kill pirates, you have to take me with you. Nameless said loudly. As Marine Vice Admiral, he also wants to make his first contribution as Marine. Advertisement. Moreover, he also wanted to experience the strength of New World pirates. Wu Ming was talking about it, and Yi Fei glanced at him. Soon he seemed to realize something, and then he spread his hands and kept silent. Nameless is a smart man. Seeing that he didn't speak, Yi Fei turned to D. Carl Lilly. D. Carl Admiral, do you already have plans? Hearing this, D. Carl Lilly smiled lightly. Uncle Yi Shi, since we joined Marine, it seems that we haven't had a chance to perform. The two have called themselves Marine Admiral ever since. Nothing has been done other than the last deal with Yi Fei. In the original Marine, those who could rise to the top level basically had great military exploits. Their achievements are based on their military exploits. Entering the top ranks of Marine through the world conscription has already completed the road that most people can't walk in their lifetime. If there is no military merit, then the status and right to speak in Marine will be weakened. Even if others call themselves Marine Admiral, no one will be convinced in their hearts. D. Carl Lilly knew very well that to gain a firm foothold in Marine, one must have military exploits. His position in Marine cannot be shaken by others. Oh, that's right. Yi Fei smiled awkwardly. D. Carl Lilly's implication is to deal with pirates. However, unlike her idea, Yi Fei's purpose is completely different. D. Carl Lilly wanted to make merit, while Yi Fei only wanted to get something out of Marine. Chapter 338 Marine Demon. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. New World is a very nice place. Here, we can play our name. D. Carl Lilly spoke again. Ever since she joined Marine, she wanted to meet these pirates well. So you already have a goal? Yi Fei asked. This woman can do anything. Yes. D. Carl Lilly nodded slightly. At this moment, she already had a plan in her mind. Yi Fei was a little nervous. I thought to myself, this woman is probably going to deal with the Whitebeard pirates. If this is the case, things will become troublesome. Yi Fei can't sit idly by and ignore the Whitebeard pirates. Once he reached that point, his identity would have to be exposed at that time. However, D. Carl Lily's answer quickly made Yi Fei heave a sigh of relief. There are many pirates in New World. Our first task is to eliminate those ordinary pirates. Advertisement. D. Carl Lily continued. For those ordinary pirates, it is the best to deal with. Yi Fei agreed immediately. Well, that's a good idea. How do you deal with those big pirates? D. Carl Lily stared at Yi Fei closely. You mean 4 emperors? Yi Fei nodded lightly. That's right, that's the most important thing. Hearing this, D. Carl Lily agreed. 4 emperors are not in a hurry now, let's kill those miscellaneous fish first. Now for the 4 emperors, D. Carl Lily doesn't think that time has come yet. If you rashly attack a powerful pirate, you must have a very high degree of certainty. In D. Carl Lily's view, she is not absolutely sure yet. That's exactly what I thought. Yi Fei echoed. While heaving a sigh of relief, he also vaguely sensed a hint of crisis. D. Carl Lily's words mean that the 4 emperors will definitely be shot. Papa Whitebeard, and perhaps himself, would be her opponent too. Previously, Yi Fei had thought about recruiting her. But now it seems that it is basically impossible. This woman doesn't seem to change her will so easily. Advertisement. However, at this moment, D. Carl Lily didn't know what Yi Fei was thinking. Seeing that Yi Fei agreed, she immediately said. Since you have agreed, Uncle Yi Shi. These 2 days, we are ready. Next, you and I each take a marine fleet to sea. Based on a month's time, see who kills the most pirates. Hearing this, Yi Fei nodded awkwardly. Kill, it's really ruthless. For Yi Fei, who is a pirate, he was really upset when he heard the words, kill the pirates. But now my hidden identity is still marine, so I have to agree with D. Carl Lily's plan. After all, the people in naval headquarters are all watching. If I don't do anything, I'm afraid it's hard to say. After resting for several days in the New World 1 branch, D. Carl Lily and Yi Fei each took more than a dozen marine warships, and the troops went to sea in 2 groups. The Vice Admiral Flying Squirrel goes to sea with D. Carl Lily. And Vice Admiral is Nameless, followed by Yi Fei. The 2 split into 2 groups and began to push New World horizontally. In just half a month, 2 groups of people have already wiped out hundreds of pirate groups. In 1 month, the number of pirates eliminated has reached 230. Among the 230 pirate groups that were wiped out, D. Carl Lily's department accounted for more than half, and the Yi Fei department accounted for only a small part of the 140 pirate groups. At the same time, the more than 140 captains of the pirate group defeated by D. Carl Lily were all beheaded without exception, and their heads were sent to naval headquarters, while their subordinates, all were executed on the spot, and the number of pirates killed exceeded 50,000, and their bodies were all thrown into the sea. Advertisement. Contrary to D. Carl Lily, Yi Fei only sent most of the pirate captains back to naval headquarters, and only killed some of the most heinous pirates. As for the ordinary crew members, except for those with rewards, they were basically let go. Of course, Yi Fei's move also had his own purpose. Within a short period of 1 month, the New World, which originally carried the dreams of countless pirates, immediately became a purgatory on Earth. The blood of countless pirates is scattered in this sea area that countless pirates look forward to. They never thought that such a thing would happen in New World. D. Carl Lily was dubbed the title of Marine Devil. Pirates will tremble when they hear her name. Even if they saw a ship belonging to the G1 branch, they would be so frightened that they would run away without daring to stay. Even if it's Marine's supply ship. In just 1 month, they experienced the horror of these 2 Marine admirals. Soon, most people realized a problem. That is, there are only 2 people who want to survive in the New World, either surrender to the Marine or attach to the 4 emperors. Return to Marine. Most pirates are unwilling to do such a thing. The purpose of their going to sea is mostly to seek money and profit, and to return to Marine. There is only one result, either to be killed or captured. You know, many of them were murdered. The path of returning to Marine is simply not feasible. Therefore, many people chose to attach themselves to the 4 emperors, Shichibukai. The rest, either fled to other sea areas, or stayed in New World secretly. Chapter 339 Sengoku's Concerns, Akainu's Attitude. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. During this month, Naval Headquarters, every day, will receive the heads of the pirates, as well as the escorted pirate leaders. When they tallied the final figures, they were also shocked. That woman, is she trying to completely disrupt New World? Sengoku couldn't believe it. The 2 arrived in New World, within a short period of 1 month. He did so many horrible things. Especially D. Carl Lily, more than 14 pirate captains, together with the heads of the pirates on the bounty order, piled up like a hill, which was something Marine had never done before. Of course, D. Carl Lily and Yi Shi, both Marine admirals, have the right to decide their own life and death, and they don't need the consent of the world government and naval headquarters. But these 2 people are indeed too messy. Not even Buster Call was that hard. Sengoku, the former marshal, couldn't believe it. There is nothing wrong with exterminating pirates. However, in Sengoku's view, these 2 Marine admirals are too radical. But being too aggressive will not do much good for maintaining the balance of the sea. Sengoku, a former Marine marshal, is well aware of this truth. Feeling skeptical about the matter, Sengoku immediately approached Akainu. However, Akainu's attitude surprised Sengoku. Inspector Sengoku, are you a little too nervous? Advertisement. I think they did something right, especially Carl Admiral. For pirates, we must resolutely eliminate them. Regarding this matter, Akainu's attitude is completely opposite to Sengoku's. He has always upheld absolute justice. Pirates must be resolutely eliminated. So within this month, he gave Admiral Yexity Carl Lily special awards many times. Hey, Sakazuki, do you know? Now, many pirates have appeared in other sea areas, and they are searching around. Also, some pirates have already attached to the four emperors. I think it is necessary to let them stop now. Sengoku's face darkened. In his opinion, these actions of D. Carl Lily and Yi Shi. It will directly cause turmoil in New World. You know, those vacillating pirates had to attach themselves to the banner of the big pirate in order to seek shelter. And they will follow them with determination. In this way, the pirates who were already extremely powerful will become even stronger. In addition, their move will definitely worry the four emperors. You know, 2 marine admirals appeared in New World, which has never happened before. Now, directly attack those ordinary pirates. It is bound to cause tension among the four emperors. Advertisement. What happens once they unite? All this, Sengoku sees very far. However, Akainu didn't take Sengoku's reminder seriously. Those who fled to other sea areas are just ordinary pirates. I believe that they can't make much trouble. As for Inspector Sengoku, what you said is attached to the four emperors, so what? Akainu appeared extremely calm. As long as the pirates are eliminated and the marine is dispatched again, what can the four emperors do? At the same time, he had some doubts in his heart. Could it be that D. Carl Lily and Yi Shi are not from Sengoku? If it is his person, do you still need to come and tell me these things? He was a little confused about this. However, he didn't want to think too much about it. If you indulge them like this, it will backfire. Akainu's attitude made Sengoku very unhappy. At the beginning, when the 2 admirals were asked to go to New World, Sengoku was worried that they would mess around. Now it seems that things are exactly as he expected. Inspector Sengoku, you don't have to worry about this. It's just an ordinary pirate, there's nothing to be nervous about. They definitely have ideas of their own. Advertisement. As for you, don't worry about it, now first I'm the Marine Marshal. Also, I want to remind you that the world government has acquiesced in this matter. If they object, things will not go this far. Akainu reminded. The implication is that you don't have to worry about it too much. Now your task is to train newcomers. Hearing this, Sengoku was speechless for a moment. Akainu's words, although ugly, but he is right. That is not within its jurisdiction. In addition, according to what Akainu said, the world government seems to support the approach of the 2 marine admirals. This made him even more helpless. Because he has no way to resist the world government. Sengoku, who was originally extremely depressed, pondered for a while. Finally, he gave a wry smile. It seems that I was thinking too much. After speaking, he turned and left without looking back. Seeing Sengoku's leaving back, Akainu felt indescribably happy. He finally saw the frustration of that man. After Sengoku left, Akainu once again sent awards to the 2 marine admirals of New World in the name of Naval Headquarters. Akainu's move also has its own purpose. The previous plan to move the capital was blocked, so the 2 marine admirals were sent to New World. As long as they gain a firm foothold, the world government may turn around and agree to his plan to move the capital. Chapter 340 Different Ideas. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. New World, Yi Fei in the Marineg 1 branch. Received a commendation order from Naval Headquarters again. This is already the 5th time this month. However, Yi Fei was not very happy. You know, this is not out of your own will. A few days later, D. Carl Lily finally returned to the G1 branch with the Marine fleet. In a month, D. Carl Admiral has been famous in New World, and the pirates here will be scared to the ground when they hear your name. The two had just met, and Yi Fei started teasing. Uncle, you are not bad. It's just that you are too kind to those pirates. D. Carl Lily doesn't think so. On the contrary, he feels that Yi Fei is too kind to accomplish great things. Call yourself kind. That's just the way you and I are different. You are here to make a name for yourself in Marine. And I'm just a pirate. You want me to kill all the pirates, which is not in line with my philosophy. Maybe you and I think differently. Yi Fei smiled awkwardly, and did not refute her directly. Similarly, he felt that this woman was too vicious. Advertisement. You release those pirates, they will regroup one day to deal with Marine. Could it be that you haven't considered this? D. Carl Lily asked. In her opinion, only when it is completely eliminated, there will be no rebels. However, letting go of those pirates is exactly Yi Fei's plan. If you don't kill them, you just hope that the pirates can return to your banner. In fact, during this period of time, many pirates have belonged to de Rees Rosa. De Rees Rosa also accepted all of them according to his own plan. Regarding D. Carl Lily's words, Yi Fei nodded. If you do that, it will definitely have an effect in a short time. If you keep doing this, maybe it will backfire and they will resist. Then keep going until they're all cleaned up. On this matter, D. Carl Lily will not back down. Only by killing them all will there be peace in the new world. So, our ideas are always different. Yi Fei laughed. Of course, he didn't change the woman's mind. Carl Lily nodded slightly. On the issue of dealing with pirates, let's go our separate ways. In this regard, Yi Fei agreed. I don't want to get too involved with this woman. To prevent myself from returning to pirates in the future and being crusaded by pirates all over the world. Advertisement. I think it will work. What are your next steps? Yi Fei really wanted to know if she would deal with the big pirates next. So that you can cope with it yourself. Facing Yi Fei's question, Carl Lily did not hesitate. Ordinary pirates in New World are almost scared out of their wits. For the past 2 days, I've been at sea, and I've gotten almost nothing. So, I'm going to take a break. Carl Lily replied unhurriedly. Since defeating multiple pirate groups in a row on the sea, it is difficult for her to meet pirates of a certain size. Moreover, as long as those pirates saw her warship, they would run away desperately, and they had disappeared before the warship approached. Originally, she didn't intend to seal the knife. But looking for ordinary pirates is very boring for her. Therefore, I decided to return to the G1 branch. However, her goal has been achieved. The award from Naval Headquarters already says it all. Very well, we have been chasing pirates continuously for a while, it seems that we have to rest for a while. Yi Fei immediately agreed. New World, de Rosa, Port. Fire Fist Ace, please take us in. Advertisement. We are willing to give all our money to you. As long as you agree to take us in, we will do anything for you whitebeard pirates. A bearded man, with a crew of hundreds, begged Ace of Fire Fist in the port. It was from Carl Lily that they narrowly escaped. And their captain had already been decapitated by Carl Lily. If they didn't escape quickly, their fate would be the same. You guys come with me to meet Yi Fei. Ace was a little embarrassed, he didn't want to make this decision directly. You know, this is already the 5th wave today. Since the 2 Marine Admirals came to New World, from the first kill. The pirates who went to de Rosa these days have never stopped. Up to now, dozens of pirate groups have come to seek refuge. Ace also took them all in according to Yi Fei's wishes. So far, they have taken in nearly 20,000 people. All along, Ace hoped to recruit many crew members. But now, Ace somewhat does not want them to come. You know, the country of de Rosa was not big in the first place. The population of the entire country is only a little over 100,000 people. Now, there are nearly 30,000 people attached to Yi Fei. If you continue to take in, de Rosa simply cannot take in so many pirates. So, Ace couldn't make a decision, he could only wait for Yi Fei to speak. Chapter 341. You guys, just stay. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Soon, these defected pirates were brought before Yi Fei. Hey, what are you going to me for? As before, Yi Fei asked them the same question as usual. Among them, the leader with a big beard immediately stood up. Captain Yi Fei, our captain was killed by Marine Wu. Now we have no way to go. Captain Yi Fei, you are the great pirate of New World, the most important person of 4 emperors Whitebeard. So, please take us Wu. The bearded man said in tears. Now, Marine of New World is chasing pirates everywhere, the captain is killed, and they are desperate. Yi Fei didn't hesitate. Since you want to come and join me, I can't drive you away, so just stay. Hearing this, Ace and Atmos immediately opened their mouths. This, you agreed. When the bearded group heard Yi Fei's agreement, they immediately knelt down in front of Yi Fei. Thank you Captain Yi Fei for taking in. They are really grateful to be taken in times of crisis. At the side, Atmos immediately walked to Yi Fei's side. Captain Yi Fei, de Rosa has no place to live. If we keep recruiting crew, we will have nowhere to live. Advertisement. The current de Rosa, pirates are already overcrowded. Tens of thousands of people, every day is a huge expense. If this continues, the little capital they have managed to earn will soon be eaten up by them. In front of the group of people, Atmos whispered his thoughts to Yi Fei. However, it was still heard by those people. We could live on a boat. We pay for all expenses ourselves, we just seek a safe place. As soon as Atmos finished speaking, the bearded man replied immediately. Of course, they were just looking for a shelter. You know, Yi Fei has the highest reward in pirate world. The strength is not necessarily under Whitebeard, and if they can be attached to him, then their safety will be guaranteed. Most importantly, Yi Fei's identity is Shichibukai. You know, 7 warlords of the sea is approved by the world government. From another perspective, Shichibukai can be regarded as the united front of Marine, although he is a pirate. Even if Marine attacks the 4 emperors, it is absolutely impossible to attack Yi Fei without receiving the world government's resolution. Therefore, attaching to Yi Fei is the best choice. Of course, they are well aware that although Yi Fei is a Shichibukai, he is also a pirate. Given the previous relationship between Whitebeard and Marine, Yi Fei and the others would definitely not be able to seek refuge with Marine. Hey, Atmos, do you hear that? Yi Fei laughed. Advertisement. Atmos looked confused. However, he quickly understood what Yi Fei meant, and immediately nodded in agreement. Afterwards, the bearded group was taken out. Atmos also looked helpless. Ace walked up to Yi Fei. Yi Fei, these people don't necessarily trust us sincerely. They only want to board our boat because they are afraid of Marine. Atmos is right, we don't necessarily have to recruit everyone. Ace reminded. Before that, he was very careful in recruiting crew members for Yi Fei. This time, in just 1 month, more than 20,000 people came in one go. There is simply no way to control it. Although he likes to make friends, it is true that he welcomes new members. However, he is principled, not everyone will be recruited. Hearing this, Yi Fei smiled lightly. Ace, you are right, many of these people are not sincere. But, you know, New World is not our family, Kaido, Shanks, Charlotte Linlin. There are so many big pirates, but they choose us, which also shows that those who defect to us are willing to trust us. Could it be that we drive them away like this? Maybe they will leave one day, but they will definitely remember our kindness in their hearts instead of drawing swords against each other. That's one of the reasons I plan to take them in. Advertisement. Yi Fei explained. But if this continues, Derice Rosa will be unbearable. Now, what they eat, live in, and use are all ours. Within a few months we'll be completely broken. Ace replied, although those pirates who defected did not intend to use the resources of the white group. However, in order to appease them, Yi Fei did give them a lot of supplies. As a pirate, Ace was not willing to take care of these messy things. In the Whitebeard pirates before, he could not think about these problems. But since managing Derice Rosa, as a manager, he has to deal with all kinds of problems. He knows very well that if the Whitebeard pirates want to become better, they must face these problems. Ace, it seems that you are getting more and more mature. Yi Fei laughed. Knowing that he cares about these issues shows that Ace is at least responsible. At this point, compared with previous aces, he has indeed matured. Hey, Yi Fei, now is not the time to talk about this. Ace was embarrassed. After becoming a family, I realized that daily necessities, rice, oil and salt are expensive. Of course I have my way. Yi Fei laughed. Chapter 342 Expansion of the Arms Business. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Of course, as the real manager of the Whitebeard pirates Derice Rosa. He naturally didn't allow his pirate group to be eaten up. For this problem, he has already planned. During this period of time, it was just to appease people's hearts. Any solution? Ace immediately stepped forward and asked. Near Derice Rosa, aren't there many islands? I plan to let all the pirates who came over go to those deserted islands. Yi Fei laughed. Yi Fei has always had this idea for a while. Arrange them to go to a desert island. Ace looked puzzled. Around Derice Rosa, there are indeed some islands. However, there are basically desert islands. Where to send them so that they can fend for themselves? Could it be that they are allowed to eat and drink for nothing on my territory? Yi Fei asked back. In a word, Ace was confused by the question. Originally, he thought that Yi Fei took them in as before, only providing them with supplies. Unexpectedly, Yi Fei had other plans. I thought. Advertisement. Ace somewhat knew what to say. Starting today, send these people to nearby islands. All their expenses must be paid by themselves. I believe, at this point, they should be able to understand. One more thing, within my jurisdiction, they absolutely do not allow robbery. If found, they will be wiped out immediately. Yi Fei replied. Getting the Whitebeard pirates, keeping them, is impossible. They themselves, get the money. Although Yi Fei took them in and didn't want their belongings. But their expenses must be paid by themselves. However, that's not the point. The point is to use them to create value. You know, that's 20,000 people. With 20,000 people working for us, what can we not do well? Yi Fei has already made plans. Although these are pirates, they are all labor. Moreover, it is equivalent to a gift from Marine. If that's the case, I'm fine. In this way, we can have income, at least, they can survive. But what are we going to keep them for? Ace nodded thoughtfully. After all, it is definitely not possible to sit and eat. Advertisement. But let them go on like this. Although the pressure on Derice Rosa's Whitebeard pirates can be relieved. But those pirates themselves, don't they just sit and eat? Yi Fei stipulated that they were not allowed to rob. You know, as pirates, robbery is their housekeeping skill. If this continues, even if they have money now, it will be difficult to maintain it for a long time. Soon, Ace expressed his doubts. His words hit Yi Fei's plan. I intend to expand the arms factory. We can develop these islands into munitions factories. The existing Derice Rosa munitions factory has long been unable to meet the needs of pirates. Especially during this period of time, the two marine admirals of New World have turned the world upside down. Some pirates in the New World choose to attach themselves to powerful pirates. Some keep buying arms to strengthen themselves and seek self-protection. Orders are flying all over the munitions factory, and business is booming. The current production conditions of Derice Rosa are simply not satisfied. Since this period of time, the arms orders have been full. Yi Fei certainly didn't want to miss this opportunity to make money. You know, selling arms in New World is comparable to the huge profits of casinos. Doflamingo has been entrenched in Derice Rosa for many years. The most important income also depends on arms. As for his casinos, they are all scams, and they don't make much money. Advertisement. In order to prevent customers from falling into the hands of others, expanding the arms factory has become a top priority. Therefore, Yi Fei decided to expand the surrounding islands into an arms factory for the Baituan. And among the recruited pirates, there must be talents in this area. Yi Fei's idea is to use these people to help him produce arms. While making money, it also gives them a place to live. At the same time, the sphere of influence of de Rosa, where the white group is located, will be able to radiate farther. Yi Fei, that's a good idea. I have seen the order at the arms factory. There are pirates buying arms everywhere. If we don't deliver in time, those people will definitely go elsewhere. For Yi Fei's idea, Ace is in favor of it. Recently, not only have pirates defected, but also, arms transactions have increased several times compared to before. Even the munitions factory in de Rosa was working day and night, but it was still hard to satisfy. If Yi Fei's plan is achieved, then it will not only expand de Rosa's sphere of influence. Moreover, the money earned will increase. In addition, let those who take refuge have things to do, and don't have to live by robbery every day. Ace is very supportive of this matter, which also makes Yi Fei more confident. Ace, please inform me immediately. Assign them to the surrounding islands, select those pirates who are familiar with arms, and immediately start preparing for arms production. De Rosa has a very complete arms production process. As long as it is copied to the nearby islands, the production of arms can be started immediately. Now, what Yi Fei lacks the most is professionals. Chapter 343 I have 20,000 labor force. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. However, Yi Fei believes that the 20,000 strong pirate team definitely has talents in arms. With equipment and people, it can be produced. So anxious. Those islands, but nothing. Ace looked confused. You know, some of the nearby islands don't even have a house. Open-air production of munitions. Is this joke a little too big? However, Yi Fei seemed extremely serious. Ace, you have to remember that in this world, as long as there is a problem, there is a solution. Yi Fei reminded. Many islands don't even have a house. Ace still doesn't understand. Whoever says arms must be produced in the house. Could it not be possible on the boat? By the time we finish building the house, the clients are probably gone already. As for the houses you mentioned, we can build munitions and houses at the same time. Ace, don't forget, we now have tens of thousands of people, can't they do it? Yi Fei asked back. In business, it is natural to pay attention to efficiency. Advertisement. Once the opportunity comes, it cannot be missed. If everything is done step by step, when will the goal be achieved? It may be difficult for one person to do one thing, but with tens of thousands of people, the effect is completely different. I'm afraid some of them won't be willing. Produce gunpowder, guns and ammunition on board. This really made him a little unbelievable. In his opinion, those pirates are all used to snatching, and they are all used to being free and unrestrained. Let them stay on the ship quietly and engage in arms production, would they be willing? Ace's doubts. Ace, now, it's us who take care of them when they have nowhere to go. Could it be that we can't make a condition yet? Just say it directly. If anyone is unwilling, please leave immediately. Whitebeard pirates, don't raise lazy people. Those who stay must obey orders. Yi Fei smiled coldly. In de Rosa, if they want to stay, they have to listen to themselves. This is the bottom line, there is nothing to talk about. Yi Fei, I see. Ace figured it out quickly. Yi Fei was right, it was true. When you come, you have to work, otherwise why are you here? Advertisement. Also, among those pirates, you choose some who can speak well. I want them to develop clients for me. Yi Fei ordered again. This is the legendary salesman. However, the difference is that they are selling arms. Quote. Ace was speechless for a moment. Hey, Yi Fei, did you make a mistake? Now we can't deliver on time, why are you soliciting customers? What's the situation? Are you thinking too far ahead? What should we do if we can't meet the deadline? He was dumbfounded. Yi Fei also roughly guessed what Ace meant. Then he explained. Currently, we have a lot of orders. However, I believe that with so many people working at the same time, those orders will disappear quickly. If our customers can't keep up, it will be troublesome, so we must prepare first. Arms, in fact, are no different from other products. Ace thought about it, and felt that what Yi Fei said made sense. Of course, these were things he hadn't thought of. For this matter, Ace still has great doubts. Is it really okay to do this? Advertisement. Yi Fei, you probably need a lot of people to help manage these arrangements. Have you thought about what to do? Ace asked again. Of course there's a lot going on in this. You call up a portion of administration from those who defect. In addition, I will discuss with my father and ask them to send some captains to come together. We want to take advantage of this opportunity to make a fortune. Yi Fei said. Want to expand arms production? There must be enough managers. Yi Fei's idea is to recruit from pirates. After all, many of them are their own people, which is easier to manage. It is best to use their people to manage them. In addition, after all, they are here to defect, and they don't know the basics, because they are not at ease with these pirates, so Yifei intends to ask Dad to send someone over. Yifei believes that as long as all these things are done well, money will keep coming, and everything you want to do is about to come true. I think it will work. Yifei thought. Ace nodded. Afterwards, the two started their plan in full swing. Under the arrangement of the two, nearly 20,000 pirates defected. Assigned directly to nearby islands. Chapter 344 Make a Fortune. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Secondly, select professionals, and transport the munitions production facilities from Deliberation to various islands, directly produce munitions, and build residences at the same time. Finally, open up the arms sales network all over the world, so that the whole world can buy arms produced by Deliberation. Soon, it will start as scheduled. Except for a very small number of pirates who disobeyed orders, they were invited out as a matter of course. The vast majority of pirates are still willing to obey the arrangement. You know, being attached to the Whitebeard pirates, at least it is safer. They quickly followed Yifei's orders. Construction, production, transportation, and sales are organized under the arrangement of Yifei and others. With the cooperation of more than a dozen islands, the originally full arms orders were swept away in a short period of time. This shocked Ace. Yifei was right, so many people worked together with great efficiency. Fortunately, the hundreds of arms salesmen who were selected traveled all over the world of pirates and once again brought a huge amount of arms orders to Deliberation. With the background of Yifei and Whitebeard pirates, those ordinary pirates are naturally willing to cooperate. The turmoil in the New World made the pirates know the importance of guns and ammunition, and they made the purchase of ammunition their top priority. Advertisement. Naturally, they immediately thought of Deliberation. A large number of arms transactions made the already extremely lively Deliberation sea area even more busy. Every day, there are thousands of ships coming and going. This is a small country with a population of only 100,000. Every day, hundreds of thousands of people flow in and out. Ships come and go, and the huge traffic has driven the unprecedented prosperity of Deliberation. Casinos. Every casino here is full, because there is no room. Yifei even opened it on a ship in the sea. If one is not enough, then two. If two are not enough, then there are more. Every time the arena is full of seats, the whole world wants to come here to duel, and some people want to witness the duel of sword fighters with their own eyes. Tourism, originally tropical Deliberation, has also exploded. There is not a single vacant room here, and guests live on the boat because they have nowhere to stay, and even so, they still enjoy it. Beauty, food, money, and resources are all pouring into this small country all the time. For this reason, Yifei had to set up ports on all the islands so that ships could pass and stay in time at any time. The huge flow of people, basic necessities of life, and transportation all brought huge income to Deliberation. Every day, hills of gold and silver treasures are pushed into Derishrosa's secret vaults one after another. These vaults belong entirely to Yifei's Beituan headquarters. Yifei can freely control all the money inside. And the original King Deliberation, King Liku. Advertisement. His taxation basically lies with the nationals of Deliberation. The prosperity of Deliberation has also greatly boosted the income of residents. And King Liku, who lives by the people, naturally earns a lot of money. I never imagined that one day Yifei would make Deliberation like this. On the high ground of the king, King Liku standing on the palace, looking at the bustling Deliberation, couldn't help sighing. As king of Deliberation, he knew very well that this was originally an extremely poor country. After being enslaved by Doflamingo for many years, the residents here can imagine the pain. Although Doflamingo makes a lot of money, the people here are still poor. Originally, he thought that Yifei was not much better than Doflamingo. After all, they are all pirates. But it turned out he was wrong. Although Yifei is a pirate, he actually helped Deliberation. What he does is different from other pirates. Under the governance of Yifei, the residents here are doing various businesses. Some people come to consume, and naturally, they can also make money. Advertisement. Soon, the residents here changed from poor to rich. Moreover, here, the pirates dare not make trouble. Even Marine didn't dare to come here easily. Because, here, every island is filled with white flags. The skull flag represents safety. Yifei played a great role in Deliberations's original potential. All this is because of Yifei. Thinking of this, King Liku felt ashamed. What have I done for this country? At that moment, he realized that Yifei is the god of this country. And he himself is not as good as a pirate. At the same time, Yifei is sitting at the headquarters of the Beituan, and all the current executives of the Beituan are sitting together. These people include Ace the Fire Fist, Smile the Blind Swordsman, Atmos, the newly transferred 5th Captain Foil Vesta, and Captain Morty Van Gogh under Whitebeard. In addition, there are several newly joined pirate captains among the current senior management of the Yifei White Group. They are all in charge of the sales department of the arms production department. Of course, these people have been carefully selected by Yifei Ace. Yifei, the past few months have been really unforgettable. So far, Ace still can't believe it. Chapter 345 Nine Peaks Trading Company. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. In just a few months, Derice Rosa has developed to this point. As if in a dream. Then I'd like to thank Marine for not causing us any trouble. Yi Fei laughed. If not for Marine's plans. Presumably, there won't be so many pirates who will fall to him suddenly. The arms trade will not be so lively. Besides, Carl Lily hasn't moved in the past few months. And Yi Fei knew very well that that woman was already planning her next move. Yi Fei, do you think those two Marine admirals will attack us? Ace asked in front of everyone. He knew very well that one of the two Marine admirals was Yi Fei. Of course, he couldn't say it directly. I am a Shichibukai. Don't they think about it? Also, if they really want to come over, let her come over. Yi Fei replied flatly. Shichibukai have special powers granted by the world government. And Yi Fei brought this power to ultimate. Even the world government has nothing to say. After finishing speaking, Yi Fei looked at the silent blind swordsman. Advertisement. He knew very well that the blind swordsman had a prejudice against that woman. As long as Carl Lily shot himself. Well, they have to think about the consequences. Besides, looking at the woman's appearance last time, it seems that she has no such plan yet. Compared with himself, Yi Fei was more worried about Papa Whitebeard's side. Carl Lily had privately told himself before that he would love to challenge Whitebeard Edward Newgate. This is the only thing that worries Yi Fei. Yi Fei, I think we need to make corresponding defenses. That woman is not simple. Ace said. Ace's proposal quickly won the approval of everyone. That woman never relents when dealing with pirates. The pirates under the four emperors will definitely be his opponents. So one day, the two sides will directly become enemies. I think so too. Yi Fei nodded slightly. To deal with Marine. You must strengthen yourself. During this period of time, Baituan has made a lot of money. Then the next step is to strengthen your own strength. Can't we defend against Marine now? In Ace's view, Derice Rosa already has a lot of talent. Advertisement. It shouldn't be too difficult to guard Carl Lily. Immediately, Yi Fei shook his head directly. Not yet. Sailing on the sea, we need more warships. An armada of the seas. Yi Fei replied. This is Yi Fei's next step. Yi Fei has no shortage of guns and ammunition. Now, what Yi Fei lacks are warships. Yi Fei didn't like those pirate ships that came here. There are quite a few shipyards over there in 7 capitals of water. Let me see where we can buy a batch. Ace suggested. The 7 capitals of water is a world-renowned shipyard. Not only pirates, but many marine warships come from there. If you can reach an agreement with them to buy warships, this problem will be solved easily. Ace's proposal quickly won the support of everyone. The shipbuilding standard of the 7 capitals of water is quite high. The boats in 7 capitals of water are certainly good. However, I have better plans. Yi Fei smiled and shook his head. In the 7 capitals of water, CP9 often haunts, which is not conducive to his own plan. During the period of running Derice Rosa, Yi Fei met many people. Advertisement. Among them, a businessman named Shu Hai came into Yi Fei's sight. Under this person's name, there is a trading company named Jufeng. Since this period of time, Yi Fei's arms trade has expanded rapidly, and the raw materials are basically purchased from the Jufeng Trading Company branch of Shang World. Under Yi Fei's inquiry, Jufeng Trading Company, Limited is not only engaged in arms trading, but also involves many other trades, such as steel, gunpowder, food, wine, tea, cotton and other materials, including all kinds of merchant ships, warships. Their ships, Yi Fei has also seen, most of them are new type ships. Compared with the sail power of old-fashioned ships, the power of new style ships basically uses electricity and steam. This also makes their passage on the sea faster. Most of Derice Rosa's munitions raw materials come from Shu Hai's Jufeng Trading Company. However, until now, Yi Fei has not met Shu Hai in person. This person is not in New World. Especially for Shu Hai, Yi Fei wanted to meet him very much. Because this character is not mentioned in the original book. As a time traveler, Yi Fei knows that as long as it is a relatively important person in the world of pirates, it must have a prototype. Soon, Yi Fei expressed his thoughts in front of everyone. It is rumored that Shu Hai seldom shows up. I wonder if he will be willing to meet us. Ace was a little embarrassed. Of course, he knew that Baituan was also cooperating with Jufeng Trading Company. However, even if the two parties cooperate, they have never met Shu Hai in person. All along, the person who came forward to cooperate with Baituan was a man named Hai Feng. Everyone present also expressed the same views as Ace. Jufeng Trading Company, Limited has branches in all aspects of trade, no matter in the southeast, northwest, or New World, with huge business and strong financial resources. But for the person behind Shu Hai, they have never seen anyone. Chapter 346 White Pearl, Set Sail. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Whether you see it or not, we should have the final say. In Yi Fei's view, this matter is not difficult. After the meeting, Yi Fei left Ace alone. Ace, this time I'm looking for Shu Hai to buy a warship, you can go with me. Every time he goes out to sea, Yi Fei is alone. This time, though, he decided to bring the Firefist Ace. For Yi Fei's words, Ace was a little puzzled. As usual, that guy never takes me with him. Why suddenly? Hey, Yi Fei, is what you said true? Ace couldn't believe it. Are you going or not? Yi Fei was a little impatient. Before, I didn't take you with me, and you went again. Now, with you, it's this expression again. He knows that Ace is a guy who likes to run around. Let him stay in Derice Rosa all the time, he will definitely not get used to it. Previously, Yi Fei kept Ace for the sake of Bai Tuan's retreat. Advertisement. Now, there is an admiral-level blind swordsman sitting there. Yi Fei believes that even if someone dares to make an idea here, there will be no return. Going to sea is my dream. Besides, how can I buy a warship this time without me? Ace couldn't wait to answer, fearing that Yi Fei would regret it. During this period of time, he was almost dizzy, so he could take advantage of this opportunity to go outside. These 2 days, let's arrange things here. Then, let's go to sea together. Yi Fei replied. The next 2 days, under Yi Fei's arrangement, he handed over Derice Rosa's defense and business to the blind swordsman and several captains respectively. In Yi Fei's view, these people are worthy of his trust. After the arrangements were made, I took Ace and the crew in charge of liaison to drive the White Pearl, and officially set out to sea. This time, Yi Fei took only one ship, the White Pearl, and 3,000 crew members on board. After several months of training, the crew on the White Pearl has been able to manipulate this huge warship very skillfully. In addition, skilled gunners have been arranged for each gun position on the ship. Guns, ammunition, and living supplies are all available. Of course, the purpose of going to sea this time is not for Yi Fei to fight, but this does not mean that Yi Fei is not ready for battle. As long as someone dares to attack him, no matter who he is, he will be wiped out on the spot. After a few days at sea, the crew responsible for contacting the Jufeng Trading Company soon arrived at the Jufeng Trading Company's residence. On the surface of the sea, the huge warship that broke in. Advertisement. Dozens of ships from Jufeng Trading Company immediately set up their cannons and aimed at the White Pearl. Although they are only merchant ships, the configuration of artillery fire is no less than that of pirates' warships. Configuring artillery fire was not their original intention. However, there are many pirates in New World, and plundering at sea happens from time to time. In order to ensure the safe passage of merchant ships, their merchant ships must be equipped with artillery. Therefore, in New World, the boats of Jufeng Trading Company, Limited are not only the fastest among the peers, but also the safest all the time. On the sea thousands of meters apart, a shell suddenly landed in front of the White Pearl, causing water waves tens of meters high. Damn it, these guys actually fired at us. Ace was a little upset. Talk about a partnership. But they fired at us, what do you mean? According to his previous personality, he flew over early and smashed it indiscriminately. But this time without Yi Fei's order, he dare not. Ace, don't be nervous, I think they are warning. The awareness of prevention is quite strong. Notice, raise the pirate flag. Yi Fei laughed. This time, it is not a war with them. These days, while sailing in New World, Yi Fei did not raise the White Group's pirate flag. Advertisement. The purpose is just not to attract Marines' attention. At the same time, in order to ensure the absolute safety of this plan. Along the way, Yi Fei did not keep in touch with Jufeng Trading Company in case others leaked the news. However, now, you can reveal your identity. During this period of time, Baituan has been cooperating with Jufeng Trading Company. It is impossible for them not to recognize the skull flag of Baituan. Soon, it was as Yi Fei expected. The boat of Jufeng Trading Company soon saw the skull flag on the boat. This time, instead of firing a warning, they saw a small boat sailing towards the White Pearl, quickly. So it's the Whitebeard pirates, so please come with us. The crew on board quickly confirmed Baituan's identity and finished shouting. Immediately, he turned around immediately and became the leading ship. The White Pearl followed behind the boat and slowly headed towards the port. Near the port, dozens of new warships are lined up in the port. Their cannons did not put away, but kept aiming at the White Pearl. The scene in front of them made the crew on the White Pearl very uncomfortable. Obviously they are all cooperating, but they actually regard us as enemies. During this period of time, after purchasing so many munitions from you, it turns out that there is still such a way to welcome us. Soon, many people on board were clamoring to shoot and destroy them. However, it was stopped by Yi Fei. Chapter 347 Mao Haifeng. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Didn't you see that their people are very nervous? They probably haven't seen such a big ship, so they are more worried. If we attack suddenly, they have no chance of winning. Not only the boats on the beach, even the cannons on the island were aimed at the White Pearl. Hearing this, everyone looked to both sides. Yi Fei said yes, everyone on the other side had a look of horror on their faces. They have never seen such a large-scale warship, and their instinctive reaction is to be afraid. Seeing this, everyone didn't say much. Immediately, the White Pearl approached the port. When the huge anchor was thrown into the sea, the deck of the ship rests directly on the stone slabs of the port. Several managers on the ship walked down the deck with Yi Fei. As soon as Yifei and others got off the boat, they saw dozens of people waiting not far away. The leader was a strong man with a beard and a strong look. Seeing that it was Yifei who came, the bearded man looked a little surprised. But soon, his face returned to normal. Then greeted with a smile. It turns out that Captain Yifei is here, sorry for your disrespect. I am the person in charge of New World of Jufeng Trading Company, Mao Haifeng. I'm sorry about what happened just now. Advertisement. After the big man finished speaking, he bowed his hands. Just now, he didn't know it was Yifei's boat, so he ordered someone to fire the cannon. Just because I learned that Bai Tuan would send someone over this time. Therefore, he has been in contact with Yifei. However, the signal has been interrupted. In this regard, they are very vigilant. Looking at it now, luckily Yifei and the others didn't make a move. Otherwise, maybe this place has been cleaned up. To his surprise, he didn't expect Yifei to come over in person. Mao Haifeng. The name is very familiar. Then look up and down. The man was about 40 years old and had an oriental face. It turns out that Master Haifeng of New World is actually him. Oh, what did you say? It's okay. What happened just now? Yifei didn't take it to heart. If it was me, maybe I would do the same. This time Captain Yifei is here, what's the matter? Mao Haifeng was a little puzzled. The highest reward task in the pirate world suddenly came to his territory. This matter does not seem so simple. In the past few days, he has received news that Derice Rosa will have big names appearing here. Originally, he thought it would be Fire Fist Ace coming in person. Advertisement. Unexpectedly, it was Yifei. Buy a boat. Yifei replied casually. Buy a boat. I don't know what kind of merchant ship Captain Yifei likes. Mao Haifeng asked intentionally. In the past few months, Derice Rosa's trade has been extremely frequent. Business expansion and the purchase of merchant ships are naturally reasonable. However, buying merchant ships. Could it be that the captain should come over in person? This is somewhat unlikely. You know, for that kind of thing, you only need to trouble your subordinates. Therefore, according to his intuition, Yifei's purpose is not in this. Soon, Yifei's answer confirmed his thoughts. Merchant ships. No, I want warships. Yifei replied coldly. Judging from his appearance, you can tell that this guy said it on purpose. As expected of a businessman, a thief. Battleship. Captain Yifei, I'm sorry, we don't provide warships. Mao Haifeng replied with a smile. Although he guessed that Yifei was not buying a merchant ship, he was still a little surprised about the warship. If it is a merchant ship, he can easily agree. But the matter of warships is no small matter. Advertisement. Before he figured out Yifei's purpose, he couldn't agree to it, so he tried to refuse to see it. During this period of time, the cooperation with Derice Rosa has made them a lot of money. For such an important client as Yifei, he can only keep a smile on his face. No ships. Yifei was a little unhappy. This guy is very dishonest in front of himself. I have already got the news, and I still say that. Immediately, he didn't give him face. No, I heard that you recently sold a batch of ships to Marine, including warships. Tell us no now. Do you despise our Whitebeard pirates? Could it be that our money is not money? Yifei's attitude suddenly became extremely cold. Of course, what he said was not false. A few months ago, Naval Headquarters purchased a batch of new warships from East Blue. And, prepared to transfer to New World. Yifei, who is Marine Admiral, has already heard the news. The new warship purchased by Naval Headquarters has been resting in Marineford. I believe it will come to the New World 1 branch soon. Of course, that's exactly Akainu's plan. Forehead. Mao Haifeng was stunned and had nothing to say. However, what shocked him was that Marine's purchase of warships was top secret. How did Yifei in front of him know this? Chapter 348 must be achieved. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Mao Haifeng didn't know that Yifei had two identities. If he knew, he would definitely be scared stupid on the spot. Seeing that something was wrong with Yifei's face, Mao Haifeng didn't dare to offend him. He knew very well that the more powerful the pirate, the more unpredictable he would be. In addition, they knew Yifei's strength. Therefore, he cannot afford to offend. Isn't it possible? Yifei's eyes were bright and aggressive. At the same time, he assumed a posture of fighting. The implication is that you don't speak well. Well, we're welcome. Moreover, he felt Yifei's aura, which was obviously different from just now. Seeing that Yifei was coming for real, Mao Haifeng had no choice but to answer quickly. Captain Yifei, don't be angry, my branch does not have warships to buy. Marine did purchase warships from Jufeng Trading Company, but not in New World. Facing Yifei, Mao Haifeng knew he couldn't offend him, so he had to answer truthfully. Where can I buy it? Yifei asked coldly. At this moment, he finally understood that to deal with such a cunning businessman, he must be intimidated. It's not enough to have a good talk with him. As soon as you threaten him, tell the truth immediately. I don't know that either. Mao Haifeng was embarrassed. Advertisement. Previously, he had never sold a warship in New World. You know, warships mean battles, and Marine is extremely strict with warship deals. Even Jufeng Trading Company has this qualification. But in New World, they are still afraid to do so. You know, New World is the lair of big pirates. They are already very powerful, and coupled with warships, they will be even more threatening. Therefore, in New World, even Jufeng Trading Company did not dare to openly disobey Marine's order. For a long time, things like warships have been handled by Shu Hai himself. Who knows? Are you in charge? Seeing him, he doesn't look like he's lying. Yi Fei concluded that he should not know about it. However, as the person in charge of New World, he must be very clear about this matter. In addition, Yi Fei deliberately asked about the head of the family. I just want to know if Shu Hai is a pirate or not. Well, our president Shu Hai knows it well. Facing Yi Fei, Mao Haifeng no longer dared to hide. After speaking, he already started to cry in his heart. Shu Hai has clearly ordered not to sell warships in New World. For this, he never dared to defy. And now, someone just wants to buy it. Moreover, this person is Yi Fei from Beituan. Then please take us to meet. Yi Fei's tone was still extremely cold. Advertisement. Forehead. Can I report in advance? Mao Haifeng asked earnestly. Even though they have a very important business relationship with Derice Rosa. But Baobaki, will Yi Fei suddenly change his face? Once he changes his face, the New World branch of Jufeng Trading Company will cease to exist. And once he agrees, he will be the middleman between Yi Fei and Jufeng Trading Company. Once the matter is exposed, Marine will blame it, so what to do? For a while, Mao Haifeng was also unable to get off the tiger. After much deliberation, it can only be left to Shu Hai to decide. I can give you time to contact him now. Yi Fei replied flatly. The main purpose of this visit is to discuss business. When the other party did not explicitly reject him, Yi Fei decided to abide by the business rules first. After speaking, he began to wait. At that moment, Mao Haifeng realized that Yi Fei was not so easy to deal with. I had no choice but to nod. Then, immediately turned and ran away. Beside, Ace walked up to Yi Fei. This guy can't play tricks. Just now, Ace already felt that the scene was a little tense. Now, Mao Haifeng ran away suddenly. Advertisement. Will it suddenly fire at the White Pearl? You know, their cannons haven't been put down yet. I spoke with them in good faith. If he dares to act recklessly, we will destroy them on the spot. Yi Fei replied blankly. He absolutely does not allow anyone to double-faced himself. Procurement of munitions raw materials. Ace didn't understand. Now, most of Derice Rosa's munitions raw materials, gunpowder, steel, most of them come from the branch of Jufeng Trading Company in New World. Once they are eliminated, Derice Rosa's business will definitely be affected. From this point of view, it seems a bit uneconomical. Of course, Yi Fei has considered the idea of Ace. But now, warships are the most important thing to Yi Fei. The new warship of Naval Headquarters will be shipped to the New World 1 branch soon. Their goals may point to themselves at any time. At this time, it is obviously too slow to build a ship by yourself. Moreover, although Derice Rosa has arms production. But there is no decent shipyard. In a short period of time, it is impossible to build a ship capable of fighting. Arsenal raw materials, we can make up from other places. I have to do this. You get the ship ready. Shipbuilding and munitions are fundamentally different. Chapter 349 The Fishman Island. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Now, it is imperative. Business is temporarily affected, that's okay. The battleship must be obtained. Even if he wanted to eliminate Jufeng Trading Company, Yi Fei would not hesitate to do so. That's why we brought the White Pearl on a special trip. Okay. Ace had no choice but to agree with Yi Fei's idea. Just when he was ready to respond, Mao Haifeng returned to the two of them again. President Shu Hai, you have already agreed to see him. Mao Haifeng breathed a sigh of relief temporarily. Just now, on the opposite side of the phone bug, Shu Hai scolded him. However, he finally agreed to Mao Haifeng's request. Where are they now? New World, East Blue. Are we going to see him, or is he coming to see us? President Shu Hai wants you to meet him. Okay, then please lead the way. Advertisement. To be on the safe side, Yi Fei decided to let Mao Haifeng lead the way himself. Even Mao Haifeng didn't have this plan, but faced Yi Fei. He also has no choice. Who made him strong? In pirate world, only the strong have the right to speak. Soon, he agreed with Yi Fei's decision. Captain Yi Fei, can you tell us why you bought such a powerful ship from us? Mao Haifeng was very puzzled. The White Pearl in front of him was enough to shock him. Obviously have such an advanced warship. Why did Yi Fei take the risk of going to East Blue to buy it? You know, if such a large number of warships want to cross the red line, the world government will absolutely not agree, even if Yi Fei's identity is 7 warlords of the sea. Since then, there is only the Fishman Island on the bottom of the sea. It was a dangerous road. Instead of spending a lot of time building it, it would be more cost-effective to buy it directly. Yi Fei laughed. Of course, he very much hoped that all his ships would be White Pearl. However, under the conditions of One Piece world, such a ship cannot be produced at all. The exchange value of this kind of ship is too high, and the cost of use is also extremely high. Originally, Yi Fei thought that de Rose's shipyard had such conditions. Advertisement. But after careful study, it was found that it was impossible. The facilities on the ships there are extremely simple, and at most they can only do some ship repairs. It is impossible to assemble the shipyard there now. Soon, Yi Fei gave up the idea. Therefore, we can only settle for the next best thing and try to choose similar warships. Of course, this is not Yi Fei's original intention, it is just a way out of nowhere. Also, it takes a lot of time to build a good ship. This is very uneconomical for Yi Fei, who is eager to strengthen his strength. On the marine side, the armament has already begun to increase. You must not fall behind. Quote. Seeing what Yi Fei said, Mao Haifeng didn't want to continue asking. As a businessman, he knows that sometimes, he shouldn't ask so many questions. Immediately, Yi Fei took Mao Haifeng directly to the boat. It was the first time for Mao Haifeng to board such a large ship, and he was shocked. It was only when he set foot on the White Pearl that he realized that it was because of his small size. Even the Jufeng Trading Company cannot build this kind of ship. Despite being shocked, he is still very worried about this trip to East Blue. This move by Yi Fei is very likely to put Jufeng Trading Company in great danger. Advertisement. In the next few days, Mao Haifeng hardly said a word. Every time Yi Fei asked something, he would answer it. Obviously, Yi Fei felt his unnaturalness, and Yi Fei didn't want to care too much about it. In the world of pirates, his own interests are the most important. For this trip to East Blue, there are two ways to go. The first road is through Mariajoy, the holy place where the world government is located. As long as you get permission from the world government, you can directly enter the first half of the Grand Lines, Paradise. The second way is to follow the route that Dad took before, the bottom of the New World, passing the Fishman Island, bypassing Marineford, passing through Sabayati Island, passing through the Magic Triangle, and entering Calm Belt. There are two roads, the first is the safest. As Yi Fei 7 Warlords of the Sea, you can get permission from the world government. However, Yi Fei doesn't want to do that yet, the purpose is just not to attract the attention of the world government. Well, all that's left is to go through the Fishman Island from the bottom of the sea. In Summit War, Pop came to Naval Headquarters Marineford from the Fishman Island under the sea. The road is dangerous, but Yi Fei is not afraid. In addition, taking this road, Yi Fei wanted to visit the Fishman Island by the way. Before reaching the entrance, Yi Fei successfully coated the White Pearl and sank with the current. The voyage to the Fishman Island was very difficult, but Yi Fei arrived at the Fishman Island smoothly. I learned that Yi Fei and his party had arrived. King Neptune of the Fishman Island and his 3 sons received Yi Fei and his party with great etiquette. The Fishman Island is the site of the Whitebeard pirates. As the second person in the White group, King Neptune naturally did not dare to neglect. Chapter 350 Where is Hody Jones? Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Captain Yi Fei, I have heard about you, you are really brave. He had already heard about the Summit War. He really admired being able to save someone at Naval Headquarters. All along, he wanted to meet Yi Fei. It's just that there has been no chance, and finally, this time, I finally saw the deity. King Neptune has won the prize. Dad said about you. For King Neptune, Yi Fei gave full respect. The Fishman Island provides a lot of material assistance to the Baituan every year. Father Yi Fei trusts him very much. The two have always been considered friends. Captain Edward, how are you doing now? King Neptune asked. He hadn't seen Whitebeard for a while. So, when I saw Yi Fei, I wanted to ask. Thanks to King Tony Putton, Dad is in good health now. Yi Fei replied. At present, there are not many wars in the Shinjuku Islands. Marine also didn't take any action against his father. During this period of time, the overall life has been relatively peaceful. It's just that the old man is getting older and older. Captain Yi Fei came to the Fishman Island this time. Advertisement. Would like to stay longer. So that I can fulfill the friendship of the landlord. King Neptune was very polite. Yi Fei nodded thoughtfully. He really wanted to take a look at the Fishman Island, but this time, he wanted to do one thing by the way. As the Fishman Island still peaceful recently? Hearing this, King Neptune was a little puzzled. Why did Yi Fei suddenly ask this question? Does he think the Fishman Island is not peaceful? It's all thanks to Captain Edward. King Neptune replied truthfully. Before Whitebeard took over, the Fishman Island was a real hot spot. The Fishman Island is the only place for pirates to enter the New World. Not only are there frequent wars, but there are often passing pirates who will take the opportunity to catch the mermaid Sabayati and sell them on the island. The Fishman Island has also been relatively peaceful since the White Regiment took over. Ordinary pirates don't dare to mess around here. King Neptune, what do you mean is that this place is very peaceful? Yi Fei asked intentionally. King Neptune still couldn't understand what Yi Fei meant. Immediately, he could only look at Yi Fei with embarrassment. Seeing that he didn't understand, Yi Fei sighed, and continued, Where did Hody Jones go? Today, why didn't you see him coming? Advertisement. Now, the Fishman Island is the sphere of influence of the White Regiment. And he can control everything here. Hearing this, King Neptune was slightly startled. Could it be that Yi Fei knew about the Fishman Island? Otherwise, why would he suddenly ask about this? He already has a headache about Hody Jones and the new mermaid pirates. Even though he is the king of the Fishman Island, he can't control Hody Jones at all. He also notified Hody Jones about the arrival of the white group, but he still didn't see him coming. I have notified. King Neptune replied awkwardly. Hody Jones, does he disdain our arrival? King Neptune wants to come here in person, but that guy refuses to come. What do you mean? Don't he know that the Fishman Island belongs to Bai Tuan? Ace, who was standing beside Yi Fei, looked a little unhappy. Before that, he had heard that the relationship between the evil dragon and Hody Jones was not simple. Ace is very angry at what the dragon did in East Blue. Fortunately, however, Luffy beat. Hearing the name Hody Jones, Ace felt disgusted unconsciously. King Neptune, I heard that Hody Jones often makes trouble on the Fishman Island, is there such a thing? Yi Fei stared at King Neptune closely. The reason for passing the Fishman Island this time is that Yi Fei intends to solve the problem and return the Fishman Island a real peace. Advertisement. Facing Yi Fei's fierce gaze, King Neptune knew that it was unnecessary to hide it any longer. Don't dare to hide Captain Yi Fei, there is indeed such a thing, and now Hody Jones' strength is getting stronger and stronger. I can't guarantee that I can still control him. King Neptune finally confesses to Yi Fei. Hody Jones is very provocative. At present, he has recruited tens of thousands of crew members on the Fishman Island. If you continue to let it develop, compared, in the end, would be a super trouble for the Fishman Island. Well, you send someone to find him. Seeing King Neptune's confession, the expression on Yi Fei's face also began to calm down. That guy, I can't move anymore. King Neptune was extremely embarrassed. Since the establishment of Hody Jones' new Murloc pirates, he has become less and less concerned about himself. He has clearly notified Hody Jones today, but he has not come yet. Let him take the initiative to come over, it must be impossible. Where is Hody Jones now? Near Fishman Street. King Neptune replied immediately. He has basically controlled the entire Murloc Street. Sometimes even the king's troops were not allowed to be there. King Neptune's answer surprised Yi Fei. However, soon, he recovered his smile.